on this hero, but he is in a currently very strong place because you can't really catch him, and if you do, he doesn't die. And that's where the Tinker kind of excels. He breaks apart every Tinker strategy you've had until now, which is fighting him in the trees. Doesn't really matter anymore. You just catch him, and he kills you and tanks through all your damage. So it's pretty brutal of a hero right now. The issue, of course, happens that sometimes he doesn't farm fast enough, and he's very much a sink or swim kind of hero. But I'm a big fan of him, and he's very good against Morphling for the obvious, very common Shiva pickup. So that you don't even need the Scotty in this game.
Hello.
So yeah, great, lovely Tinker pick. We'll see what they end up doing with this. We'll see how Nigma Galaxy answers to it. The Darkseer is a more traditional counter to him. Maybe we see a DK that actually is forced to go into more of a carry position, because you're gonna need a secondary carry against this Tinker if this goes too late.
I don't hear.
Maybe you see a monster style BKB Ags kind of build that we saw on Skittles.
And it's a phenomenal game for that, right? I think you're already incentivized to do that. I think
Miracle
this
back.
DK, even though it's a DK, he's going to want to move the game forward because he's going to be their tower hitter early. And he does really a lot of work in that respect here versus this kind of a team. The danger for him is mostly going to be trying to get out cleanly versus a Willow versus a Disruptor and versus a Tinker. Like, not to mention with a freaking Tidehunter standing out in front of the tower defending the darn thing.
We're going with the
This is not an OG lineup that is going to very easily give away its
some
objectives,
bets,
right? It's going to fight till the very bitter end. They've got really great ultis around it, and they synergize quite nice. A couple of my small favorite ones actually are just Thunderstrike, which gives vision for Tinker to continue spamming. You know, like even these kind of small things. The rockets, yes.
I have really buzzing hair today, by the way.
These kinds of games,
really buzzing hair.
Lots of vision for Yuragi to know when he can join the fights, from which angles, stuff like that. Fun game here. We'll see if Sumail is going to end up getting caught here.
This would be a really solid first kill. It's a hard one though. You can just go Dragon's Blood and kind of tank a fair amount. There's the Gush. Sumail takes Breathe Fire instead to reduce the damage, but Sumail is gonna die regardless.
The BZM.
Wow.
And GH.
Hey, that is a really bad start. They even get a second kill onto GH. Okay, this is looking terrible.
I don't have game sound.
You just gave the enemy Tinker, the first blood, and you're a DK as well.
Yep. And you gave your Agi to Yuragi already at 2 permanent stacks coming to the lane. Did take Essence just level 1, but you know, against oh, actually they've swapped
now we have.
So we'll see how that works out for him.
Nice.
Essence just 1 against the Darkseer.
Excited.
Yeah,
to watch some Miracle Dota 2.
But he's a melee hero after all. I mean, this lane kind of sucks for Slark because you do nothing. You have no interaction with Darkseer's Iron Shells at all. So I think you just kind of survive.
Yeah, happy to get the earlier first blood there as well on the Tinker. Early bottle for him.
So Sumail is just playing mid again. Sumail went from mid to safe lane to mid.
Whoa.
Okay.
That was weird.
No, that's unlucky.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yuragi's like, why are you pausing, DM? All right.
I'm taking a look here. I do think what Nigma can be really annoying with is they can go ahead and easily at that get into this enemy triangle and start really disrupting stacks for this early Tinker. That's going to be super annoying here for him. Even probably just stealing creeps as well out from that lane. Taiga's already taking a bit of a beating down here, by the way. Kuro just kind of giving it to him here on the edge with Impetus level 1.
Easy win for OD, you say? We'll see.
Can't wait until he can play more.
If Miracle is in form,
his role, his
Miracle used to solo carry these games, you know what I'm saying?
In captain's mode.
Needs to be guys. I need to be carry again.
Oh my god!
Just so I can play Muerta for one match. It's like no guys. I swear Muerta is amazing.
Muerta has a silence, guys. Pick me Muerta.
But he might kill.
I'm actually curious to see how many teams will pick Muerta when it's up.
Against the Enchanters, if you want the Shadow Realm.
One of my favorites.
Ace cheating.
A CJ1 just subscribed. Let's go. Miracle qojqva stream.
Really hungry for that first blood.
That pause lasted too long.
Kuroki?
He's old now, so he got lost. Now he's fighting against 2 Bramble Mace. He's not going to be hit by them.
Oh,
shit! The magic stick, and you'll die to the Bramble Mace. Actually, not even died under the extra gold. Okay, actually, huge win by Kuro.
He's not that old, Abo. Respect he calculated that perfectly, and we'll come back to lane with full HP and man, a space created for Miracle. Who is going for
the young people. who don't have a short attention span, right? So they get lost after the pause. So it was all
That's right.
James' fault,
That's right. Yeah. And you know they need to put Temple Run or whatever Subway Surfers in the corner of Dota whenever they pause for.
I'm yet
Damn.
to see those videos. I think you're a demographic that is outside of mine, my friend.
If the casters don't dance while they cast the game, I cannot pay attention to it.
CS lol.
Too
Oh, that's how
boring.
Spanish cast works these days, actually. So yeah, you're not that far off.
Didn't know
Hey,
that.
let's look at the final lane that I wanted to check out.
Thoughts
which
on
is this,
draft?
top lane of Darkseer Elder. Do you think at level 3 you start jumping them? Because
I think it's a really
I mean,
free
you're not getting
morph
many
game.
assets on mind control, which makes sense.
I think if he gets farmed, he's gonna
sucks,
solo
but
win.
Do you just dive the Slark endlessly after this? Because you don't want to get 6, right?
I think so, but you
Wanna
do
shove
have to mind the mana on GH. GH as well is not getting any experience out from this, so the level 3
So we'll
power
see.
spike's only going to be
I think
on
he
the
needs
Darkseer.
3 items
And
this game.
you have to be aware you're playing
Probably
against
like
kinetic field.
Probably
It's kinetic field's kind
Manta
of better
Aghanim's
for two,
BKB,
as GH
Yes.
is going to have a
something like that.
a ton of damage for a level 1 Astral.
I think Sumail on
which
DK is fine.
almost a
They need a hero that
DK.
hits towers.
Doing a good job here, getting in a couple of denies. So I think you have to be tempered, and you really have to play off of the mana here. Natural Order as well for GH, which is going to be super annoying here. The Spirit has the magic debuff on it.
Kuroki. Kuroki's gonna die here to the Tide, or maybe it's Taiga who dies first. Kuroki saving himself. There's a Shadow Realm.
Oh.
And Taiga is safe for now. Throws the last shot at Kuroki.
Okay.
He dies to Miracle.
Yeah, it's best of 2.
He just supports, killing supports.
Bro, I gotta use eye drops real
It's a
quick.
bloodbath here.
The
Taiga
Kuro is
probably
trading well, guys.
furiously
Kuro is trading
taking
really well.
notes as he lanes against one of the position 5 masters.
Kuro is owning.
Classic hero for him, this Ench, right?
That's
I mean,
what
like,
playing
also
pubs
Taiga.
gives you.
Yeah.
You
Good
know when
figure,
to
yeah.
trade. You know what I'm saying?
He's taking notes, for sure.
Yeah. I think he's just killing as much as he can. He's just out of spite, right? He's playing against Edge. He doesn't really care about how good Kuro is. He just hates the hero.
That's true. He just hates the lane experience. He's here to make sure that Kuro does not have more fun than him, and Kuro's gonna have a little bit of fun.
Ooh,
As he,
shit.
there he is. He grabs the tornado creep. Look at that damage. How
I
can
love
you
it when my
sustain
eyes are
to do this?
lubricated.
Taiga,
What do you reckon?
fool.
Enchant build or no for Kuroki? Like all the other enchanters?
Oh no,
he
he
actually
missed the
stealth
vacuum.
boost. Wow,
That was a
that's
dead
really cool.
Slark, I think.
Chu might just die to GH's auto attacks. One more hit, and they actually got him with the Iron Shell instead. GH will fall to the Slark, getting more agility to Yuragi, who's now being chased down by mind control and is happy to take the tower in exchange for his life.
He has stick. He's not dying. He even calculated it. Look at that.
Wait,
Being
did
a
Quinn
little
actually
bit
lose
soft.
mid?
He's like, man,
Did
BZ,
Quinn
don't
lose
you
mid
wish
last
you were
series?
playing Quasix Zord Invoker
Serious?
now?
He quite literally asked his team, he's like, guys, nobody tips me for that play? And then Miracle's like, okay. 10 seconds later.
And then they go, don't dare. You see that Tide Hunter, you're going to get him next game, okay? You keep that.
He owned mid, I see.
We'll keep picking you Venomancer.
I mean, I think mind control is, I don't know, Darkseer and Tidehunter is kind of similar in terms of how fun they are. Unless you're
I see.
Disagree, dude.
Doesn't Universe famously say that he hated the Darkseer?
Did he?
Yeah, he said that he
Who
didn't
are
like
these
playing it.
casters?
He
I
was
thought
good
he
at it, but
liked all
didn't
the
like
purple
playing it.
heroes. I thought he liked the remember Offlane Faceless Void and the Darkseer.
Yeah, he was
I
good at
remember
them.
him-
Who's talking?
Yeah.
But he didn't like him. He liked playing them. He thought it was boring. He just did it to win TI. You know, casual TI win.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do, right?
Rainbow and Seek and
Taiga?
Strike.
Okay,
I see.
Enchant is level 2, by the way. Whirlwind.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, right.
no, he was too good. The Whirlwind was so good. it
Give
actually
Miracle the
debated
kill.
Miracle
Thank you.
instead, But they get the
Thank
kill
you.
all along.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's
all
what I was
good,
gonna
all
say.
good.
I think you, with the changes to Enchant, I think you kind of have to max this one, to be honest. I don't really believe you're going to be able to sustain this kind of a matchup either with Nature's Attendance even early. I think it's just a little bit too hopeful. And then you can get into the jungle, you can start ruining stacks, and also the push
Is Amar
again with
pro
this
career
DK
done? What do we
is going to
think?
be pretty much out of this world here. I really do think Sumail's going to look to get a little bit
I don't
more
know what's
aggressive
gonna happen
once he
to him.
does get that,
I actually don't know.
Blue Dragon form. Not really aggressive. He's going to push wave and he's going to hit the tower with the DPS, right?
I
And
don't
if
know
you
what
can
the
bring in,
conversation was like
a
anyway.
high-level creep to actually help
Like, were
take
they
it down
like,
and do some more
yeah,
pushing,
Miracle
they
is
can
feeling
do a lot
better,
more
so Amar,
Yeah,
can
but
you
I
relax
think
a little bit,
that's
or
actually. Especially because Sumail decided not to
can
go
you
for the
take
pop
a-
Meteor Hammer. I think it's the right choice. Mid DK,
we
you don't
really
go for that as much,
advise you
but,
not
you need
to
that
play
extra
the
help with
next
push, honestly.
tournament with
Your
us.
Stinker will still annoy you constantly with the
Or
laser.
like, I don't know what the
Taiga's
conversation was like,
fighting
you know.
to the death once again, support
Or
fight.
were
It's
they
over the
like-
power rune, which Sumail is going to eat
Yeah, Miracle's
here.
back.
No bottle on him though.
And he's
so
the
it's
best
just
player in the
gonna be
world, so
deactivated
Amar-
and then deactivated because there's a sentry
Well,
about him, or
you know.
Sid.
Like, I don't know.
GHM mind control
What is the
once again.
conversation there, you know?
Diving this tower.
Oh, here comes
Tinker
Museum.
has his TP now. Yep. I don't know about this one. GH.
Oh,
Back
shit.
to great. Yuragi's already dead. BZM can collect some kills, but he gets stopped by GH instead. GH is going to die to the tower, but he gives enough space for mind control to make it through the trees. And BZM has no blink dagger, so it's kind of hard to chase for him. He has no boots either. He's just here for his mid lane tax.
Like, I don't know.
Chu took it away from him, so BZM now is enraged.
He hit him with the okay, huh?
Yeah. He's like, Misha's still our coach, Chu.
Just don't know, you know? Don't know if he's
change.
gonna come back.
We could still make him. You know that old G lineup. Those guys are looking pretty good.
Yeah. We can steal some of those. Taiga is struggling against Kuro again. He hates life, goes into Shadow
Sworn
Realm.
enemies, these two.
Really creating a new
Can you
storyline.
imagine Amar
Guard
playing
versus Guard
Morphling?
because BZM, but the Golem actually
you imagine that?
his TP, so he doesn't know the Hurl Boulder cooldown. BZM is just going to be a little bit safer just to make sure. And he can't get the Golem, he gets more
I don't know.
On the top side, Chu is fighting against GH solo, and GH might just get this kill with one more hit, but the glimpse stops him actually. And now we have Bremblemaze. GH went a bit too far.
Go for it, GH. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
Him so far.
Will kill Chu.
Nice try. Nice try.
Honestly, it's a lot of space, though. I mean, as silly as that sounds, like Sumail is already hitting this tier 1 tower once again with Elder Dragon form back online. BZM is going to laser him in the face, so he starts missing some more attacks. But this is why I like that Kuroki did go for that level 2 enchants, right? I mean, he's tanking a lot more for the tower already. It's going to go down here. This is a pretty early tower, and Tinker's not going to be super comfortable with this lack of protection here.
Yo, he might be dying.
Maybe
No,
he
he's
can
fine.
into Sumail to feel better, but no, not quite. Infuse raindrops. Instead, he'll have to settle for Kuro.
I think Kuro's completely fine.
Taiga finally gets his revenge. There we
He's
go.
completely
No glimpse.
fine.
Oh, no revenge? No glimpse, no revenge? Chu, level 5? Trying to bully level 3 Ench and he can't? Taiga, extremely sad, was ready to dive even
Easy.
further, but chose to...
Yo, Kuro,
play
not gonna
level
lie,
3
making
instead.
like giga space this
Story of
game.
the lane so far is that Nigma
Like a giga
come out
space.
with a little bit of an edge here, a 2k net worth lead. A lot of this is kind of coming through on Miracle. I mean, hold on, they're fighting top. Pounce away.
There they
Full
are,
mind control. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, he was using this
There's a
illusion
blink
trying to kill
dagger.
Iragi, but he has to kill mind control instead.
Mind
That's
controlled.
blink dagger, he's pretty much online.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's going to be the biggest thing to try and break this early lead.
Wait,
that
Kuro,
Nigma
Kuro,
is
Kuro?
with. Kuro is
Wait.
going to die for the ward. Worth. Hashtag.
Yeah. Iragi gets a little more agile. Miracle still farting him though this time.
Oh, yeah.
So,
He's
until Tinker
farming.
comes onto him. However, he's out of mana, has no soul ring yet, which is why he can't go for
Yo, Gani, are you here still?
He's kind of a one-pump chump right now.
He's fine. He's fine. DM is starting to cut waves down bottom. The
Force
both
and
lanes
Buzzing
trying to
to
do this, but of
cast.
course the Tinker naturally a better rotator than the DK. Of course, before the Dragon gets online, which isn't much longer for Sumail. No Meteor Hammer for him. Nice job.
Fuck, I forgot what I wanted to say, bro.
Kuroki's here too.
Fuck. My brain
GH
is off.
Behind as well. Is he smoked
With the
up
smoke.
though? This is
You didn't like Amar, right?
Interesting play. I don't think you can.
You didn't like Amar in
He's on a
Nigma
dark
Galaxy.
pack, but that was way too late. Okay.
Or did you like him?
He's just
He was-
taking
he was-
damage from the stacks.
Yep.
trying to steal some CS. OG will defend this.
Oh well.
though. Elder Dragon form being used means they know that Nigma are incentivized to stick around here and fight. Chu is
Yup.
level 6, has the static storm, and just barely enough mana.
Oh no.
Well, for
Ah,
the
God damn it.
Shadow Realm once again. We have Stomp ready for the other
Couldn't
Titan,
find the
not gonna
space.
find the will.
It was very different
You know what else is pretty
from
cool here
how he
is
played in
that,
OG, I think.
this
Yeah.
ET, this Astral Spirit for the longest
I
time
think
actually,
OG,
used
like,
to have max movement
kind
speed
of bent
on the
their
Astral Spirit, but
strats
now
to
it's been
Amar's
nerfed,
will.
rightfully
But I
so,
think
and it
when he
copies
came into
the
Nigma
move
Galaxy
speed that
and
you
he like
have, I believe, when
tried
you
to push
cast
his
Astral
ideas,
Spirit.
Kuro was
So
like,
if you surge
no.
this Elder Titan,
This is
and
not
then
how we
you
do it
cast
here.
Astral Spirit, the Astral
And
Spirit
then
is gonna
Amar's
have 5
pretty
movement
sad.
speed, which is pretty ridiculous for vision.
Oh, right, yeah.
for setting
So
stuns, like,
I
it's
think that's how
really
it
good.
kind of went, but I don't really know.
I forgot about that combo.
That's how it's-
yeah,
that's
normally
how it
when there's
looks
stacks and
like,
stuff,
though.
you can
That's
scout
how
it
it
with
looks
the,
like.
Spirit and take all the damage from like
Anyways,
16 different stacks. right?
Miracle
Yeah,
top
it's gonna
net
be fun
worth, of
combo.
course. I mean, we're kind of used to it, you know.
It's a mean one.
See this?
The glyph, I don't know if that was a glyph for the catapult down bottom. I actually don't know what the glyph was for. Or just
It
top.
was. Miracle is still continuing to defend his lane. That's the problem with a Tidehunter compared to a lot of other safe laners. He can't just like dive tower and ravage them. Just not really that easy for him.
Why is
Kuro
there a
going to
cursor
die.
here, by the way?
Kuro's stuck in literally
Wait, they
no
moved the
man's land.
camera with arrow keys?
Look,
And the
BZM
cursor is on the
slowly channeling
minimap.
his death. There
That's
we go.
interesting.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
Kuro
he's
is dead
just
again.
ruining stats,
It's
you
okay
know?
though, it's okay.
But OG, they buy themselves
Hashtag
a crucial minute or so
space.
here. while Sumail is waiting for his Elder Dragon form to come off cooldown. He also now has Blink Dagger, so I do expect them to make some sort of move here.
I think this Tinker...
maybe try and bait in the
I mean, we'll
Tinker or
see.
something like that.
I think they need to make
and, try and catch
some
him out
moves with the DK Blink. I think he has Blink, right?
For them. Probably
Is there a
result in
tooltip here?
objective as well if you want to try and
No.
force the issue.
Right, never mind.
Top lane
What is
here.
this?
They've got a really nice deep ward in the
But
jungle.
what happens if I click on that?
Down, which is kind of watching this Slark and Taiga roam around the map. Of course, it's a Slark, so they'll know eventually that the vision is here.
I want to
So
know if
it's
Sumail has
what you can
Blink
actually
or not.
like make happen with it.
It's kind of important.
The alternative is that Nigma can just continue trying to farm up towards their next bout of items, because the bot tower looks like it's going to go down undefended, and then quite naturally, Tidelander is going to try and rotate towards this mid lane and force the tower there with Ravage.
Hi guys, I want to play in the
That's
team
a
where
tricky fight
Miracle
for
is my
OG,
position 1 and
because they
Sumail
don't
is my
have their
position
tower
2.
anymore. Yeah,
But
so
I
Sumail
only
and
get
the rest
garbage
of
cores
Nigma
and
can just run
pubs.
in like
What
this.
can I do?
I see you, Uragi.
They're gonna set up for
I need to
Tiger.
play better.
Kuroki gave him the order. Oh,
They slept
Uragi
him.
perhaps as well. They don't have Dragon Tail though.
Oh.
They tried to strike him, but Uragi was quick on the Shadow Dance.
That was
It
risky,
was
though.
not max strength though. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
Not
this is on Twitch.
And this is just a little bit of efficiency now for Nigma, as Sumail is going to head top lane with the rest of this Elder Dragon form, even surged. And he will take down this top tier 1 tower, despite BZM's best efforts to nuke the
Okay,
wave.
okay.
That's big. I mean, and all that. Look, they're going to lose this ward, but it's an uncontested tier 1 tower
The
against
DM is
a
really
Tide
drawn
Hunter with
on
a
the map
Tinker,
right
with
now.
a Slark, with a Terrorize. Like, this is a scary proposition to push into objectives against OG, right? And a simple little kill there onto Taiga and forcing out the Slark ultimate.
I would like to
even
see
though you're gonna
Miracle's
lose
item
this ward,
progression.
You steal about 500 gold.
I wonder what he has.
4 or 5 camps here.
He's
from
playing
your
Manta,
enemies, and
right?
You take their tower for free. It's really,
Should
really
buy
good
Manta.
play.
Yeah, I want to question or touch on the. Wait, sorry, Miracle. Uragi's coming in. He has a pounce ready as well. Miracle though is just to adapt. To strength. Is that gonna work
has it.
though? It doesn't seem like it. It's just too much damage
Okay.
coming from OG's side. And Miracle will be a quick kill. And they also find Sumail, glimpse him back into the fray.
no.
Sumail has more pain, but he's smart. He's on a dark blade to dispel it. It's only Tiger right now chasing after him. And here comes BZM to help out and aid in the skill. Tiger will get it. 2 more kills for OG.
Yeah.
Who now find
It's
a
okay.
play to make, which is huge
It's okay.
for this team who is struggling to find plays to make around the map.
Yeah,
Corvus
doing that Echo Saber is going
farmed
to feel pretty
both
nice now in the hands of Draghi. Still haven't seen a static stone actually. Barely level 6. I remember he had level 6 8
Chilling
minutes
it.
in. I suppose he
It's
must have
just
been
chilling.
just on stacking duty here and trying to break smokes, but he'll find
ILDW, what's up, man?
alongside Taiga as they smoke across the river. Find a mind control. Mid lane,
DM
DM as well.
Yeah, he's pushing aggressively because he still has Ravage, right? He got to use it. So it's a huge threat. The question is what's standing behind the Ravage. And
I'm wearing a Marvel t-shirt today.
But out of mana. Chew, they're not
static.
going onto him, but they made a static storm. Perhaps Chew trying to go to the
Okay,
high ground.
okay.
Ravage is also committed.
Ravage on
Miracle.
2.
The
We'll
Slark
see what
is
they can
doing
do
well,
here.
but Uriah got stumped
I
with
don't think the
Dragon
Slark
Tail.
is...
Betting on the Dark Pact as well.
He has
And they get
ult.
stunned again.
What the
Uragi
fuck?
goes down, and now DM is going to be the next target for this team. He does have 3 points.
If you want to come,
on
LW, you are more than happy to be here.
I didn't
If
see
you want
what
to
the
join.
second stun was that got him after the
Up to you.
vacuum, though. But that was very well played by Nigma.
How many Marvel? I have
Onto
like
the Slark,
so
that is?
many.
Yes. Was it an
Adaptive
enchant
strike.
creep? Oh, Adaptive strike was it? Okay.
That one's
Oh,
it?
'cause he's full strength.
It's pretty new actually.
Right, right. Yeah.
Yeah, that was very well played, honestly.
You
Good
like it,
dragon
guys?
tail by Sumail. Really, really good.
Yeah, and a big kill, honestly, and just a big fight from Nigma, who are gonna just fight basically off the strength of that pipe of
Yeah, it's
insight.
clean. I
Kind of
mean,
a scary
of
moment
course.
there for the Morphling, who is kind of caught
course it's
mostly
clean.
Magi
What
inside
the
that
fuck?
static storm, especially once he's ravaged, but finds lots of, he's safely comforted by that pipe barrier. First item here is now Nigma once again hope to get a bit aggressive inside the enemy jungle. Mind control will connect and find Taiga. Can they kill him though?
Yeah. Yes, Shadow Realm. The question is, are there reinforcements coming by? It seems like they
Yeah,
were.
Tinker,
They
I don't know.
expect
I
Sumail,
mean,
so
Tinker's...
it's more of a defensive
I'm more
reinforcement, as
concerned
DM is still trying to do
about
the same thing mid, but this time without Ravage, so
Sumail's
not
farm
as
this
threatening
game.
as Tidehunter.
No. Farming his way up towards that Blink Dagger, however, on this Tidehunter.
I'm
So
more
he is
concerned
going to
about
be
his
a little bit
farm.
more about that team fight ultimate, that counter initiation, maybe a little bit more initiation.
DK
as well.
lowest net worth on cores is always...
So that'll be something interesting
concerning.
to see from him. Slark, though, continuing on his itemization. I believe has
Mind
Diffusal
control.
already on his way.
Who's glimpsed?
Yeah, they're already
Kuroki?
glimpsed
Can,
back
I
for
think he gets
Kuroki.
out of
Mind
this.
Control wants to play on this as well. Replica and
Yeah,
vacuum.
easy-
Lots of
easy
pounce
for
already.
Kuro.
Uragi now stuck fighting here. Perhaps Mind Control.
Can
though,
Mind
and a stuck
Control get
here
out
trying
of
to
this?
field him. It won't work.
Oh.
It's a Dragon Tail as well. What's the wait for? Uragi's dead. Taiga now is going to fall as well. Static Storm ignored completely.
Miracle
Now,
perfect
Tidehunter
position.
turned
Oh,
into
Miracle with the
trying to
TP
TP out,
cancel
cycle
too.
cancel it
Oh my
into
god.
sleep, and
It's
the
too
damage
good
down
right
there.
now.
Is he tanky enough? We're gonna see. Kraken Shell plus Pipe is helping him out a lot.
Give Miracle a go, guys. Oh, he
down.
missed waveform.
Yeah,
it's okay
that's
though.
A super painful death. You can see, man, right as he's dead, Yuragi, he just finished Diffusal. It was on the way when he decides to kind of take what was an opportunistic kill.
It was Koro's fault. Did he miss the waveform? I see.
Just always fighting together here.
Oh yeah, he's buying. Okay, he's
OG's
buying.
ultimate's just not strong enough
Manta Dragon.
especially that Static Storm. They're kind of getting baited in by it even.
Yeah, Kuroki might finally die here though, but this is not that major a kill even if they do get it. A little bit of agility for Yuragi though.
Bro, yeah, he's getting up there. He's
how
got
should I
6
work
permanent
this?
edge
Wait,
now,
let me give me a sec.
would be as easy as it was top. Oh, yeah. Taiga's building a hand of Midas.
I think there's like.
Interesting.
Nah, actually, never mind. Never mind.
What he thinks he needs to scale? I'm actually surprised by this. I mean, I guess you don't really need items this game. He's gonna die again though.
Taiga 1v1 versus GH.
GH.
Who is the better for position? Looks like GH.
Nope, that's it. That's all the damage.
But
All right.
now he dies.
He tried. He tried.
Yo, Loki could have TP'd there.
There's no Shadow Realm anyway.
Oh, he doesn't have it.
And Kuroki is the one that starts hitting him. Everyone ignores Taiga, so Kuroki can get his fair dues there.
There it is. Very good. BZM's quickly approaching this Shiva's Guard, though. Has now at least the Mystic Staff for it, so the most expensive component already picked up. You're going to probably have this really
Tinker
nice
is farming, but he's not that high net worth yet.
Full Pipe of Insight and Blink Dagger, as well as the ultimate, of course, to use. And
okay, MC.
Find Bound Control.
He has mech pipe.
Oh, they glimpse him out of the kinetic field, though. He's running into it as Mind Control gets stuck and dies. Yuragi now retreats.
Miracle on Tinker now? Miracle.
Yuragi have the Shadow Dance. They want to try.
They have Ravage again, though.
But here comes Samael with the A. Dragon Tail is all they needed. And apparently, oh, they're gonna fell into that Ravage?
No way.
Miracle. Now in trouble because of Taiga.
I think Miracle gets everyone here.
Showing Taiga who the real support is. And thanks to Samael, they get the kill onto Taiga.
Okay.
Yuragi is forced to retreat once again.
Okay.
Neither team quite knowing who's stronger.
Pretty good, pretty good.
OG really thought that Ravage would save him the team fight.
They did, and it gets Yuragi out safely at least.
What else do Samael have? I hope they click on him.
Towards his next item, which is going to be that egg.
I really wonder what he has.
Like I was saying, he's not going to quite have that
because his net worth is so low.
Time that BZM has Shivas and that this Blink is out, but it'll be a pretty nice triple item time in.
Nigma Galaxy carry top net worth. I mean, it's Miracle.
Big fight there though, and again, Nigma just kind of bringing the numbers. Kuro just walking through that fight.
Manta Falcon, that's on Morph, I think. What does Samael have though?
Actually end up
Samael has Blink, right?
Away and driving a little bit of a wedge in there. Just his positioning so awkward, and he's just being like such a it's just a nuisance really on this Ench, like throwing creeps at them, doing a pretty good amount of damage as well. Building to scale, right? Has this power treads going next for the 4-staff into the full Hurricane Pike, so you know it's not quite as greedy as
you know that you're fucking handsome. I am aware, yes, people have told me before. Like my mom has told me a lot.
That's always exciting to see. Another smoke now from Nigma Galaxy. There's no Elder Dragon form though, so they got to land a melee stun.
DM, once again, he's the hardest kill by a long shot. Us activated the pipe already.
Dude, he's a tanky boy. Oh, Terrorize on 3. Miracle, of course, dodged the Terrorize though.
Cancels it. He turns into a pig and walks away. DM is done with this. However, Taiga and Yuragi show themselves for this. They glimpse back one of the heroes so Taiga can save. Nope.
Wow.
So Taiga can die. Taiga can die to the vacuum.
Nice.
Yep. They've been doing such a great job at just being like, OG, you think this is your jungle? You are wrong. This is our jungle. Nice shot calling immediately into Roche as 5.
Okay.
Yep.
And I don't think without a Terrorize they can actually contest this.
Miracle DD.
No Ravage either, even if you have this Blink Dagger, it's not.
Okay, Samael has Blink going for
Nigma, they force the Ravage up top lane,
BKB.
they immediately smoke back in. Even without Elder Dragon form, they take down
Amar
the
the
Roche.
Miracle.
Great shot calling from them, really impressive.
Pepega.
They look on fire. OG a little bit lost this game because they just don't have enough. You talked about the tide and the issue.
This hero hits for 400 damage right now.
Wait for them to initiate onto you and hope your Ravage gets you
Jesus.
something good. But there's just not much else you can do. And there is a little bit of anti-synergy, it seems like, with Disruptor's playstyle and the Tide Hunters.
Amar right
That's
now,
right. I would
Monkala.
also say that.
No, I think
they have
Amar is
plays
Dizzy
where
right now.
They've got Shivas up, right? This Blink Ravage is ready to go. And they
This
can
is
really
probably Amar right
look
now.
to maximize the pain on these kinds of 2 items. It just has felt like. We'll see if that changes. I expect it will now.
I bet qojqva claps after the plane lands.
Like
No, I actually think it's really cringe if you clap.
Play that OG have not been really prepared to contest.
I don't know why people do that.
You know?
Also,
We'll see if
I
that
don't know why people clap
They
after
finally
the
have taken
movie
Tier
ends
1
in the
tower
cinema. Why do you do that?
Big point.
Do you think the director is like next to you?
This is now what allows the Tinker.
Like, I don't understand. Why do you clap after the movie ends? I don't understand.
This would be what you traditionally would say the heroes
I'm.
actually
It's so weird.
Moment, though. OG, they're forced to TP back.
Why are you clapping when the plane lands?
They're gonna lose Taiga once again.
Like what? I'm so confused.
Okay, fair enough. Whatever, everything for Taiga. It's all worth it. That's Miracle also farms.
Feels weird to just leave.
But he knows
I mean,
they
does
can't
it?
kill him, which is why he's doing this right now.
It's really brave of him, right? You still are playing into this static storm. Like, you could just kind of get caught out relatively.
I really don't understand.
Blink Ravage as well. But just confident. I mean, at least with Aegis, right? You likely lived through the
like this clapping thing is like
at least
pretty huge in Germany, right?
Where the hell your team?
Because whenever there's like a song
now,
like
though,
on a live show, people just instantly clap. They're like,
yeah.
So like I don't know.
Ground, but he's not really in any danger.
I don't really. I don't really get it.
It's
a nice good stomp.
Yeah.
Oh wait.
On this Dragon Tail, they already got off. The Stalker's stunned and dead.
Wow.
Miracle. Attribute shifted before he went into the storm. This man was prepared for everything, and now Chu will have to pay for this. As he's been slowed, the kinetic field won't help him. And Nigma will get yet another kill.
That's super big.
One of my favorites.
Two big kills. One there
King
on the
of
Sark
Gods
is massive.
93 just subscribed.
This
but at a show,
hero
the
in games
artist
like
is
this
there at
feels
least.
so good.
But at the cinema,
because when you do
it's
an
weird.
Echo Stomp, it's like, okay, let's take our time. Let's
it's
all
fucking
think
weird,
about
no?
Process this information because we've just slept two heroes. No one wake them up. You know, you have that level.
Sumail has a carry in his team now.
Right? Sumail BKB,
Jesus,
guys.
guys.
Storm is going to be incoming as soon as he does wake them up. And just
Jesus.
initially, no chance for Slark to get off a Dark Pact or anything. The chain stun from there is perfect, and they just managed to kill him even without any active items or abilities. Really impressive game from GH. And that's the thing about this ET, right? Like, he's so sink or swim. Like, either he lands those kinds of Echo Stomps and you look like a hero, or you miss Echo Stomps and then just nothing happens. But that's what's kind of nice, right? You're not really super excited. Is he? I mean, he dies.
No, he's dead. Yeah. He's dead. There we go.
These two teams replaced them are and now facing each other without him, right? I mean, yes, that is the truth. I don't know what your point is, but that is kind of what happened. Yes.
Yeah, agreed. He's playing pretty phenomenal.
Don't really,
I don't think he has any reason to be too upset with this game.
Right, like that's all you have to do. You won early game.
Miracle is playing, yes. Miracle is currently playing Morphling.
So we don't care. You're no longer
as you can see here, because he's top net worth, as always.
Sproink, you can make another shot call. Until then, just A-click yourself into the middle of the enemy team fight and steal a bunch of creeps whenever you can. Okay, so Egg Scepter is finished up for Yuragi. He's done the little disassemble trick with the Echo Saber. I do wonder if he's going to feel the need to rebuild the Echo. I see a lot of Slarks do tend to go back for it after BKB, but we'll see how he feels. Miracle's going to say hello to him. And Miracle's just running at him, actually.
He's stalking him, huh?
What is...
He's liking all his pictures on Instagram right now. We already can't get a break.
Just super aggressive.
He's liking all his pictures on Instagram?
Top lane as well. Chuvash.
Wait, what?
Farming a little bit.
Oh, just Nurse Splitter the creeps. And the Spirit just did catch Chu. They should have vision of him now.
Something is in my fucking eye.
I mean, look, Chu is just trying to make space for his team, so... Similar to Kuroki, he knows he's gonna die.
It's like a hair or something.
Taiga as well has the Midas fully completed, and he's gotten a couple of transmutes off already, going into the Blink Dagger. Could have a pretty significant amount of impact as well in these team fights if he can actually get into a position where he's not immediately killed at the start of every fight.
Get out of my eye, bro.
It's kind of an ability that can really, really mess with like these surge kind of move speed heroes, you know, because of just how fast they end up running away from the fight and just removing themselves. It's not your traditional sort of like relocation, like a Tusk Kick or, you know, Pudge Hook or Magnus, those kinds of abilities.
Right.
In a way, it can be just as impactful here.
I don't know if I want to click on that.
I'm
not going to click on that.
It has expired, but Nigma Galaxy, they still feel like they have the advantage here. 8-second BKB here for Sumail, holding onto his Elder Dragon form. All the ulti's ready to go. It's just about finding the right target here.
Yeah, and of course you want to wait till Slark uses Dark Pact to farm, right, to actually initiate on him if you're going to go for him. So that's something Sumail's been very patient about this whole game.
Well, they don't see him. He's hiding behind these trees.
Oh, they're going to fight on the ward. Let's see. This is a big boy team fight, guys.
Sumail. It's like, okay, fine, I'll go for whatever's behind him. He can't. Something dies, Sumail.
Oh no, you pop BKB.
Instead.
Oh.
this
a little early BKB, but it's all good.
Not tied. He has 4-step though. Kuro's baiting them. Oh, he got
That was a
ravaged.
good ravage.
He starts the 4-step, however. He's feared. Kuro's still alive. Go 4-step himself. No, the fear lasted too long. Kuro finally falls, and the curse crown will stop Sumail as well. That's Miracle.
Miracle versus the world.
BKB from behind. VZM finally joins the fray. He's gonna try to cover DM's escape, but
Oh,
DM.
Earth Splitter.
He's not tanky enough. He's gonna die to the Earth Splitter, and BZM could not get into the middle of the fight.
Oh.
They won't activate his BKB for this.
And my mistake. Mage Slayer is going to be the item of choice for this. Like,
Oh, he's no Aghanims yet.
It feels super good to have all
Miracle.
that amount of magic resist when you're also
No
quite
Aghanims
elusive
is
with that second pounce charge. So you know, you land that onto mainly your Morphling, your Darkseer. You know, you're significantly reducing their damage outputs in these fights. Once again, Nigma though.
Tinker is
these fights just slightly better calculated.
reaching
He's
critical
already used
mass.
That pipe aura, a Kuroki just running in and just basically.
Let me check
aggroing
something
the
actually.
entire
Let me
enemy
check if
team
my gym is
such
closed
that they
today.
really only kill him and then immediately lose the
Yes.
fight after. Like
No, it's not.
it's every time. I don't know how
That
he does
is
it. 2, 8, and 6.
interesting.
You know, I have the same kill score on Enchantresses in my
Miracle
game,
washed.
yet
I think
don't
Miracle's
think
playing probably the
he's
best
a
from his
hero.
team right now. Oh my god, Sumail got a perfect
You should
stun.
reach
Oh
out.
no.
Sumail, he has BKB in 7 seconds, but he can't get it off because he's gonna die before that. Goodbye, Sumail.
Don't you
Finally,
dare.
Sumail is online,
Sorry.
catches mind control 2, who runs into a
Be
bramble.
EZM.
Now, sometimes a little bit too much
Sure.
movement speed can be detrimental.
Yes, it can. Kickoffs there for OG here, as they have struck a nerve here. I want to say on the side of Nigma, even with, especially without their
BKB on
ultis.
Tinker.
These are big kills. Roshan's up in 30 seconds, so this allows OG to try and set up quite nicely for this second Rosh contest. Teams are going to be having their eyes on this. Lots of map control here. It's only second Aegis here. Typically don't really go up to high ground, but it's the Aegis
What a
in
fucking
games
good
like
stretch.
this that do end up really securing your foothold in these kinds of games. Tiger as well going for an Ag Scepter. I thought he was going for Blink. Said, screw that. I want to be like Kuro, but from longer range.
Would you rather have ATF
There's
as your
There's
carry
a
or
secret
Miracle?
fight going on between
Miracle.
Taiga and Kuro this whole game, isn't there? These two guys are just trying to one-up each other, really.
Yeah.
Kuro's died how many times now?
No flame.
So Taiga
No
he's
flame.
died 9 actually. So
It's
they're
just-
even then they're matched at tanking ganks. There's the build I was
room.
telling you, Richie. This Kai and Sanj BKB on Tinker. Now you're a tank.
Careful.
Look,
They're
you
gonna
just,
go
you
in.
just blink in, you don't care. You just blink in, kill whatever's in sight. And that's gonna be mind control this time. Sumail does
Yeah.
find him, but you're Tinker. You're the operator now,
Um,
unless you get
MC
stuck in
is
the
dead.
Morphling. Or
Oh.
perhaps not. Even against the Morphling, you're fine.
Blinked aggressively.
BZM blinks aggressively. He's out of mana though. He still has soul rings. Going for Kuroki next. They can't let Kuroki
Yep,
go.
gotta
of
kill
course.
Kuro. Yep.
Gotta kill Kuro. Oh, Taiga's screaming at him. Kuroki! And the Kuroki makes it back alive. The Gush.
Oh no, they got someone
everyone
else.
For Kuro. They've just
Who is
made
that up
it
there?
really based.
T-Torch?
GH might die too. BZM has full mana
Oh,
now. and
GH,
he wants to use it to kill
no.
off his Elder Titan. With a
No.
laser, he'll get the job done. Okay, this is
All
insane.
right. Once
I told
again,
you
the
about
closer
Tinker.
that OG get to the enemy's fountain, the stronger they fight. Taking a
They
fight
can't kill this
that
Tinker.
Honestly, I mean, look, they are just
cannot
running down
kill this Tinker.
Nigma Galaxy right now, but diving
Oh, Uragi's
behind the
crazy.
tier 2 tower. Sumail thinks he's got a safe TP in. Miracle might be dead here too.
Oh no, Miracle. The Shivas is make it harder for him to attribute shift, but he's actually not even started
adaptive
BKB
strike.
instead. He has to.
He's fine, right?
And he'll be safe with this.
Could've been
I
scary.
mean, OG's they figure it out, guys.
Good
BZM
tip,
is amazing. What if
smart.
you make everyone BZM?
Good
You just
clap.
TP on them. There you
Player
go. That's the solution.
join OG
OG's back
and
to
suck.
winning majors.
They're
Same
back.
with Galaxy now.
They're
Good
back.
player. BKB TP out.
Everyone
Who
rev
will
up the
play for
popcorn
tiebreak and who will
machines.
play
Another
for
true
Division
sight.
2?
Major winning documentary coming your way. Some great content.
It's time for BZM.
It's
Finally
time for
gets one.
BZM.
Okay.
Yes. Look at him go, dude. Just like that. They are in the control of this game. BZM, he blinks up to
Damn.
your high ground. Thank you very much.
Has not aged
No,
well.
Tinker's too tanky. It doesn't matter if you
God
vacuum.
damn it.
He's just Shiva edging in place now.
I'm
Force
alright.
of habit.
What can you
Has
do?
a
No, it's good. It's
BKB.
good because you.
What can
what
you
you
do?
do is you charge the Shivas. Like seriously, that's a technique. You charge the Shivas and then you blink full, right? And they all hit at the same time because that's how Shivas works. It blinks with you. So that's actually how you're supposed to play on Tinker. It's like a new march to the machine.
Who is the second best offlaner
stupid.
after Universe? Probably
Yeah.
me.
That's why he's doing it sometimes. That he like goes in one place that's safe and then he just blinks away.
They
right?
need a hex.
Yeah.
I think the only way to kill Tinker is
Okay,
hex.
OG smoking across the map here. Nigma in a pretty good position
It's
to break the
hex
smoke.
or
It is-
nullifier.
You do hear the audio cue for hitting heroes with Astral Spirit. So GH does a great job scouting this one.
Yuragi's forced to use that shell. That's pretty early in the team fight. Nigma just thwarted this attempt at a team fight. However, oh wow, Yuragi doesn't care. He just jumps GH because he knows BZM will cover his back.
Sure.
Galaxy, they don't.
I think Kuro gets out of this very easily.
Anymore. They might not even be safe in the base, Abo.
Bro, this Tinker's so oppressive. Kuroki, he's trying to run in every direction, but that circle's not letting him get away.
I'm rooting for Nigma Galaxy.
Like,
they have
I
Miracle.
don't know how you initiate onto this team
Also, since Force and Buzzin is here now, did you see my Buzzin hair today?
Got BKB, Kaya
Look at this.
This Slark, of course, has 2 pounces, the Shadow Dance, and the Depth Shroud to save anyone else who you might catch. DM is gonna wake up even if you stun him 3 times thanks to his passive. He's also got Tendrils of the Deep, so he doesn't even necessarily need to ravage you to find some little bit of chain stun. It's scary. They need like a ginormous back wall.
I need a haircut.
Wombo combo team fight here.
Anyways, Miracle, Sumail has Aghanims.
Not yet have that 4th level dragon because he's only level 17, right? So it only takes you 1 level up, which for him is going to be the blue dragon. It's better than nothing.
Good. Oh, they're gonna smoke. They're gonna smoke and fight. Watch this. Watch. Kuro's calling Smokey G right now.
Would be huge for him.
Okay.
Not gonna have time though. They're gonna be forced into this fight.
Well, I mean, OG is returning for the Roche Pit. They don't want to fight into this yet. However, Sumail already went in. Turned to the blue dragon like you commented, and Taiga will die as a result. And look at Miracle!
Miracle! Oh, Miracle!
And he's ready to compete. They have the damage to
nothing.
BZM's still scary.
Ravage didn't hit a single thing there. That's a big commitment. A buyback as well out from Taiga. Roche is so low. BKB's out from Nigma. OG, they're gonna move into the pit.
See, they have no BKBs. Let's see.
Nigma can afford to let this go though.
He's still a Willow. He wants to go for Yuragi. DM gets him with Tendrils of the Deep. Here comes BZM as well. Falling on the damage.
He's dying. Oh my god. Insane Earth Splitter.
Take over this fight now as Yuragi's forced to use a Depth Shroud to cover his teammates. They're going for Taiga instead. BZM gets away for now.
Holy GH.
They're concentrating on everyone else because they are actually.
Yo, they're actually winning this fight. What the fuck?
They are much more mobile.
It's gonna go for Nigma.
They defend very well with that Ags on Miracle making the difference here.
Jesus.
The Ags on Miracle, I mean, he just absolutely murdered Taiga. Now Taiga, I mean, it feels so bad. You're playing this Dark Willow, you buy a Midas, you know, it's like growing up. You've got.
I mean, Tinker's not dying until they have a Hex.
Wall, you know, and all of a sudden,
Miracle just queued up Vessel.
Destroys you in the lunchroom, slams your lunch on the ground, and just kills you with your own Egg Scepter. Maybe that
happened to my lunch.
Maybe that's American the strat. Lunch. Maybe instead of trying to just get Yuragi for ruining his attack speed, you take the freaking Willow. I mean, you steal the Spell Lamp as well. Let's not forget, right? So you're even doing even more damage on that thing.
Once Dota is dead, will you become a Counter-Strike 2 streamer? No, I don't think so. No. I think I'll probably play League of Legends, because I will just choose the easiest game there is.
They just see Kuro, they have to kill him, and from behind BZM tries to kill off Miracle.
Okay, BKB pop, let's see, can they turn this?
Lacking attack speed now, but they can still kill off Mind Control with this, it seems like. One last heat-seeking missile.
This is kind of weird, you got though.
Not really in range. They killed off Mind Control, Miracle.
Get out.
Instead, BZM is too oppressive, and Sumail, he's been quartered on the side. He's been just stopped, honestly.
Oh, Sumail is TP out.
Sure.
TP. Oh, he doesn't have it. Oh no.
He's been stunned, he's been silenced. Tendrils of the Deep. Sumail alone without a team.
Bro, can you? You typed the weird guy wrong twice.
The way that OGs take these fights, man, it's just a thing of beauty.
God damn it.
That fight starts by Yuragi missing a pounce, and he just lands in front of Miracle, and then the fight just starts.
Well, because Tinker goes.
They remember
it's not that hard to type.
He's got Bloodstone now, by the way, on this Tinker. Good luck killing him. BZM.
That's why they're ignoring him now.
The APM on this man, he's probably literally turning into a machine here. The March of the Machine.
Where is his APM? Can you see it somewhere?
That's the real March.
Yeah, it's true. The BZM used to be a Tinker, sorry, a pianist in another life, right?
Right, yes.
Pianist. Before that gets clipped and shipped. The music composer.
You mean a musician?
It's insane. What, like, the comments, like, when Nigma Galaxy plays is insane. Like, I just read
600 HP.
2 players on Nigma Galaxy versus 5 players OG. WTF.
They've also bought out for a volley of their
guys, do you not see like what Kuro does for this
now
team?
does get the full Hurricane Pike delivered.
Like
Now
he
Kuro has
wards,
a Hurricane Pike
he
as well.
drafts,
It can be Hurricane
he
Pike for others.
scouts, he makes
Sumail
space
also
with
without
dying.
buyback. He's actually
Like,
supposed to get this,
like, what's
Max Style online
happening?
as soon as possible.
You know?
Risky buyouts here, Avo. These fights are
What's
violent.
happening?
And Aegis does not really keep you truly safe here if you're Miracle.
XCD
You
shrug,
can get your first
actually.
life. There's going to be a Static Storm ready for you.
Yeah, Uragi. This time there was no BZM helping him out.
They still have Aegis on Miracle.
They did not morph him. They broke it with something else. I think it was perhaps Enchanter, likely an Adaptive Strike, I believe.
Better Tinker, qojqva, BZM. I think I'm a better Tinker player.
No, it was
I think
probably
put me in
Hurricane
right now,
Pike.
I'd fucking solo
So
carry
Hurricane
this
Pike
shit.
to break
It's
the
not hard.
Lincoln Sphere, that Uragi now has. That's
It's
gonna be
really not
crucial in these
hard.
next couple
What do you mean
fights, right?
raffle? What do you mean?
We've seen the damage that you can really
It's not
do
hard.
if you steal Willow form.
It's all
not
just
bad,
like
right? But removing Slark out of these
muscle
fights,
memory.
at least,
It's muscle
you know,
memory.
removing all that attack speed from him when this is a hero that desperately needs attack speed. He's got a whole passive built for it. You know, it does give you a huge leg up in these
I
fights.
do not like that he doesn't
Not
have
to
a
mention, of
Hex
course,
though.
the pounces
I think
that
he
you
needs
can
Hex.
have for the
I don't
range,
like that.
especially at trying to catch this
I think Hex is
blasted
OP
tinker.
versus Morph. Qualify to any DPC. I mean, give me a fucking good team.
Let's see, they reveal,
Can't win 1v5.
They know someone's nearby, but of course it's not DM. You don't want DM. Oh, you'll have to settle for him, apparently? No? They're gonna go for the disruptor instead, that's much better.
Yep.
DM is a harder kill, and you never know when Tinker's gonna TP.
It's an important kill too onto this disruptor, man. Once these BKBs out,
You said you can solo carry. That is true. I mean, depends, you
I
know.
think he's away. GH will scout him, but can't stop him in time.
Nah, I'm just
And
messing,
Wells will be able to
guys.
escape for now.
The Artcrush teammates were very capable of winning. It was just hard.
I don't know, I think they have to be so measured in their team fights because, like you said, I don't know how possible it is for you to kill Tinker, who also has Timeless
What?
Strike now.
I
by the
said
way,
they're
in case you
capable.
couldn't get any more
It was
bombs.
just hard.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
Is your win
15% spell
condition-
damage.
What do you want?
Is your win condition just turning into Willow and hoping you can kill Tinker with that?
Timeless Relic Tinker. Alright, let's go
Well,
next.
maybe that's the play, right? Just to get your
Hobo
range.
Harry says I can carry you in any
It's not a
DPC.
bad idea.
Well, what are you gonna
Anything
play
else?
though if Jakiro is banned?
Is BZM gonna TP to him? No, he's TPing
Oh,
to
And
Wolf
Bounty
instead.
and
Oh,
Zeus.
They
GH,
morphed
run!
him.
What are you gonna play?
Okay.
They morphed the.
What the fuck you gonna
Slark,
play?
so he's got all this. Look at this attack speed. I don't know,
Warlock,
so
actually, yeah, that's right.
reach this Tinker
Never mind.
once.
I mean, 4 heroes is
BKB
enough.
is the problem, right?
4 heroes is
I
enough.
don't know.
There is
Both
Warlock.
of these are problems. You need to try and force his BKB.
Actually, you can also play
and then
Primal
even with
Beast.
Slark or Willow form, you'll be quite happy. To me,
You can
Slark
play
form
Primal,
feels
no?
a little bit more realistic.
Kind
just 'cause
of.
You can close the gap, you know. And that might be a little bit more important at this stage of the game compared to the damage. I don't think Miracle's going to have damage problems anymore versus this Tinker. especially
Miracle
with the
is
crystals
playing,
online.
yes.
I know this Tinker is insanely farmed, but I don't know. I just don't see him surviving through a Morphling onslaught that easily.
Okay, if you say, I guess, yeah. I mean, look,
How
it's,
does
at
this
point,
guy
it's not
have
really a matter of,
an
who he
item?
survives, it's just you have to, right? I
An
can't ever
item
see
more?
any other options you have
It's-
in the
Holy
game, so you
shit.
might
It's
as well
forcing
bank
the
it.
BKB. It's really just
Yes,
forcing
yes.
the BKB. Honestly, is your only move. I think your only win condition for Nigma Galaxy is force BKB on Tinker. Then he becomes
Forsen
killable.
laughing
Maybe
at
he
you,
plays
not
the next couple
fasting.
fights much more cautiously. We'll see though. I mean, next fight's going to be for Roche,
No.
and because of course it's BZM, he's actually farmed his buyback here, and it might just, pardon me, get that Scythe of Ice online. If he gets that online for Roche, I mean, it's only 90 seconds away, but if it's a longer Roche spawn,
This is the first game of Miracle, yes.
that could really
First
be
game.
punishing here. Miracle does not have a Lincoln Sphere. His only defensive item here is the BKB, and
First
he has
game.
the Dispel and the Manta style, which is not going to do anything, of course, if he does catch you with that first Hex. Sumail as well, he's not saving buyback here, Abo. He is
I would say he's playing
determined
very
to
well
get the
for his
Scotty
first game
online.
back,
Sorry,
yes.
not the
Very
Scotty.
well.
Make that the Manta
Endless.
style.
Oh, Sumail, sorry. Yes, Sumail.
Yes,
yeah.
Sumail.
Yeah, because Miracle wasn't saving buyback either, by the way. He's determined to get the data list online. Yes, they know they need damage on
Ninja
both.
gear
They
on
need
Tinker.
yeah.
Oh, he's just trying to push
They
out.
need cores,
damage.
man. They just don't have core, because Tinker is like 6 cores in one, right? So you need something.
Oh,
Uragi this
He has a
point is but
Crystallis.
TP spot for the Tinker, honestly. I don't think he
Crystallis,
performs well. Eventually he'll
Daedalus,
become stronger,
Satanic.
right? But right now he's just a
Okay.
moving TP for the Tinker.
And Chuvash, who was previously just a team fight starter, now is actually got much more of a presence in this kind of
Aghanim's
game.
on Tinker? I don't
He's
like
been
it.
quietly farming away and actually
I don't like
dying some
Aghanim's.
stacks of skeletons, but Ag Scepter now. Oh,
Do you have
mounted
Miracle
a
on
little
your
bit
friend
after
list? Let's
our
see.
pause ends here for Chuvash. Of course, Mute's
What's his
Iron
name right
is
now?
The only difference for this thing, preventing those BKBs, Manta styles.
I gotta check in here.
That's about it. Pipe of Insight, maybe Guardian Greaves makes a little bit of a difference here as well in these kinds of fights. But a big item. This is another big turning point, or another point, I should say.
I do, yes.
That you have against this Morphling. It's not really inflection. It's just another power spike you have against him, right? Because it's like early game,
the fuck is this shit not loading?
Morphling, and then he gets BKB and is not scared of you ever again. He two-shots you. And now Morphling has to be a little bit scared. All of a sudden, these team fights, which for Nigma have always started out with getting a quick kill onto one of these supports, either Taiga or Disruptor. You gotta be careful.
That was 1 year ago. Oh shit, I invited him to a party. Oops. Sorry about that.
There may be an Ag's upgraded
Sorry about that.
coming your way to follow up. Like that's a serious risk now. Whereas before it was just an excuse to use your BKB.
Oops.
Oh. Wait, what?
Oh my god. They went state the reason for pause, and of course they crashed. And he goes, "We're not willing to play as 4." That's the
I'm still watching.
Oh, sorry, I just got terrible flashbacks to the TI. He crashed.
No, it's just a little bit edge from DM. All right, thank you, mate. Well, OG will hopefully not have to play as 4.
Do I want to click on
Taiga
that?
will eventually come back, but
Oh, that's the pause.
this game has become a game where, like you mentioned, the reason why
I
you're
crashed
running
the game.
in circles and trying to figure out in a million different scenarios how it is
What's
like
happening
everything
here?
everywhere all at once, right? You know, in what worlds can Nigma come into this? The Tinker is, I mean, it's a hard hero to play, but the tactics perhaps
Tinker is a
team
hard
fights
hero
are
to
not
play?
as complex as what Nigma has to do to actually catch his hero. Usually Tinker is
What
like
is that?
right, in general. It's not necessarily
Interesting.
the tactical complexity of the hero once you've gone to this point, but rather start the team fight somehow for OG, and then Nigma, good luck solving the puzzle of how to kill Tinker in time, which is what you were trying to figure out.
I would say this new Tinker is much more akin to like a Leshrac though than old Tinker was. You know, like I think there's
like measuring your.
Like measuring your damage.
Did Nigma
output,
Galaxy
measuring
contact
whether
you to
can
play
actually
as a
take
stand-in?
fight. Do you
They
have
did
anyone
not.
That's going to buff you up. The answer is no here on this team.
They did
right?
not.
So he's being much more precarious about his positioning, and obviously he's plays much more around. The
I told you
strengths
guys,
of items,
MC
than
does
someone
not like me.
the Leshrac is gonna do,
MC,
right?
I
Although
think,
Lesh still
is
plays on
not a fan.
Flintstone. But you're right. Like in that
He's
sense
not a fan at all.
that He's not so much just the I'm going to permahex.
Pretty
kind
sure
of
MC
guy,
like
although
really
maybe
dislikes me.
BCM still goes down that dark route pretty soon.
Why? I've
You
told
will
the story
not.
like 10
You
times.
have
You
to.
will.
You have to.
As there's X.
I'm not gonna do it again.
But again, for Nigma to go down the everything everywhere all at once galaxy, the way they get out of this is they need to find a universe where BZM has used a BKB. They need to force BKB and then immediately not lose the fight and reinitiate. The good news for them is another pause.
I told it way too many times.
Oh, the team. There's eternal fighting, guys, in the team because DM.
Alright, well,
what's happening?
All right, well, make up your minds, boys. Do you want to play 4v5? Because you keep on pausing.
It's because DM was the one to disconnect, so they were considering. He was the edge boy, so they were thinking about it.
Yeah, of course.
Tight lagging. We're getting DDoSed or
I hope
something.
not, Taiga. I genuinely hope.
Oh
not.
I hope
no.
we're past those days, man. I remember back
Oh,
in the days when I used to
no.
play against literally anyone. It'd be like a $1,000 cup charity tournament. Then they would run it, and then their opponents would
Bogged
be
or what?
because their fans are rabid. You know, it's luckily we
I
have
kinda
much
need to
better
take a
security
lead
these days,
right now.
so it doesn't
I'm gonna go. Since the game is paused.
There's the G.
1 sec.
Yeah, no, I mean, I would certainly hope that they're not actually getting DDoS. What a terrible thing, you know, ruins the spirit of competition in such a close game like this. It's 13K Avo, and you know, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that there's a pretty big advantage here for OG heading into this one. But I wouldn't necessarily say this is like an absolutely free game for them either. They need to get this initiation right. They can't just kind of afford to take fights where they miss a pounce or they miss a spell and then kind of turn it from there. It's a little bit too scary for them here.
Nope. Turn to Dark Willow. BZM though, you can hear the Shivas coming soon. However, is he gonna commit? BZM? No, he's gonna keep his distance.
Taiga does not have buyback. It's a long Roche. Neither team knows this though. So Nigma, they're gonna look to try and press their advantage now. 4 versus 5. I don't believe any team has necessarily checked the Roche pit yet. But that's not what it's about. It's about getting more objectives than this. It's about going for kills now, Avo. The true objective of Dota.
They knew that the smoke happened, by the way, because they got caught in the brambles.
Yep.
So
And also there was a ward behind the tower, which Taiga died to place.
Oh, you're completely right, actually. So they just saw the complete thing. So,
Yep.
I mean, you can argue that smoke was for movement speed, maybe. Sure. But it doesn't really work out for them. Kind of a wasted smoke here for Nigma. But you gotta take any opportunity. Against Tinker is just the moment they give you ever so little leeway, you gotta just use it to the best of your ability. So I understand this play from this.
EZM 8,000 gold in the bank here now. 5K surplus, nearly enough now for that. Oh, there's the Manta style DK illusions, by the way, which are giving vision. But Scythe of Ice should be up really soon, like incredibly soon here for BZM.
Okay, Uragi.
OG
Waits for BZM to before it goes in. Okay, they come in with a Ravage. Going for DM. That first time misses. That second pass is good. Static Storm as well. He can't BKB. He is dead. And without
no
Miracle,
buyback.
BZM is free to roam anywhere he goes. He has no buyback. But BZM, he doesn't want to re-arm the blink. There we go. They finally caught up to GH. GH will be the second victim in this engagement as they try to defend with vacuum, but with depth shot is so difficult that BZM.
They gotta get out of here.
It's just a force of nature right now.
This isn't safe anymore. Your base
Did I just miss it? Did I miss it?
Decided to take over, squatting at your base.
What the fuck?
Back with some mana, and then be right back with more Shivas.
Yeah, he might even be
Miracle
back,
got caught.
With a Scythe of Ice.
Oh, yeah.
If he had time to go shopping, which he doesn't.
Yikes.
He's got no time in between just applying pressure. None of
His no
one on the side of Nigma has buyback at all.
We said it. They weren't saving for buyback. They wanted their items, right? It's just now come to bite them a little bit.
Well, how much? Push is still fine. Well, from OG, it's not like crazy fast.
It's pretty pathetic. You can say it's pretty pathetic.
Yeah.
The Slark and Tide don't hit the tower. They're both fish. You know, the towers are made of earth, much like our stream, so they don't do
Nigma,
well.
they are going to get another Fortify here as well, which is why OG back up alongside with the Morphling respawning soon. Roshan has just respawned up with third Rosh. Take a guess. Ag's Blessing or
Tinker's such a
Refresher.
trash hero. Is it? Sounds like you just kind of got owned by it.
It is Refresher. Good guess. Yeah, it's 2 games in a row we've had the Refresher first. Double Ravage here, double Static Storm. All sound like phenomenal choices here. No BKB up on the Slark, so I
Invisible,
highly doubt he takes
yeah.
it. Of course, though, the Aegis will almost certainly be for him. Problem is, taking Roche against an ET is very annoying. Nigma obviously not giving this one up for free. Remember, Abo, probably only one hero in this fight.
Any co-caster? No, I have no friends.
GH, maybe Sumail if he gets a big kill. He's the closest one.
I haven't asked anyone today.
They can't
Just kinda
make
chilling.
any mistakes here, though. An Elder Dragon form is quickly running out.
Just kind of chilling.
I don't know how Nigma can test this on a dragon, so.
Sure. Might go hunting.
I mean, you can always do the thing where you smoke near a creep wave, right? And just wait patiently for Tinker. But if 5 heroes are missing from the map for that long...
Yeah, I don't even think Tinker's dying into 5 people. Because they don't have anything that goes through BKB.
It works so often.
They actually can't kill Tinker.
Stupid ideas that work are not stupid, though.
I mean, I guess they have ET ulti.
No, I'm with
ET ulti goes through.
Okay. Sumail, okay.
That's like the only thing, though.
He bought out. Aether Lens now on its way. Going for the Octarine core here for Sumail. Careful, though. Kuro is found. Okay. We'll kick off this fight.
Second pounce. Remember, Kuro is
Camera.
not that important. He Shadow Dance, actually. Uragi didn't want to get stunned by the Dragon Knight, I suppose? Interesting choice to Dragon Dance so early.
He's like not dying.
He's tanking a lot, but he will eventually...
Nope.
Kuro is really good at baiting. Like, Kuro really knows its limits.
No, he does not.
Like, when you can die and when you can't die, you know?
Okay.
It's nice.
Close, but Uragi did use both Shadow Dance and Depth Shroud. Didn't really come out with that much Essence either. I mean, 17 Essence is nothing to sneeze at, but compared to what, pardon me, you could get this late into the game, like, Nigma very much could have still fought into him. You know, it's when you get up to like your 30, 40 stacks of Essence that you cannot fight versus this Slark. So close to the 25 talent, Abo, but he's going to lose a lot of this Essence before the next fight can start. Roche is up, though. Both teams now keenly...
Who do you think wins this late game, guys?
Elder Dragon form has been used.
Who do you think wins it?
Galaxy right now playing around the
Bad Chest, Miracle, or...
hard, Abo.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, what do you do against a Tinker, dude? Again, it's got to be the smoke play at this point. You just can't. He's going to outshove you every time. You have nobody with travels either in your team that can de-shove the waves.
I think it really depends on Roche. I think if Morph gets Aegis, I can see them.
You go, yes, there's my contribution, and that's
I can see them win.
Keeps the Tinker away.
They're hunting, though. Nigma have been off the map here for quite some time.
I just think they need a Hex, bro.
Cutting bottom and mid.
They need a Hex on Radiant to kill this Tinker. Because he's gonna die to Miracle in one Hex, but they just don't have one.
They're gonna have to
they don't have one.
Deal with this soon. And they're also... Roche has just been started up as well. OG, it's only a matter of time before they take it, but they're also not super confident just fighting in the pit.
Uraga's about to reveal himself. We saw the Iron Shell there.
I think MC has an Aghanim.
This is a big one. Taiga, he lost his
Well, you can easily buy Darkseer Hex. Easy. It's a very good item on Seeker. I mean, on Darkseer.
Just going in. They're going for GH. Uragi. GH just trying to walk away from his team. It's a DM from the back. Gets a good big Ravage with
oh, no Miracle.
Miracle, though, did activate
No Miracle.
There's the constant BKB. Tinker
Doesn't matter.
It's impossible to stop this man. And that's going to be another kill for Miracle, who obviously quick fingers, but it doesn't matter.
He actually could not use a single spell.
Eventually will get vision of Sumail. There you go, he got it. First hex.
Oh no.
We start the song and dance all over again. Where are the reinforcements though? Sumail activates the BKB.
Yeah, he gets out.
Tries to
Chat.
TP away.
I mean, honestly, a scary moment for him. And yeah, Morphling does manage to use the shard there. Of course, before the static storm hits, even though he's stunned, right? The shard allows him to attribute shift while stunned. So he does manage to get the strength gain on. It just doesn't matter, like you say. It's just way too much damage.
You want me to give Sumail some DK lessons? We'll see.
Of course,
I think he's doing just fine.
He's kind of just minced meat there inside of that static storm. OG, though, they end up taking the fight so far away that the next objective, even though
DM is playing well, yeah. Has good initiations.
They're not immediately going to be able to push up high ground here. They're not going to be able to force any buybacks here, unless Miracle really thinks they can contest this Roche.
Look at the baby Roche.
They're going to have to let this one go.
Tinker Aghanim's.
And we might have double Ravage here coming to a Morphling near you. Or Yuragi just picks up literally everything.
I mean, I would give it to the Static Storm, right? I think double Static Storm is more important.
I would be inclined to agree with you. Nigma, they're going to get caught here.
What was I going to check? I was going to check something.
I saw the Astral Spirit. Kuro must die.
Okay, BZ
Damn.
just showed up with like 6 Shivas on him.
Yep. Oh, but GH is caught here as well. Yeah, Tendrils of the Deep there.
I don't think Kuro should retire.
Need to commit anything
I think Kuro.
is here to collect.
I think Kuro still has what it takes.
19-1-8. It's performances like this that end up getting the Tinker.
You guys don't think so, or?
You do think this hero is strong. You claimed that at the start of the draft.
I think the items that have been added to the game have made him
sure.
They try to vacuum him, but BZM blinks in time, and he's like, okay, alright, I can play this game too. Hex is a Darkseer.
Oh, they caught him.
There we go.
The Giant comes in. Retribution finally for BZM. Activates the BKB for the damage.
See, that's what I mean. One stun.
Yuragi
just one stun.
Comes back towards the end of the fight.
Holy shit, the money.
And sorry for the bias, but
bro, what the fuck is that? That's 3.3k. Holy shit.
Hex there for
holy, that is insane.
And now BZM will think twice about going in and 1v5ing the whole team.
So Tommy is just going carry. Midas Aghanim's.
I mean, he sells buyback, right? So it's not over yet. Oh,
okay.
OG actually. They're gonna try go in.
Wait, Sumail?
I don't know about this OG. Is it going to be a buyback? Oh, they're playing with the Ravage. That's going to work for now. And the Slug as well. They're bringing down Sumail. Slowly but steadily with a 10 to the deep. Also catching Kuroki from behind. MC's trying to finish off Chu. But MC just got stunned here with a Curse Crown, which will sentence him to death. OG was actually right about this.
The thing is, the Miracle wasn't there. Miracle was not there.
We have a Hex on DM. Miracle though, he finds him. The Hex though was on the Lincolns. Now Miracle's fighting head on against Stark.
I don't know about this one.
And that allows him to retreat in time.
Kuroki
will not be that lucky. Glimpse will not bring Miracle back either, but Yuragi wants to play even more aggressively. Miracle.
Sumail buyback, let's see.
Yuragi's taught death trap by the way.
He has Aegis though.
Most likely not going to die just yet. Yuragi's concentrating instead on the Enchantress. Miracle the counter initiation for Taiga. Taiga eats the cheese. Taiga goes to the Shout Realm. DM is still sleeping, so he can't help, and DM now finally wakes up. Miracle,
they need to kill this Willow, bro. Final. No, it's not that. Now he is. Or not. Holy fuck, this Willow is not dead, bro.
And BZM is back. The Terran.
Jesus.
They had a moment of reprieve, but he is back with some damage, and he gets the Hex off of the L Titan. They can't continue the stun lock, so BZM will get away for now, and they'll continue hitting these racks. Finally.
Big problems right now.
Okay, buyback on these heroes for Nigma Galaxy, but BZM with some insane patience there, probably taking some time to rest his poor fingers. Maybe needed to replace the keyboard with how much he's pressed his refresh key here. But back in this game now, and once again, just still such a threat. Nigma, they're unable to really get too much, unable to capitalize.
They're unable to can.
Still happy to fight, still down one hero, of course. Tinker with the
Tinker looks pretty disgusting, now, right? Just by observing. It doesn't feel like that when you play the game, but like watching, it feels pretty disgusting.
It's gonna be too immense. Okay, so 2 lanes definitely gone. Will OG push for the 3rd? Will Nigma fight for the 2nd? Are my questions.
Nigma doesn't seem like they're keen on fighting for the 2nd because
I don't think you want to. There's 52 stacks of essence right now on Slark. It's 200 agi,
Okay, so
man.
now, do they push for the third? They do not. They're not going to give the chance for Nigma to come back into this game. Oh, maybe not. I spoke too soon.
Well.
Yuragi's actually walking through the base as well.
Yeah, he is.
Yuragi, balls of steel.
Yeah, he's losing his essence, right? So he does want to keep use of this, but he's already gone from 50 to 30. Still a huge amount, but he's really
200, what is that, 250 agility? With refresher?
Nigma.
This is gonna be
One
fun.
fight. They gotta take this one. Mind Control does not vacuum Yuragi. He knows he's not the best target. Who is actually probably Taiga at this point, but he's also slippery. As Miracle got caught in the brambles. Static Storm is well committed, but he gets away. Lives back. BKB
Wow!
back in the fray himself.
Miracle, wow!
BKB from Miracle prevents any damage onto him. Ravage is ignored as well. Miracle just wants to hit Yuragi, but because of the death shot, he can't. Now the fear hits him. And it's actually
Oh my god, this Tinker is owning. Wait, he fucked up. He fucked up the rearm. He fucked up the rearm.
The lasers.
He should die. He should die here.
Wants to hit Miracle now, but Miracle back to full HP. No BKB to cover.
Oh my god, another death shroud. Oh my god.
Immediately in Samael has been scouted in the trees from Dragon to pick the corpse. OG will take this fight and win the game.
Everyone type GG but
Nigma.
Sumail.
Tinker, possible ban.
Everyone but Sumail.
This hero is brutal.
Yeah, I mean, in a game like this, or draft a bit of a more bespoke Tinker solution here. They just had nothing really to stop BZM once that mid game kicked off for him. They were able to catch him once in the early game for first blood, and then he vowed to never die again before the 50-minute mark. And even then, didn't even need to buy back. I mean,
I think Miracle played really well though. I would say, no?
BZM and OG as a whole here, just incredible. Can't believe it. Nigma didn't even play that bad.
There is
honestly.
Tundra, guys.
Simply could not scale
Top of it
to the
afterwards.
same
Check it out.
Tinker.
So let me see.
And
I
Yuragi
didn't see
as
if he
well,
dispelled or if he
really
dodged.
well-played fights in
Are you
the
guys ready to
beginning
fall
there.
asleep?
One of my favorites.
Roxa just subscribed.
Are you ready? Are you ready? We're gonna check the Tundra game.
There, so well done from him.
Holy fog, Pog.
Okay,
He's been found, Mickey.
Helen's playing Morphling right now.
We'll catch him in the trees.
Mika still is a absolute beast, of course. I mean, the Liquid's still in a very comfortable spot, even though they lost that last fight. But Tundra showing that they can still perhaps take some of these fights if 33 is able to find the opportunities. And Skitter, he is getting close to the itemization, of course, that Aghanim's. But at the same time, yeah, Mickey, he's also, it's more of these answers, more of this ways to just deal with DK. Scotty's soon on the menu. So Heal Negation from Enfeeble, Spirit Vessel, Timberstalker's DK, and then the Scotty that's going to come out eventually for Morph 2.
All day watch or play later.
Right now with the downtime, 50 seconds, no Black Hole, Liquid.
I'll definitely play later.
Aggression. 15 seconds for their EXO, but they're just going to push the tier 2 bottom without it.
Definitely play later.
I think just
You're
wait
able
till
to do
Black
that
Hole.
once. If you do that a couple more times, you will be able to get yourselves back
Nisha
in the lead.
Timber.
You can go for some like little pickoffs and stuff like
That's
that. But overall,
that's
team fights, you wait
interesting.
for Black Hole.
Right top, they're trying to go in here for Boxy.
He's got the hood.
It's going to get buffed up in time. Now Skeeter, he has to put the BKB, but the grip's there from Insania. Will get put to a stop it by the
Okay,
level
okay,
assist.
okay.
Skitter. Will he finish the TP in time? Oh.
This is the most Tundra thing ever.
Snaking, though, will not be as
Snaking,
lucky.
dying, everyone else
Another
farming.
kill for Mickey.
This is the
It's a risky
most
move to
Tundra
go for
thing
near
ever.
The tower there, and it's Boxy actually surviving.
Oh
because
my
of his
lord.
hood. They try to get that jump to get a pick off before Black Hole's up and stuff like that, but not quite able to finish it.
And one of the pluses for Tundra was that Zai did end up using the ghost.
Do you guys think I'm too
Sure.
harsh on Tundra?
Maybe.
Are they like not?
Do
Do you guys like watching them play? Do you think they're like engaging to watch?
Misha.
Because sometimes I say, you know, they're a little.
Yeah, they could happily drop the
Hole.
Black Hole for this one.
Well worth it.
Absolutely.
That's
drop
really
that
good, actually.
for
Really
a
good
kill
kill.
on Nisha.
Nicely done. Roche, I believe.
That is a
Liquid did
really
just
good
walk
kill.
into pit and scout it. Tundra finding a very effective kill though with 9. Skeeter has now hit level 18, and his Aghanims is pretty much finished. So he is going to be very pesky to deal with.
Favorite team? You can't say Liquid.
At least with the three of them.
They know what Mickey is with this warp.
Probably
they have
Nigma
down
Galaxy
bottom, they kinda
with
saw
on
the
my
positioning of him.
with
He's
Miracle.
showing on the wave.
He's going to go for the TP out though.
Heads up
And
play.
yeah, on his own, Skeeter can't put a stop to that. with the Lincolns in play on Mickey.
And he did pop the DK form too. And his Aghanims was literally coming
I
out
don't
of the
know.
courier, so.
Not sure actually. Not sure.
We'll turn to the mid instead.
There's gonna be perhaps a window where Liquid can force a rush. They have 45 seconds on Exorcism, but it looks like they might just go for it because Black Hole's down, Thunder God's Wrath.
GG is also
Actually back
pretty
up in
nice
10
team to
seconds,
watch.
But they know DK form is used, so yeah,
I like watching Quinn.
I mean, Tundra.
They might just have to throw kisses to slow them
Yeah,
down.
they could try and push them out.
Oh,
pit
the
at least.
kisses in the pit. Okay,
They're all
okay.
swinging over. Thunder God's Wrath available.
Can they go for the snipe? Snaking is thinking about walking in on this one, but Mickey's just focused down to take the road. Skeeter's in with the BKB.
Skeeter got it.
The Aegis.
Oh, God.
He's able to get
Yikers.
the Aegis.
The
And he's
yikers.
able to step out. He'll get back to safety. Same
Big
team as well
yikes.
for snaking. They don't even lose the Enchantress. They get in, they get out, they get the Aegis. Tundra.
I thought he got both for a second. I was like, did he actually get Shard and Aegis? But either way, that's a huge snag.
Oh, Mickey had no
Able
slot.
to deny that one away from the Morph
He
Link.
only had
Now
one
they-
slot and he
Black
picked
Hole's
up
gonna
the
be back up at
shard.
60. See what Liquid does though
Oh.
during these next 60 seconds, because they do have Exorcism
I
available.
see, I see. That's yikes.
Do you want to go into this Aegis?
Happens.
That's the
Unlucky.
question. I think so.
You don't think you're too scared of it?
No, I think your biggest threat
Deal with
really
him
is
twice.
the Black Hole. You've got a lot of answers for this DK.
60k. Did you
is
bet
cool
on
enough for
Nigma
that
Galaxy
side,
winning
so
or what?
See where Skeeter goes. You're just gonna shove the mid-wave in and get out. Well done from Skeeter. Liquid though? Not
Yeah, there's
making
a
move right now,
Mikey.
so it is gonna buy time for that
There's a
Black Hole to
Mickey.
go back up. 33 getting closer and closer to that BKB. And there will only be that one cancel. of
OG
course,
won game 1.
from the Fiend script.
OG won game 1.
Eventually, this game can get into a state where, yes, Morphling is this super hard carry and everything like that, but if this Enigma is able to get his Lincolns, his BKB, he'll have freedom to be able to go for these black holes.
I think
at all
Nigma
times.
Galaxy win game 2.
Yeah, he's close to the
I think they'll
BKB.
win game 2.
Liquid, though, making the move. Oh, nice shadow. Oh, this is two heroes pretty alone.
That's a good Moonlight.
Now they're in the
Hello.
trees, they'll find him.
Damn, that
You're
was
playing
nice.
Versus Tundra, they're always hiding in the trees.
Someone's in the trees, yeah.
And that is the Hex reveal, if I'm not
Why
mistaken.
is everyone
there
typing
from Nisha.
Shirley? What happened?
And wait, they might... 9? Silent stop?
He's looking to be in a lot of trouble here.
He's silenced?
Having to jump away in time, but of course they'll continue to dive this. There's no tower here to protect him. Didn't respect the fact there that Liquid will continue to chase up on them after taking down 33-9. He wasn't ready for that at all.
They have Exorcism for this push.
Damn them.
Might just use it. It's not level 3x though, but he's thinking about it. Yeah, him and Mickey, they're threatening high ground.
Oh,
The creeps are on their way
shit.
over.
Zai might be telling his team he's literally about to hit level 18. But let's see.
We'd have to wait for 20 seconds for the next creep wave if he wants to get that first.
I think they are going to wait for it. Zai's probably making that call, just being like, guys, we're in a good spot right now. Don't need to rush things.
Sure.
That we don't really have a big window.
Hex
we don't know
on
where Enigma is, so
Nisha.
they're not going to risk it. They'll back it up.
He's
Good game
farmed.
for kind of the late game Shadowblade on
Michael is even
This
more
Overedge
farmed
is
than that.
phenomenal. More ways to just destroy DK. Like his matchup, it just continues to be very difficult, even if he is getting good farm. And he really is the only one who is getting that very good farm on his team. So, yeah, definitely a fan if he wants to go.
Do you
down
know
that
any
route.
aspiring pro players?
And he can just sneak behind the
Ekidotto.
Zeus and stuff like that, perhaps in some moments. Yeah, definitely
Yeah,
cool.
good one. I don't know. Not sure.
It's still difficult for Tundra. I still feel lots of the pressure is going to be on 33 to land those black holes that are going to be clutch, but
I don't know actually.
Liquid playing quick.
Probably
Well,
Eki,
18 is now
honestly.
hit for Zai.
It's like the
we go.
closest.
Smoke,
Honest,
smoke,
yeah,
Nigma
maybe
trying to make the
Force
jump,
and
but Lincoln's
Buzzin',
there
I
to
don't know.
protect. Mickey's in with the waveform over towards Stacks.
No.
And
With
take him
Tundra
out,
fighting
Skeeter's put the
5v5?
BKB in with
No
the
shot.
Dragon Form. He has to just spend the time to walk away. They don't want to fight into this anymore.
Honestly, they just ignore Skeeter. They're like, who cares about this dragon?
I mean, he jumped in, used the Dragon Tail, I believe what was blocked by the Lincolns, and
Yep.
after that they knew that there was nothing
Can
else
you
to be
give
scared of from
Ortiz
this
some
dragon.
LD lessons? I think RTZ made two very big mistakes.
Level 3 EXO will shred this, and Mickey, yeah, he's got, as you said, you know, Shadowblade's done, Scotty's done, so he's got
bought
so
Wraith Bands, which I think was really bad, and he went the wrong 25 talent.
And I believe Boxy has also been very greedy this game. He has a Linken's also. So
didn't really like his itemization
to be able to just protect
in that game.
Like the very limited stuns
I didn't really like it.
Has to really worry about.
So yeah. What can you do though?
33 is just gonna have
they
to
won
have
the game, right?
Pretty much.
They still won.
Into his pockets. It's all
so,
the pressure on this.
Oh no, they did win, right?
How's he doing on his
yeah,
next
so it's fine.
He's been slowed
like,
down
who cares?
A lot. There's not really much space for them to get farm.
If they lost that game though, I would have flamed.
Liquid just playing
I would have flamed a little bit.
Farming pretty much everywhere on the map, and yeah, this Zeus has been completely stopped with any type of progression. There it is, Boxy. He's pretty much transitioning into a core. A defensive core, though. He's not building. He's going greedy, but not building for himself. He's building for the team.
Yeah, this ain't your Dagon Morana.
No, this ain't the Aghanims, you know, the Moon Meander special that we saw him do, of course, some time ago, which did own. Zai, 40 seconds until his EXO is back up. His BKB is coming out on the courier now too, so just so much protection for the They also have a gem now too to constrict the map, and might this time now they will potentially threaten that high.
Second game up or what?
It was stolen from them, but it didn't really have any effective use on the side of Tundra.
Is the second game up?
No glyph available either.
Yeah, I'm in time to start hitting the base and see what Tundra do.
Just kidding, they do have glyph, my bad.
No.
Jump forward.
Still a 5-minute break. Holy. Okay.
33 will be able to push down the tier 2 with the Eidolon's top.
Yeah, what is that skin, by the way? What's happening here?
Managed to be able to claim the completed Manta.
Okay.
It's like a laser.
I mean, it's annoying for like, the supports and stuff like that, but I'm still. Where's the damage going to be really coming from for their draft?
Like a fucking laser, bro.
Completely answered the Zeus in multiple different ways. Skeeter's just going to be. It feels like he's just going to be a slight annoyance at this rate with the way that they've played, and Mickey now has found up DD also. So next fight, he definitely can look to focus fire that DK. They might not even have to just ignore Skitter. Where does Tundra go from here?
Okay. Fuck man, should I gym today or no? I think I might go. The weather is really nice today.
At the same time, you know, Tundra, they just don't want to be sat in the base waiting for
Scatter
to come to them.
No. They have to push out a bit aggressively so that they can actually get some farm. Otherwise, 33 will never get to the route of that Linken's, which he really does need versus this Bane. But the push soon gonna start going. Liquid, they still have Exorcism all this time. Gonna keep these lanes shoved in. And Tundra has to be the one that reacts pretty quickly to the push that comes out from Liquid, because they come
doing legs. Ah, fuck that shit. Upper body is where it's at. Building damage, Michael Wu, 6.2k.
Quickly brought
very
down.
Nice. Tundra hiding in trees like always, guys.
I feel like Liquid actually has opportunity to EXO one side.
This
and
is some
Morphin
fucking exciting shit.
Another one. Right now looking to play behind
they're going EXO, nice, I like it.
On,
just go high ground roll.
There's so much protection. They'll use the double catapult wave to get this push going.
9 at least he got his Octarine done, so that lower cooldown on the spells to spam out
Boxy
the wave.
actually TP'd
we'll
back.
Roche, I believe, is just going to be getting opportunity to spawn, so Liquid maybe wanting to back out and check that.
Zai's items, I don't know how to... Oh, I can check them.
And they forced everybody back to base, so forced everybody back to base, go back out, split up and farm.
Vessel, Greaves, Pipe, and they BKB. And they blast Rig.
It's very farmed.
Okay. Okay. The OG Nigma Galaxy game is in like 4 minutes.
It's pesky illusions. Liquid, even without
I feel like I've only seen Ench lose today, guys.
Prepared to fight if something comes to them. How's 33 doing? I mean, he's not getting. He can't get any farm on the map.
They need him to though.
Yeah, they really need him to get this.
Start bumping the Enigma up in priority.
Oh, they're spotted. There's a ward top. It actually sees Tundra moving over there, so they're going to get sandwiched. Liquid swinging over.
Okay.
Liquid's ready to go.
Foxy.
That skin is like so distracting, bro.
The arrow, and they'll go straight on top of that here to burst through stacks.
Oh, they're both for BKB. Holy shit.
BKBs for this though, Liquid. They commit pretty heavily.
Okay.
I mean, very, very afraid of a potential jump there since they were.
Damn.
It spawned.
Yeah, I mean on the plus side as well for Liquid, even if they do use BKBs like that, it's with the lead they have and the lineup they have, they're not under a lot of pressure as long as they can maintain control of the game. They don't need to hurry up the
They're just rushing. Make it TP bottom.
Now those BKBs are down. Tundra's
Let's see how this
We
goes.
cannot let Liquid get this rush shot.
But I don't know if
They have
Tundra
no
can make it.
BKBs.
No, they do
How
not
do they kill it?
They kill it so slowly.
So slowly. Like they can't.
I mean, I can understand the.
They
the
can't.
frustration that It feels like they kind of have to, but
But they can't.
Cody
they
said it.
cannot. And Zai
They
is going to
can't.
be back up in 20, so Liquid they can just make the way right back over there. BKB's back up in 38 seconds as well. Oh, a DD. Skitter's going to take it away, but he could just die.
He gets caught straight away by the Hex. See if they can chase him down.
Okay.
He's got BKB at the ready. So he'll be able to walk away with this one. Drop the Zeus ult to check out the positioning of Liquid. Liquid, they're ready to smoke up immediately after the Thunder Gods.
They're just doing the rush.
Yo, 9 just TP'd base, by the way.
Incredibly fast versus these two. And Tundra.
That is a big
Very
problem.
difficult position to be in. You probably want to. You feel like you have to, but you might not.
They can't though, you keep saying it.
Snaking to fall.
Skitter, he gets.
What, you got it again? Are you fucking trolling right now? Got it again?
They catch him with the Hex. They'll take him down once. 33's trying to get in on the side of the fight, but Zai is sort of just holding.
Yo, Zai J is dead again.
See if they can do anything else here. It's a bit of an opening with the Death Prophet out
I
of the
mean,
game for
what the
18.
fuck,
33
guys?
Still has the black hole potential.
Scatter.
Oh, you see the folks down by Mickey,
Get
though.
out.
The grip a little off the mark there. Instead, he'll drop it onto Illusion, but Mickey there with the focus. He realizes all they care about is the black hole. He just goes straight for 33 and kills him as soon as they see him.
Well, it's been
Nisha
some good
is
steals
too much
coming out from
damage.
Skitter, but it doesn't really do much of anything. Liquid too strong in the fight. Just they get on the ideal targets when it matters. They got on the Zeus early multiple times to shut down 9's game completely. This time they identified 33 who could potentially be that issue.
We'll see it here. I mean, they were desperately trying to make this work. Tundra 33 holding back, trying to get in from some sort of angle. Skeeter definitely taking the focus away as he gets him with that steal. They're all looking towards him. But 33 just wasn't able to find that opportunity to go. And
Liquid are doing it.
How quickly Mickey
I think this
just
game is
destroys
really
him.
hard to win.
But he did. You saw it the first time. You know what we mean.
And now 9 again. Oh my goodness, Mickey.
What?
7-0-9 on this morph. Nisha 10-3, jumping in for more.
Yeah, it feels like just a cleanup now for Liquid. Just finishing the business it.
And that's a gem on the floor.
This game is kind of over, guys.
Is he going to recover with this courier, though?
This game is,
Okay, he will.
yeah.
But they just have no answer. This Morphling's just untouchable.
I want to see the draft. I want to see if the draft has
Pretty
started.
much untouchable heroes through the draft.
Looks like it has not,
Nisha
though.
at this point, very difficult to take down. And yeah, Mickey the
They're
whole
just
game, they haven't been able to do it
pepper-talking
even
right now.
once. 7-0-10 on the morph.
They did.
But this is
Oh,
your
wait a little
Dagon
longer.
run.
Okay, well now
Get
at
it,
this
the
point, come
Dagon,
on.
let's go.
At this
I
point
love
now.
that. I bet there was some people in chat earlier be like, Dagon Moran,
Okay.
a good one. But here we go.
It's versus the DK meta.
Exact is the counter for the illusions.
Always the counter versus those illusions.
Got to zap the dragon.
As they'll find another one. Tundra. They've got nothing here.
Damn.
Dagon.
You made a joke about it. He heard you.
It's real.
Hex Morph. I think I like it. I really like it.
Now this push going.
Hex is
Mickey,
such a
level
broken
One of
item,
my
though.
favorites.
Matt_TCHL just subscribed. Hi,
you know why
my
the
friend
build's so effective
qojqva.
against
Do you
illusions?
appreciate me as much as I
'Cause it one-shots
appreciate
them?
you?
Because one
Of
moment
course,
they're
of
there,
course.
And the next Dagon.
Oh, I hate
Thank you
you.
for your 2-1, bro.
See what they can do with Tundra. The racks just crumbling before them. 33 gets caught by the Hex. He's out for 9.
I feel like we haven't seen a black hole this game.
Skitter. He can't
Have we
even
seen
walk
one?
away.
Holy shit, he's just dead.
Godlike Mickey. I mean, the GGs are going to be coming soon. They're just getting beaten back to the fountain, and there we go. GG is called. Liquid take this game 1. Mickey, there we have him. All smiles, ending this game with an ultra kill. popping off
We're there.
indeed in game and out of game. 11-0-10 on the Morphling. They just couldn't do anything about it.
Was that
They
clapping?
had no answers. Like Skeeter, he's farming and
The
farming
hell?
and farming, but you could just feel from the state of the game that when can he actually do anything versus all this heal reduction, the counters for the DK. It seems like Liquid just
The Sparrow? What the hell was that?
answers, the itemization. They're like, okay, 9's doing okay in the early game. Let's build triple hood. Let's get some pipes. Put the Nether Shawl on our Morphling. He's free farming. They have no catch for him as, yeah, Mickey. Easy peasy for him.
Absolutely. Well, as we said, we've seen Tundra struggle with
Draft
Liquid in
started?
previous meetups that they've had.
Alright, let's
Once
check it.
again, at least in this game one, it looks...
You are absolutely right, my friend. The draft has started.
Beastmaster. Wow. Okay, that's
It's
an
miracle
angle already.
anti-mage time. It's miracle
That's bold, but I like
anti-mage
it.
time.
You show me Beastmaster Techies lane, I wouldn't think immediately AM. I actually think Techies can be really strong against AM.
Yeah,
Because of the build is Aetherlands, right? You still this day, so you just blast off from really far away and you catch him because there's no time for him to react.
Right. I think the idea behind this lane is actually that you are much more aggressive before you even really have to worry about blast off and too much damage out from
Anti-magito.
core poison and
Goddammit.
axes, right? I mean, we've just said it. I mean, it's a first pick disruptor in the year of 2023. Like, this is a strong
Draft
hero,
prediction.
right?
I
And his
think
strengths these days are
Sumail
purely
will
on the
play
control
Spirit this
lane
game.
and the damage that Glimpse does give, right? AM, now that his mana break
MC will
slows when you're out of mana,
play-
like, actually has some pretty decent kill threat. Even though
I think
there's no
MC will
single
play
in
a
this
stun
lane,
initiator.
or, like a ton of damage at face value, might be good enough for AM to just get out of
First
this lane,
game, OG one.
kind of making sure he's never taking too much damage.
Like
I mean, really,
Sand
it's the
King,
race to the ring of hell
Centaur,
for AM. And I
Tide,
think he gets away with this, honestly.
Tide
I
TA
mean, you're right,
boss
right? You can also
champ.
go for the Vanguard Dissemble, right?
Yeah,
And
maybe,
that lane
maybe,
seems
maybe.
useless against you. So, okay, I can see that as being the logic. AM is nowadays surprisingly considered a good lane. Right? Ever
Maybe.
since people started doing the whole off-lane AM thing sometimes, and people realize how strong Vanguard is on this hero. So,
That's right.
Who knows?
I'm sold. Okay.
Yeah, I think the question is, like, as
Good
you
tinker
say,
counter if it happens.
that's
Tide TA gives
very
you
true,
everything.
Very true. The question
It
in
gives
this
you
kind of a
this.
lane, that we
I'm
are
just
going to have to
kidding.
see
Give me 1
answered is Disruptor a strong enough hero to get AM to his first big significant item, whether that's like half of Battle Fury or the Vanguard? Time will tell. Will OG pick something like a very aggressive mid laner to rotate into this, like a puck, to try and make his lane even more difficult? That's another way you can try and make this a bit easier, because I do see this as a pretty good lane, in my opinion. So therefore, I expect the answer to be yes, Vanguard or at least Ring of Health really early for AM, and then I think he's more or less cruising.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I like to see different support. I mean, you could put the 4 Disruptor, right, and pick up something that can secure the early levels, right? Consider Disruptor's better as a 4 these days anyway, right? You know, I wouldn't mind... they banned the Edge, actually. I was going to say, like, these kind of heroes are pretty decent against Beastmaster. Secures your early levels, where I think AM would actually suffer a little bit more, right?
Go for a Mirana 5 as well if you want, right? It's fine
That's
versus
good,
the
that's good, I'll take
Beastmaster,
that.
right? Cancels his early game. It's someone who can take the lane and be a little bit of a jungle buffer, right, for the AM early.
Kuro
Your
AM?
team fight's fine.
What if this
you
is
have
an
a stun.
offlane AM?
A little bit scary when you're best
Mind
set up
control
for hero
AM.
when you pick up Mirana in this
Who
phase
knows?
is, like,
Who knows?
Disruptor, but you know,
I hope
it's-
not.
You got a mid laner for an
But you never
anomaly for
know.
more control and stun as well, don't you? That could be a
Yeah,
big
yeah,
deal.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. I think you can just pick up the stun of the mid
They
or
should
off lane. It
definitely
doesn't
give
really
it
matter,
to a
especially when
Miracle,
you always
though.
showed DK as being one of your options, right? If you showed DK that early last game, you clearly wanted to flex it, right? You flexing it
Alright,
to the mid and off
guess
lane. So it's definitely
Sumail's
consideration.
hero,
So I don't think you
guys.
have to worry too
What do you
much
think
about
Sumail's gonna play?
Also, with OG picking
There
up
is
Beastmaster early, you don't
zero
have to deal with
banned
being a
heroes
jumpy,
this
stupid
game.
off laner, right? So you're kind of okay
For
with that.
Sumail.
As long as you see their mid laner,
He
you don't
has
need
the whole
that crazy
pool
amount
to
of catch.
himself.
Because anti-mage also deals
He has
naturally
everything.
with a lot of the heroes that
Everything,
usually
bro.
do well against lineups that don't have stuns, right? You just
I
jump
don't
in,
think
they're
you pick
usually int
Coddle
heroes
with
that have a lot of
AM. That
ability, you
sounds
jump
really
in,
bad to me.
Mana break him and mana void him, they're dead. So
Sounds pretty bad.
It's actually a good combination to run with AM. He doesn't need someone to catch people for him.
I do wonder if we'll see something from OG.
That sounds awful,
like, I
actually.
mean, the Drow's been banned, but maybe like a Riki. Sometimes you see Riki against
Even
AM,
Lesh, I
just
think,
to be
sounds a little
bit
too
annoying.
greedy, no?
Right.
Night Stalker
I like that.
carry is a little crazy. Slardar carry is also a little crazy, you know, but OG did
they
just
banned the
lose
DK.
against a Slardar carry.
They banned DK.
VP played it against the
Hmm.
multi-vibes. So, you know, I'm just bringing up these heroes because these are things that have happened to OG.
Hmm.
Well,
Right,
VP
but-
does like that kind of style. more. So, I mean, the DMVP was the most that style, but I don't know if we're gonna see that. I do like the DK ban a lot, actually. This kind of puts you in a difficult position for your second support. Monkey King. I mean, it's a flex, right? But I have an inkling this could easily go as support. And Balance Strike should be pretty good against AM.
Agreed. And also,
Monkey is a good hero with aim, yes.
Insane right now.
The casters are right.
Hawks,
it is
probably a Helm creep. We'll see how bad of a game this is for Beastmaster. Sometimes you see
I could solo win this game on
flex
Monkey,
more
bro.
into the Mech Greaves kind of boring aura carrier guy, but we'll see. But definitely at least Hawks, and of course a couple of techies minds as well to see where enemies have
swap me in right now.
Your jungle or not.
I got
this. Agreed. I think even if it's a support,
how's the win rate right now?
Has a difficult lane versus AM. Has a hard time trading versus some supports as well.
50.4%. I mean,
trees into a nice little stun,
if that isn't like fucking owning.
The Monkey King has arrived.
I mean, I also like the lane better in general, right? It's just a strong lane to harass the AM. Even if he gets Vanguard, you've already annoyed his first levels, which is what all you care about. Like you said, once you get Ring of Health, especially Vanguard, it's over. But before that, try your best
what's
to
also owning?
as possible with the Monkey King Beastmaster, which I think is fine.
I actually can't believe I lose so much with this hero. Look at my stats.
Because your first pick, right? So you're just trying to survive the draft. You've already gotten your big thing out of the way, which is your 8th pick.
10-4.
How do you survive this draft?
10-7, 9-5.
I think your concern is having some better early counter initiation than Static Storm right now. That can come through in your offlane or your mid lane, as well as some objective taking. Yeah. You just pick the entire offlane and then you try and get a little bit of a better
here too, 9-5, 2-9. What the fuck happened here? Anyways.
Actually, could be either way, right?
Yeah,
that was gonna be like a Wisp combo.
Primal Beast. Okay, they're doing something completely different than what I thought.
They did go for the no stuns though on their support, so I guess Static Storm, but that's it.
That they did. Static Storm, Glimpse, which is not an insignificant amount of control, right? In Kinetic Field, it's not your traditional stun. And then Primal, of course, is going to be
Primal mid?
the BKB rush machine.
I don't think it's Primal mid though.
Just kind of runs in, tramples a little bit, picks someone up, and hopefully you can kill whoever he's grabbed in that amount of time.
It looks like a pretty good Riki draft. Like, the lane is a little bad, but I'm thinking of like heroes that don't get countered by AM or counter AM that also have like blinks or mobility, and Ricky's the only one that comes to mind.
I also think part of the reason that we see the Primal picked here is just for some of the illusion-based heroes that we are still in the pool, like a Nagas Iron or something like that.
Actually, not that bad.
Perhaps, right?
It's not that bad
that
anymore.
might be able to overpower the AM.
It's like, I'm actually good LC
try
lately.
And make sure if one of those heroes comes through for OG, you make it pay right in the laning stage, basically.
Yeah, it's also Yuragi's special.
How the fuck did we win this game?
What he's known for, the Agi illusion carries.
Did they have Eki, or why did we have such a free win?
I mean, the other option you could do is
no, they didn't.
Slork, I was actually thinking about.
Slark again?
Oh.
Well, you're thinking of a Sven, sir.
Sven?
Not even close.
Color me surprised.
What?
Maybe red? Maybe green? I don't know what color Sven turns when he's surprised, but...
What?
Red.
What?
Oh, right. Yeah, doping is red. So I don't know. I guess green is the opposite.
Yeah, I guess so. That's a surprising pick for me, but overwhelming physical damage, right?
How is that good, though?
Can be key.
It's not good against AM.
A stun as well as lane.
How is it good this game? Can someone explain?
You are phenomenal at killing.
How is this a Sven game?
On top of him. Does mean that this Monkey King is extremely likely to be a support, however.
Yeah, it's support, obviously, but how is it
like
good support?
So that's good. It's Chuvash, Techies, and Tiger Monkey King.
This guy is magic. This guy is
I
like...
guess you also have a lot of ways to stop the counterspell from coming out, right? Between Blast Off and
I don't think you really
Strike.
care about the Warcry.
Initiates onto that, so the Stormhammer is
Whisper's magic.
against the AM.
Primal is also
That's very true.
mostly magic.
Which is good.
Yeah. And am I wrong? But doesn't it work like Lotus Orb, where you reflect the spell, but you because it's an AOE stun around Stormhammer, you still get stunned? Am I wrong about that on AM counterspell?
I don't really understand this one.
I actually didn't think it worked that way. I thought that people around you got stunned, but you didn't.
So I think it's okay versus Primal. I don't think it's that
good.
I'm sure we'll see that interaction.
I feel like it's just gonna feed.
But I believe there may be a little bit of
though.
counterplay there. Even if
actually,
you reflect it with
no, they have to play it support.
Like you said, you at least stun people around you. Storm Spirit banned out. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking of a lot of mobility heroes.
If you guess Sumail's hero correctly, then
the setup from OG
you get a present from me.
Slightly difficult here.
What do you think it is?
Why the Storm might have looked a little bit tempting. I don't really think you're gonna live too long if you pick some
Storm band
hero. Nor do I think you have the space
Invoker
and time.
Puck
I'd love
band.
to see another Sumail SF. I don't think we'll see that.
Zeus DK band. There's Tiny. There's Tiny Ember.
Puck is
it's actually very good
Puck
Ember game. I think.
Once again, you go back to Ember's okay.
I would say Ember.
Yeah.
Ember's fine. The
Not
roar's
great.
scary. The silence.
But the Ember has a
Tango,
stun. I don't
but
know if they
roar's
want
a
the stun.
problem.
Right? They already have
Yeah.
too many stuns.
Tango's pretty good.
There we go.
Okay, we'll go
I'm
with the
actually
Ember.
so aware.
I like
Yeah,
it. It's-
Ember's fine, but it's not the greatest thing ever. It just has more consistent matchups, right? Like, Ember doesn't tend to lose lane, so now you pick up something. Like, there's no mid laner that OG can pick up that really destroys Ember unless they go Huskar.
You're right. Will they go Huskar?
No.
The team that the two teams that most recently had Amara on them. It's crazy how we're like, yeah, they're not gonna pick Huskar. No way. Confused OG and confused Nigma fans be like, what?
Well, when it was Huskar picked, didn't Amar take over the mid lane because he would just demand it because he's the best Huskar player in the world. Yeah.
TA.
It's fine. Used to be a very one-sided matchup. This TA versus
TA
Ember. I think
Monkey
now
gives
it's
you everything.
Just fine. I don't actually think it's that.
Oh my god, the miracle set. Oh.
And I think a big reason why BZM picks this as well is you already have a lot of physical damage that you're basically doing. You have almost no magic.
He's not
damage, so
using the
that's a
persona.
slight concern here.
Why
for the
do
side of
you
OG
think
is
he's
you
not
haven't really
using
mixed
the
your damage well at
persona?
all. However, this TA shard is super good this game. That AoE silence, right, against a Primal Ember AM, against a Wisp as well, potentially, you know, can be really detrimental in these team fights. So I do think this is going to be... It's very much a duo core. I do wonder who is going to end up being the winner.
I think the persona looks nice.
Sven, I would have to guess, just because... Yeah, I don't think you can run a safe lane Sven and just go for like this Ags, Shard, and Aura's kind of build. I just don't think that's justifiable on him. So I do expect to see BZM be pretty active early on here, which is going to be a bit difficult, honestly, for Nigma to fight into.
Yeah, I'm assuming Blink first on BZM, and you play.
This
around it
AM
for
set
the
is like
first
$500. Holy
Sven
shit,
comes
is it
online.
really?
And then by that time, Miracle's
Really?
online, and you're hoping the Sven versus
What
AM
the
matchup is
fuck?
beneficial to Sven, which it
What?
is most of the time, but it's not a given either way, right? Because you still have to catch the AM, you don't want to get kited. That's why I think
Serious?
they picked so many stuns, though. They actually have a ridiculous amount of stuns.
That's crazy.
They
on
do,
this
they
team.
do.
Or stun silences, whatever, right?
Their AoE is slightly lacking, which
Holy.
is, I think, my biggest concern here for the side of OG. I think you jump any individual target as OG, and like almost certainly you're gonna kill them. Like anyone on this team dies to a combo from level 1 to level 25. I think no one can withstand it. But I do think when it comes to like a broader AoE kind of a team fight, it's a little bit more skill based here for OG. They've given themselves some pretty powerful tools. You know, I imagine at some point we're gonna get this Techie shard online. You're gonna be looking to line up your cleaves on the TA, of course, and the Sven both. Seeing if you can catch a couple more heroes in the Roar to relocate them, but like,
Okay.
it is a lot easier probably to play Nigma's draft here when it comes down to team fights, and that's not really saying too much either.
He
because
doesn't
they
need
really
a
only have the
radiance.
Disruptor
It doesn't
as
give
far
him
as their
much.
team
The
fight
only
goes,
thing
and the
it
global
gives is
repositioning as
misses
well
that
with
you
this
buy
huge wisp,
with
right?
Butterfly?
Yeah, I guess you consider team fights like that.
Yeah,
Like, how
Toro
much
and
AoE
Team
can I
H
do?
guide.
I agree, but I feel like OG's the
You
kind
should
of
only
like,
buy
kill
it
one
if you're
hero, move to the next, kill one
5k
hero, move to the next.
MMR.
Yeah, and I guess against an AM kind of a lineup, maybe that's
Shopify
good.
Rebellion versus
I got
GG.
Stormhammer level 1. Alright, and the two boars.
The Ratio
Already
has
summoned by DM.
Radiance.
They tried to destabilize this with an onslaught.
Oh
Is that gonna be
no.
enough to save Kuroki? Apparently it was not.
Kuro?
Shu gets it with an auto attack.
I will say one thing
That's
right
right,
now.
this hero no longer has like 35 base damage. He does damage now.
Kuro
He gets
is
the
like
kill despite
52.
the
Pretty
2 yeah.
involved
Yeah,
in
it's stacked, by
First
the way.
Blood most of the time.
Sorry?
52 damage. 6
That does
armor.
not mean he
This hero
dies.
he trades, man. He trades.
That also
man.
means
does,
like he
does,
gets the
especially when
First
you
Blood
start off with
often.
+5 stats.
He's
Not
just
bad.
very involved in it.
Right, of course, it also helps. with
In
the
most like
damage.
Nigma Galaxy games I
But still,
watch.
I think he understands
Like,
the point.
either
His range has always
he's,
been
like,
insane,
getting
so it's
the
always a
First
great
Blood,
thing for trading, and now
or
you actually
he's-
have decent base
he
stats.
is the
So,
First
okay,
Blood,
you accept
or
it,
he's
right?
like assisted.
Yes.
I think this
Absolutely.
hero is flying under the radar.
The
I
First
think this hero
Blood.
is very strong right now as a lane.
Flying under the radar. That's quite a thing. You techies and Tinker, huh? You just love these terrible heroes.
He is an honest
for
Dota
the
fan, bro.
polite.
He definitely is.
I'm a bad person. Yes.
What next? You
Look,
like
I-
Pango? You like what else do you like? Huh? Meepo?
Arc Warden,
You
Venom
wish we
Answer.
saw more Lone Druid?
Yes, actually, I'm a big Lone Druid fan. I also want
I
to see more
also-
Arc Warden. I think the hero needs
He
to
wants
get
to see
buffed,
more
actually.
Lone Druids. Okay.
What's
Yeah.
that? You more
Wait, that's
nerfs
carry
are
Sven,
coming,
guys.
Ice Frog, you say?
That's a
By the way,
goddamn
top
carry
lane, I guess,
Sven now.
already suffering here.
Support
That was
Monkey, we
really
didn't
well
even talk
played.
about
The huge
that.
body block plus the
Yeah.
miracle
We
mana break slow, and now
didn't-
DM is like,
we
okay,
did
I
not
can body
touch
block
on
too.
that.
I can body block too. Stop. My Monkey King was supposed to get away with this lane, and instead he's just being destroyed. This is the property about AM you were talking about, that he's now a lane dominator.
Yeah, he is low key. If you can literally get away and survive, if it's
for
not
real,
too greedy to go for a mana break level 1 on this hero, you're gonna have a phenomenal start. It's really weird, like how much.
Will Miracle carry this game?
This guy is at level 1.
That's the question.
From there, we can have a different.
I think this is the easiest Miracle carry of all time.
And his blink is being cancelled by, but there's more problems there, right? But at level
I think
1,
you got it.
Ooh, you really can bring the pain.
Yeah,
and
is that moment between... Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say nothing is worse than being a support and literally having 0 mana, like, and no regen as well. 1.1 mana regen per second here. Like it has to wait.
TA is good versus AM,
until he can cast down the strike again. Like I know he's got Mango, right?
Do you know what people used to do versus TA on AM? I'll let you in a little secret.
What are you doing? What are you
You
doing
used to buy Battle
Fury
Fury Sage and Yasha,
So
and then you would disassemble Sage and Yasha for Halberd and Manta, and then TA is useless.
This never happens to me. DM? Question mark? DM? Taiga though. Does one more stack. He has Mango.
Miracle? Miracle? Give Miracle to kill. Give him to kill.
There we go. The
Wait,
final
hold up.
bounce strike. Trying to use the tree to prevent some damage. Not gonna work as DM fights Miracle back. But DM is also out of mana. Frustrated. They leave. Miracle will win.
It's actually also the Halberd is also very good against Sven.
This Wisp lane, this is not like the he's going in again.
Yeah, now
this guy's too good on this guy's too good on AM. I don't know. I don't know how to beat him, guys. Can't beat this guy on AM.
Back to the old Beastmaster.
Don't you dare even axe him about his axes, okay? AM will kill you for that.
Terrible. I mean, he's not even gonna try to go Soul Ring sometimes, which you do against AM. He just goes, alright, I'm just gonna...
Sven used to be good position 1.
Boars and mangoes.
Peppo sad.
Brutal, isn't it? Bonus attack speed from Wisp.
Yes.
A little bit of movement speed bonus.
I don't think Sven is a good hero.
The already mobile hero you are with a built-in Blink Dagger. He's put 2 points in the mana break. This man, he's going for kills here. Is down, and actually in the mid lane. It's
Sumail?
Yeah.
It's a solo kill on the BZM.
Yo, can we get a little tier tours on that, or what?
Solo kill from Sumail. I was
can we little? Can I see that again?
I knew the TA matchup was no longer TA favored, but I mean, come on.
Can I see that again?
Got surprised by the point in Searing Chains, honestly. That's what did him in.
Yes, that's fair. Yeah. Usually these Embers these days always max the Sleight of Fist.
Miracle is in.
Going for Flame Guard. He's not the case. Top lane, another fight from Miracle. This time Taiga feels more confident. He's down the Boundless Strike, and that's going to be a lot of damage. How much healing does Io bring to the table? Apparently enough to get Miracle to kill.
Nope.
Oh, Taiga surprises with the Fairy Fire. Look, it's not just mana items that he bought, it's a bunch of Fairy Fires to survive.
That's right. That's right. I don't know how long GH
It happens. It happens.
Did you notice that?
It happens to the best
of us. I don't know if
us.
he just tethered out. I honestly, it slipped my mind there. Sumail and BZM though, back to sparring. Sumail off to a phenomenal start. This can get ugly real quick, right? Because if an Ember gets a level and he has a support that can rotate for him to help him with control, like
Kuro's on the other side of the map.
Watching Gaming Gladiators back in Lima, like Twin just dominating for the first 12 minutes of the game. That's
Hobo Harry, you want to join or
very
what?
painful. Now, again, OG, they do very well in this kind of
you do nothing anyway all day.
Against like one singular hero that's super strong, so they still might be able to deal with it, but I imagine Nigma Galaxy are going to be looking to fight around Sumail and just letting the AM get his farm on. Oh, Searing Chains hit. No way.
Sorry, mid lane. Yeah,
you killed him again?
The techies, the tower avoided. Sumail will live. Yassi sets it around it, and he
yo, what's up?
Watching the top lane where
Hello.
was killed off by Taiga. So at least they're making up this lane, but this mid lane is a wash here.
Alright, so what are we working with? Who do you think is gonna take away this game?
I mean, it's Miracle on AM, I don't know.
You know, that
is true, but they do have the mind control factor, you know? Can't underestimate that.
What do you mean with that?
I'm not sure I can say, but you know, it has an impact, you know?
Yeah, positive one, I think.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna call you Jakiro now. It's fine.
Nice.
Yeah, I can't fight when this fight.
No, I mean, did you watch that game where he was playing Beastmaster and he like roared himself 8 times in a row or something?
Yeah, I wrote that in Discord, but mistakes were made. I wanna know we solo killed him twice mid, because that's a TA winning lane.
BZM's not ready for
Weird. Kuro's ganking. They don't have a stun though. And
okay.
Yeah, I don't think they can do anything with the missile chains. This is very awkward.
Oh no, still halfway duration. Okay.
Yep. This one's bottom as well, so,
got the rune though, all
they see
good.
that in there, and they
Wait,
realize
Kuro
they
has
don't
no
need to
glimpse
take
now.
that fight.
Okay, he's
I
fine.
don't know if BZM needs
Oh, is he feeding? No, okay.
But Samael will protect him.
Taiga's actually feeling like he can get away with a full over corrosion battle.
I don't know though, I like OG's draft.
I think
They've got a
this
lot
is
of
the difference
mobility.
maker
I
in
think
Ice
they're
is
just
that
going to be
let's
splitting the
see
entire
just
game.
don't know if Sven's a fucking hero.
Start taking points into
No, he
the
isn't.
spring.
Yeah.
AM now has finally, by the way, gotten his
That I'm really not sure about.
He is going into this Vanguard build that
He's too slow. Needs too many items.
Yeah.
Doesn't really have any, you know, big power spikes.
So he's dead again, right? Oh, Taiga has no mana, huh?
But he blinks away in time.
Yeah, problem is for Taiga, there's no mana, so he can't actually capitalize.
Ember's coming though. Oh, Sumail.
As you can see, DM is
Sumailito.
at 100% HP.
Or Sumail. Yeah, you have to do that, huh? Like Meijito.
DM might not be able to chill against him. Oh, Taiga just avoids him easily with a jump, and Sumail regrets his choice to come to this lane.
Okay.
Nothing here for me.
Yeah, nothing gained for him. I don't think he's too upset.
I will say that maybe MC hasn't been, you know, feeling it.
Top shape.
Yeah, it's not been like really feeling it lately. But it's all good. It's just phases.
Yeah. He may have gotten onto my avoid list.
Oh really? That far?
Like
Holy
2
shit.
weeks ago. Yeah.
Damn.
He was kinda really shaky. But it's okay, sometimes it happens, you know. Sometimes your lane partner pings, you know, use Burrow Strike, and you get snapped at saying, "Stop pinging, bro. I don't understand what you're saying." And you're like, "Oh,
what hero were you playing?
No. I was playing Silencer. We should have won the lane, but...
Oh my god, they're stealing... Wait, they're stealing the stacks.
Oh shit.
That's like a 4 stack.
Being annoyed by mind control, immediately pulverize him.
Uragi, I mean, is that worse though?
Fight back here, stuck in the field though, so there's no other option. He's just going to fall.
Maybe.
I don't know.
They still get so much XP and like the gold from killing him.
He is second net worth now. Did you win the game or what?
No, you were actually playing it. It was you were playing a Nigma 4. I think you randomed it. You don't remember? Yeah, it was
wait,
like
I won that game? A Nigma 4?
Yeah, you won it. Yeah.
What the fuck? I don't remember that.
It was like a week ago. It was really bad.
BZM died again. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, King is kind of carrying right now.
Level 2 here on the inner beast and level 3 boars. So
Skanking. Oh no, that's what's.
Oh, hold on. They find a stun.
Oh no.
GH and they can't catch him though. Laning against the AM and not going for the Soul Ring build actually kind of end up
0 access build from the Beastmaster. I think this hero Beastmaster, it feels like people have the most build variety out of any offlaner. People going like max inner beast, max axes.
I mean, I don't think anyone maxes inner beast. Who the fuck does that?
Well, I mean,
you can, I guess. I think most people max Q and then you jungle, like ancients.
Yeah. You like you get really someone to stack the ancients, or you like just stack it with your boar yourself.
I like that style though, because it doesn't matter who you lane against. You always have like the game is always good.
Yeah, you have a backup plan.
He's gonna come over. They call the banners. Yes, for now.
Sumailito?
For now.
Nice dodge there on the meld strike.
Okay.
It's really having a good game here on the Embersphere, man. I forgot how much it is. He's feeling fun it is to cast this guy.
Oh, the king is still fast. Got it. Kuro is dead though.
Okay. Whoa. With a haste rune.
Was he?
Okay.
I don't know about this. MC Primal, I can't say I've seen that before.
Yeah, that's a play. That's fine.
Yeah, me neither.
Look, I'm not an Ember player, right? I mean, he saw something that was.
Oh!
He sees a monkey, he cuts his ass down.
I would call stream sniper right now.
What up, Taiga?
Can't reach him though. Taiga was too far away.
Time to close the stream.
Yeah.
Taiga is winning this war, even though he's going to die.
What's happening?
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, he almost killed some males.
Jesus.
Yeah, at space
Miracle casually just walking.
Yeah, he wants to kill.
Doing
he
nothing.
really wants to kill.
Taking down the Monkey King and his tree. Miracle even trying to join in there. I don't think got any damage in, to be honest. Couldn't quite reach him.
Yep.
I don't think he's going to Radiance, is he?
OG though. He's because of DM's push up
No.
top, I think they're actually getting a
Straight.
face-off
He has
so they can
2 Wraith
make
bands
moves.
though. That's
DM is
interesting.
kinda same in the game right now. It's looking pretty good as a result.
That's the problem
That's
with this,
interesting.
Primal Beast, right?
It wouldn't
We
be that
saw
bad
this
of a Radiance
unfortunately
game in this game, but I think,
throughout,
you know, you got the Sven with all the armor, the Beast
Dude, I
Master
think you should do
summons.
the build that I said. Like the Manta, sorry, the Battle Fury Saint Yasha. Then you disassemble both into Manta Halberd.
Oh,
0 gold
interesting,
loss. Evasion versus that used to be the build versus TA.
Yeah, I remember seeing it.
And it's like OP against Sven too, right? So.
Thunderstruck, there's the Battle of Strike though, but that's before the Jingle Mastery isn't healed back up. So
And again, it remains to be seen if this Sven will actually have considerable impact this game.
MC top net worth. It's nice for him.
Yeah. How will he throw it all away? That's the
What the fuck? You're really not an MC fan right now, huh? Jesus. Well, they should reload on this. They should reload on this Sven here. Look, reload, 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 reload!
Even as mind control does.
Oh, they're not aware, dude.
What? Actually, what's happening right now?
Taiga's gonna ruin their day by just breaking the
He's
sword.
mid with Ember. Why don't they reload?
He's having a great time.
True. Aesthetic Storm.
Now they do it. Camera bot, please. Camera bot. Please. Camera bot.
With the Wukong
Ah, god damn it.
Iraqi in the bottom lane though got dived and killed.
Somehow Sven is dying?
Yeah, they reload on him now.
Oh, okay. Only took them like 30 seconds. Better late than never.
Couldn't stop the blink from BZM, but he's gonna hunt them down.
All good. Oh, they fighting mid BZM?
Need some help from Taiga.
Wait, what?
Not gonna help.
Bro, I think the cores are they're dying a much this game, no?
Yeah. How did it even get
Oh my
caught up?
god, MC is so good.
Okay. I guess that was a fiery finish.
He laid down a grenade.
This is kind of what I thought would happen. You know, you got the Primal Beast, the Anti-Mage, the Relo, the Disruptor to pull back people back in. Like, they've got so much mobility, and OG aren't really capitalizing on, like, you know, closing down their map fast.
Yeah.
One of these enemy heroes around that can actually lock him down.
They need so much farm on all heroes. Beast needs Dom too. TA needs, I don't know, fucking Lens Deso. I don't know what the fuck Sven needs. Like Mask Echo BKB?
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'd say he maybe even needs another damage item after that to actually
Oh my
start
god, that was
choking.
beautiful Sunshine. You see that?
Damn. Yeah.
Roar into center stun, into monkey stun. Sure.
And it goes straight onto DM, both kills, so he's gonna get a fast overlord.
They should Rosh.
Could actually
Go
be the
Rosh.
thing to swing this.
Rosh. Right now, guys.
So far, so good. Nigma Galaxy
Nope, they're going back to farming.
Oh no.
They're gonna
Rip.
be hurting after that one as they do lose Sumail on top of that.
You play
Sumail
Primo,
tower,
no?
so the map
Yeah,
starting to shrink a little
A
bit.
lot.
And now they're
Do you
I
play
love the
better
big
than
dinosaur map.
the Forsen guy?
as they try and
Oh, yeah,
clean up the pressure
definitely.
here and take it to the tower.
Do you think your
No,
Mars is
without
better
a-
than
without a doubt.
Do you think your Mars is better than his Mars?
Crazy, you have TNT traps,
I mean, I have like
behind
3
you,
games on
you
Mars.
hawk,
Well,
I
again,
think
I
I
asked
can
you
hit more
then.
you have
spears.
Monkey King jumping
You hit
through
more
the
spears?
trees,
Okay.
right? As they do cut him down again, down bottom, by the way. Taiga. He's
Oh,
dying.
BZM is in true blood.
Will die.
Mind Control even joins in. He was farming his BKB, but in
the
the
river,
middle
though,
lane,
they're fighting.
That's where the team fight is happening. Yes, GH has been left alone, has no partner to call his own, and now he's...
I will say your disruptor when you played it one game is a sight I could have lived without seeing.
I mean, again, it was that one glimpse which absolutely turbo greased the game. But besides that, I was doing good. First time playing the hero, I'm you know.
Beep boop. Not even any soup.
They are roshing, nice. Finally.
Yeah, finally.
That just happened actually. So.
Alright, it's like a little, you're a
Beep
poet,
boop,
you don't
not
even
even
know.
any soup.
Not even
I
any
like
soup.
that.
Okay. You know when you're down, you just want a nice little bowl of soup, or if you're very angry and red, you take an Aegis instead. How about that?
Yes.
I think it
Oh,
might be
that's good,
directed
that's
camera,
good.
by the way.
Nice. Yeah. I thought you were saying
Yeah,
angry,
probably
you might
is.
be booped,
The
right?
observing has been very bad.
Yeah, wait, hey. This is an ESL sponsored stream. They're doing just fine.
So it's different.
Yes. And now Winter's upset I don't do it to him anymore.
Yeah, exactly. BKB's up on my
What is he buying?
This is
Diffu and
timing
Monkey.
that supposedly Nigma has been playing around for a while.
Someone suggested Orchid and I really like it. I think Orchid would have been poggers.
Yeah, it's good.
Item, but I think
Forcing out the Manta for Mantimage, stopping reload.
Through the trees, just mixing the Monkey King.
I also don't like that he has boots.
Like,
I'm gonna flame Tommy a little bit. I don't like the boots. I don't think you need boots when you play support Monkey. Yeah. Like, why do you need boots? You're on trees anyway all the time.
Yeah.
I don't really like it.
Right. So now I have this Aegis, and even though BZM doesn't yet have a BKB, now he doesn't need to go for a BKB, by the way.
Does Orchid stop reload? It should, right? Or only stuns?
It should, right? Or is it stuns?
I'm not sure, actually. I mean, stuns for sure. I just don't know what Orchid does.
He's going for a blink, but let me focus back on BZM real quick, sorry. He's going for an early deso, right? So his
I just assumed because, like, you know, Silencer being a counter to reload, like you just can't.
I guess if actually if Silencer does, then yeah. I mean, that obviously.
Someone gets a Crimson Guard for these buildings, I mean.
It's what
you dream today or what?
Yeah, I'm going after this probably.
I see. Fuck.
Gonna train the guns. Don't you dare think about skipping, by the way.
How big are your arms?
Let me see.
What do you mean, let me see? You have a measurement band there or what?
No, I can send some evidence.
Kuro running at enemies like he's a Spartan or something.
Kuro is dead again, that's fine though. For Monkey.
It's all good. Running at BZM, like, holy.
Here you go, my friend.
Yeah, no fear in Kuro's
eyes. He's safe to...
death far too many times. I think he probably died more in all his history of Dota than some players have played matches.
That's probably not
that's
that
decent size.
Now that I think about it, but probably
thank you.
And should mean
it's decent.
In the case of Kuro.
You should train your forearms a little more though.
Oh, I got you.
It's hard, bro. They don't grow as fast.
I fear not the man that has practiced.
You need to do the reverse grip, overhand grip, push down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but yeah, I agree.
I mean, I do forearm extensions, but you also just get way too tired from those.
Still playing Dota after all these
Does it
years?
come with 2 heads as well?
They put him in his etch and he's like, oh boy, I can't wait to die 8 times once the TA gets one item. Like,
it's a special
hammer curve. Oh, we're fighting with BZM. Not that easy this game, huh? Playing no Tinker. Okay, good roar on MC. The MC is so good now.
Kinda tanked it. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah? He's tanking
kinda
it.
tanked all of his HP and just did nothing that fight. But it's okay. He's maybe not confused. No.
Wait, is Miracle doing the build I said?
The Sanjin Yasha Manta? Let me see.
This might end up being
I can't click on it.
Oh no, Miracle as well. Good stun. Will he die here? No, right?
He's doing it!
Not quite as fast, even with that.
But he should go for Sanjin first. Then you already have like the your battle stats, you know?
Yeah. You're way harder to kill.
Little scary here.
Should not get the Manta first, I think.
Careful. No, there's a tier 1 here for Nigma. I don't think this is as free as a fight for OG. I think if they have Aegis on TA, this is a different story.
I don't know though. OG are kind of running away with this game. I thought Nigma would just push out side lanes like non-stop until they get items.
Yeah, they should. I would even like to see bots on Ember this game because they have no catch. I feel like on OG. Like where is their catch?
Exactly.
He demolished BZM.
Like the only catch is maybe if they do like a shard TA trap or something.
I actually split forever. He's playing Halberd on Sumail.
Got to do a lot with the draft.
Not sure I like that.
The entire enemy team and get
oh damn, that was a very good work by Tommy Taiga. We saw 4 people. Sure.
Kind of gimping his own game going for the halberd, I think.
And again, this is why I really like the
MC was top net worth. Oh yeah, he was. What happened? Oh shit.
He was like 6k. It was 1k ahead of the top core on OG, and now he's well, I don't want to say I said it, but you know. We were waiting for some way for him to throw it all away.
Oh god, he's not. What the?
What? How is this techie surviving?
Dude, look at their HP. Holy shit.
He had his cloak and magic wand. I felt like they were...
I feel like if Sven was there with Ghost Strike, that's like a double kill.
Disarms are kind of like
for sure.
Ability, but it's happened many times. You're like, nobody's hitting the techies, even though it looks like they're all on top of the techies.
You do have to be a little bit careful here about
BKB on Beast.
Because you can see what it allows
I don't know.
Nigma Galaxy to do.
I think his aim has to Giga carry.
Jungle, clear mines,
No, for sure.
clear,
Giga carry.
traps and whatnot, right?
I don't know if he can.
Oh, they're reloading. Down bottom.
Never mind, it's a miracle he got it.
Yeah, it's a miracle, bro. Don't worry.
Dino on
I mean, I would be less
Momentum.
worried. Yeah, I would be less worried if Sumail went for some, you know, more items for himself. The halberd kind of worries me.
But you can see with this
If that halberd was a BKB,
I can agree on that.
effect where this kind of an OG lineup, and this lineup in general, not especially when OG plays it, don't take it that way. It thrives on these kind of chaotic, all over the map fights where we set up our vision over
It's
here.
Roche? Oh,
we
2 minutes.
pick off
Okay.
here. We move
Okay.
to this part of the map, and you back up because you know we have.
What does he go for
advantage of the
after
fight. We set up
Manta
vision there, we
halberd
find
though
that part
on
of the map,
anti-mage?
we
Probably
back up.
Abyssal
AC?
or...
Now that Nigma Galaxy are a little
you
bit
could
more in
AC
the
too.
driver's
I think
seat
just a
here,
tank item.
moving together as
So it also
one
gives
unit.
damage.
It's a little bit harder for
AC,
OG players.
Abyssal,
That's fine,
maybe
though.
Scotty?
They're just gonna chill and sit back and farm their next volley of
I would probably
items.
Scotty.
Almost has his Echo Saber.
No, I can see that.
He's
Makes
got
you, like,
BKB now,
unkillable.
for it. And BZM is actually building up his own BKB. He's only
Oh, there's smoking. Let's see how this works out.
He has E-Blade queued up on Ember as
Yeah, I
well.
saw that. That's
Interesting.
weird guy. Okay, MC's in. He got the roar.
Yeah, he charged the ancient creep, and now he's dying.
MC's dead. Oh, wait, Ember is also dead. Holy.
Oh no, this
Is
is
this a little
this is terrible.
throw? This is a little throw. I think Kuro is fine.
He just glimpses away. He's probably dead. Yeah.
God damn it. It's okay though. They're waiting for a miracle.
Yeah, I mean, you're actually just doing way too much damage.
These fights are just so awkward. Like they're not managing a clean-cut initiation.
I think what
inside
you
of
do there
Nigma.
is like real talk. The smoke pops. Your mid laner or your off laner should tell everyone, you know, Primal. I mean, B says BKB. That way, Primal should not go in, right? Because he's used against BKB. So they should chain from range. And then Static Storm on top, which is enough to force out BKB on Beast. And then you just run away.
Yeah, exactly.
You just run away. They 4 BKB, Miracle is farming. You pop the 9-second BKB, you just go away. I don't think you charge in there versus 2 BKBs.
It's tough.
You just want to play like really kitey.
This next Roche here, it's a
Because after BKB, they all die. But
It's a bash
yeah.
now on
Anyways, that's just me.
No, it's true. It's also the thing with Primal Beast is that, like, if there's no BKBs on the enemy team, like if they're on cooldown, the hero really shines because he has like 3,000 magic damage available anytime he has QW.
I do want to touch on the point that, like, they technically are not out of the game, you're right, and they still have timings to...
That's also why I think Primal Beast is not that good of an offlaner, because you have to start the fight as an offlaner, right?
Sure,
mostly, yeah.
Yeah. But the thing with playing him in like the mid position is you can charge in after your offlaner sets up with a stun, and then you can get out and wait for your QW again before you charge in again. He really prefers those kind of fights in my experience.
And that's why I think like Ember probably has to start fights with Chain this game.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't really go in first. They're just pop BKBs, you're useless.
Yeah.
Oh damn, he has a DDT, let's see how this works. Basher, by the way, he skipped the Halberd on Miracle, by the way.
He skipped it. Interesting.
Went for the little Basher. Croaky is dead already.
They're gonna fight GH perhaps with a Battle Strike.
Oh!
Damn, nice double catch there.
True.
What a flashy little bit of play
Damn.
there from Shuvash. I don't know if
Ghost
he meant to do it.
Scepter on Ember.
He meant to do it, Avo.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Catch.
No, this Ember build is not it. It feels
You don't
like...
think so? You don't believe the king knows what he's doing?
I don't want to say that. You know, nobody tops the king, but I think there may be some outside interference going on.
Okay. I mean, I'm not a big fan either, I'll be honest, but surely they have like an idea of what they want to do, so...
Yeah, I would hope so.
By the way, Roche died. It died in like 2
What I'm
seconds.
thinking is like, I can't help but think, you know, the team comms are like, no, I'll go for this part of the game. You go for like the build where you're, you know, disarming the TA. Like then you just get locked into this playstyle. Which gimps his game.
I could see that. I mean, maybe they were like, we need a Holiver who's the heroes, and then MC's like, well, I'm not gonna buy it. And then Miracle's like, well, I'm the carry, and then Sumia's like, I guess I'll fucking do it.
Oh man, feels bad, man.
Who knows though? Who knows? Anyways, Miracle's still top net worth, but then it's all green from there. 3 green cores after Miracle. We'll see.
Maybe. That's it. Like, you just need a really OP matchup.
Yeah, honestly,
cook something up here.
Yeah, it felt like OG was gonna crumble because, you know, all their cores were getting caught up non-stop. But then DM got that double kill on mid lane, which like sped up his Overlord by like 1.2k gold. And all just kind of fell apart after that.
I feel like if Sumail could play this game again, he would just go like Nelson bots.
Yeah.
I think you go Nelson bots Lincoln, and you probably don't die.
I have to say though, even now with BKB and Blink Dagger,
what else?
It feels rough that they still have roar, you know, to use on you.
Yes. I mean the whole even.
What's with the meowing, guys? What's happening?
Like, imagine you not have BKB on your way in, and through your onslaught you get silenced, right? All of a sudden your initiation's destroyed. Was that stupid thing? And you have to BKB right as you initiate, and it may not be the best BKB. It's just. I agree with you. I feel like this year has certain.
Do you have a Twitch? One guy's asking about learning Jakiro.
Kind of a non-existent hero.
Want to learn Jakiro?
I don't know. I think you and I.
You can just check my replays, but I can tell you right away. 99% of my Jakiro games, I go Ags Kaya Sanj. Just do that, and you're probably gonna win.
That's like not true, because yesterday you went fucking Witchblade Shard.
Okay, that's the offlane build, but you always get Ags Kaya Sanj, you know?
OG just waiting patiently for an opportunity.
Your team says we need Glimmer, we need 4-staff. No, shut up. I get Ags Macro Power, I deal 300 pure damage per second.
That's what matters.
That's just the support Monkey King.
It is true, it's very annoying, and people are not aware of how much damage it deals.
Yeah, exactly.
People actually do not know. I will agree on that. People underestimate the shit out of that spell.
Yeah, and they just walk into it. They don't even know the AoE, they walk into it, they take like 600 pure damage from being in it for 1 second, and they die.
Oh no, MC cannot die here.
Charge from MC, oof. And the roar.
Oh, he saved MC, not Miracle!
Oh no.
Oh no.
Your win condition's gone, and GH will still return, hopefully without mind control.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that.
Okay, that's good. At least only GH died there.
Big problems right now. Oh no, this game is done.
Yeah, this game is done, dude.
Disruptor was just watching this from the sidelines. I mean, it's just done.
I hate to say, I think this game's just over. They'll recover the gem, but
they're not GGing out.
I feel like, you know, I would really like this team to do well, but it's just it's not really happening.
Yeah,
like in the last few years. So I don't know.
I feel like... Hello, Weki.
I have just one question for you.
Yeah.
Was Amar right?
Was Amar right?
Chat, what do you think? Was Amar right? Amar, I talked to Amar a little bit after he got kicked. Told me he had no synergy with Nigma because he wanted to be the star and there was no sucker on the team.
Right.
To be the star.
What? MC used to do that though.
Yeah, but he's saying they didn't.
That's interesting.
Well, anyway, that's been me. I'm off. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
I just wanted to defend my boy Amar, you know.
No. I'm with my boy Amar too. I think he's been done a grave injustice.
Yeah. Amar, best offlaner in 2023. Peace out, much love.
Some expert input coming out from the aspiring Polish pro player Eki right there.
Yeah, we'll see how that one ends up unfolding.
Might end up torpedoing his career, we'll have to see.
Who knows?
wasn't going to be enough on this Ember Spear.
Damn, this game's over.
Your impact's going to be
just
you know, I really like this Nigma Galaxy team, but it's like it's like cheering for like a soccer team that like doesn't do they like do always worse than you think they should, and that's like really frustrating. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know
it's like,
exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
In terms of the play style.
Like they've got a lot of cool people you want to see succeed.
I really like Kuro, but
yeah,
god fucking damn it, you know.
He has to start playing pubs, dude. Please, just 5 pubs a
What
day.
makes you think that this man, as a professional Dota 2 player, is not playing the game he's paid to play? Do you not think he plays the game? That's crazy.
I mean, he plays scrims and everything, of course, but do you ever see him in pubs?
I don't ever see him in pubs, no.
Yeah. If you wanna, you know, you have to suffer in pubs like everyone else. You have to get the ghouls. You know, you have to get the 0 and 10 safe lane or no mid lane SF. Just feeds his guts and denies his items.
You saw him in your 6k pubs. What does that even mean? I mean, yeah, you're right though. Like once you know what darkness is like, then you appreciate the light. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I can. That's an XCD inside one though. I definitely agree. I think you do appreciate the scrims a lot more when everyone is doing what they're supposed to do. Once you play pubs, because then you get to see how shit it actually is.
Yeah. And like you also just pick up on all these like tiny, you know, different ward spots, small tactics. Like, there's a reason why all the guys that are like doing the best in DPC play like, you know, 10 pubs a day.
It's a little bit natural when you have a Wisp who's going to be.
Alright, that sucks.
Yeah. Or the 2-0, right?
Yeah, it's GG.
Even when he's got Midas,
It's
even when he's
GG.
got Battle Fury, even when he's got the next item, like the panel said, he's got to get Aghanims or something.
Midas Battle Fury on Skeeter. That's
That's
looking a bit like an Overwatch case to me, my friend.
Holy shit. That is actually insane.
If you get these 2 items,
Why is he doing
your
this?
farm will become unstoppable. So if
Not
they can
sure.
keep this game
I don't
going,
think you can ever do this with 3-3 on your team.
he's ready for the comeback.
No, not a
3-3 is
chance.
so fucking greedy. Like, holy shit.
He literally plays Path of Exile like every game.
Dude, that guy is like...
Oh, that was an ambitious TP from Skeeter.
Mickey? Okay, good.
I guess he's going full farm with the skill, but as well.
He's like really greedy. 3-3. Like, holy, he has Aghanims on Beast actually. That's interesting.
Oh, we actually we had this in our game yesterday. You remember? It was Zibbe on offlane Beastmaster.
Yeah, but
he just rushed drums or rushed Aghanims.
The poor man.
I don't know. I thought the Aghanims was bad, but it looked to be kind of working.
I think you need like a BKB with it, because if you get silenced or stunned, it stops, right? That's like the worst part about it. Oh, Mickey is the Doom, not the Monkey. My apologies.
You remember that patch where Beastmaster's Axe made his Axe's 0 cooldown?
Yeah, the mid beast.
Yeah, and everyone just went mid beast, stacked Ancients 5 times, and you literally couldn't fight him, like, at all. He would just deal, he would throw out axes, and eventually he would just be dealing like 1k damage with each cast.
It was, I like that build. I like the
It was so cancer though, like, it was just decided by which team.
He's dead again.
Oof.
Got the Midas though.
Indeed. Very thin ones.
Yes.
Oh no,
this
you
is
got
crazy though. There's already almost a 10k lead at 20 minutes.
33 here with the tombstone being dropped down by Snaking. So 33 will be fine.
I think this game is just over again.
Yeah, looking like it. Midas Battle Fury not working out.
I just feel like Tundra plays too greedy. I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like if you pressure them as early as Liquid does, I feel like they just crumble.
No, definitely. It's like their entire strategy, at least in the games I've seen, it's just, you know, they pick 5 with wave clear, a 4 that, you know, can set up easy plays, and then they just have like 2 cores permanently farming. And like maybe do some smoke ganks here and there, but they're always just pushing out every lane.
At least for Skeeter, it doesn't go down.
He's got buddies coming over.
I don't want to say it, but it's it's kind of boring to watch.
He's pretty much got his
It's not the most exciting way, but you know, it won them TI or something.
Yeah.
Or maybe that was rave back. But who knows?
He's not even gonna do damage.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. But they're still owning.
Crimson Guard to crepify, potential shard eventually on the sniper too.
But where did Boxy's career die? I think died to creep somewhere. He had his,
they got like second in DPC, right?
Yeah.
I think. Or third? I don't remember. Second or...
They see snaking. Farewell, my friend.
Man, Wraith Pact was such a dumb item though.
It was Omega broken.
Yeah, it was just so stupid.
Basically every initiator was unplayable. Shaker, Sanking, even Mars, like they just drop Wraith Pact, you do no damage.
Yep. And it even cancels Blink, because it has like such a crazy AoE.
What's with the secret game? Why is everyone saying it's so spicy?
Everyone from Tundra just needs to run away.
Doesn't look very spicy to me, they're leading 10k gold.
41 kills, 20 minutes.
Game is over.
Can they get top? They're on Nisha, Skeeter! Oh.
He's got backup coming in. Boxy's in with a boundless strike. Nisha's not going down today. He's fine.
Skeeter's dead again. Ay.
The drums. Here we go. Let's see the damage.
Do they have the damage?
Like,
no way.
I mean the drums?
The drums?
Or?
Not a chance. Or?
Oh, but he's dead.
The drums are actually good damage. The fuck?
Yeah.
And Mickey, he'll walk away alive.
Like also, if you have a couple of stacks of axes on them.
Oh, does it work with the drums?
Like, yeah.
Can't even
gets to crazy levels fast.
Was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get a kill, guys, and yeah, it's just everyone's just there.
Let's see. Hey, yo, Cameron and Walker, please. I want to see if we can do this.
Oh
Let's go.
Okay, they almost got him. I9 is playing.
Camera top, please.
No, Observer.
He ran in with the Ghost Walk.
Observer. Oh my god.
He ran in with the Ghost Walk.
Oh no, it's all falling apart.
I think he blinked away. He was maybe afraid of the Invoker.
Why aren't you in an active roster? I'm taking a creative break.
Creative break, I like that.
Right? You like it? Nice.
Right? Yeah. An early crit build with the Dragon Lance, and he's so farmed. Free game for the sniper. 8-1 and 9. Sty already has a full Octarine. Good god.
This Pugner and sort of the
creative break, guys.
I think it really broke Tundra. They just weren't ready to deal with it at all.
Thinking about new wait.
To set this game up
damn success. Annoying.
Any sort of game.
No, I really think the swap around was just
dead
genius, to be honest with you. As Saxa
Rip.
also goes down, they're just crushing everything. It's like having the Pugna, having the Doom, also to deal with the potential Beastmaster build. That's why he had to go. Well, that's why he probably went for the drums build. Sniper last pick.
Yeah, I don't know. They're leading in net worth. They honestly kind of have a better late game.
Yeah, they do.
On Liquid, so
15-16Ks.
Yeah,
I think they can probably call it if they die here, honestly.
Yeah. Doom onto Beastmaster, yeah, it's looking rough.
But they may have just given their lives as well.
I think this is also like one of the easier ways to shut down Tundra is just like make sure 33 has no game.
Yep. That's been the same case for like 3 years.
Yeah.
We used to do that in like Alliance too, when we played against. What team was? 33 was in. Was it Optic maybe?
Can't remember actually.
Might have been Tundra already. Actually, no, it could be Tundra.
More gold and maybe he'll be able to fight.
And Liquid, we definitely did that though. Like just make sure he didn't have a good game. But it started like really early. Like his teams, they kind of always fall apart when he doesn't have a good game.
Yeah, but also like sometimes he'll have a bad lane, right? Like I've seen him come out of a lane on Beastmaster like 2k net worth at 10 minutes, but then he like somehow gets space to like farm ancient stacks, and like 5 minutes later he's 6k net worth. So you have to like fully shut him down. It's not enough to win him on lane.
I mean, he always has that like backup fucking plan.
Yeah. He has the backup Path of Exile plan where he just goes and farms mobs in the forest.
That's true. The highest level on Tundra is level 13, the lowest level on Liquid's level 13.
But it's a really cool style, honestly. Like, not a lot of people who can pull it off.
Liquid's got another match later today too. This is
they have,
this
they?
is I think it's Talon, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, they do need to be on fire going into that one because that could be a tough one.
That could definitely
Talon's
be
looking good.
All right, Tundra trying to make something happen. Blink on 33.
Smokey can make a move right now. Not sure if this is gonna work.
But he's gone. The sentry. The drums.
Oh, they get the Roar of Nisha?
Okay.
Damn. Okay,
that is
6.
so much gold. What the fuck?
Godlike streak on Tanisha. Very nice.
Let Skeeter have
Let him have it.
Let him have it.
He's involved.
Let the carry take it.
Midas Battle Fury, huh?
Something. A little bit
Yeah,
of
it's maybe it'll work out. The only problem now is they have like 5 people down here, and they're farming the entire other side of the map on Liquid.
Okay.
They need a lot more.
I wonder what he's thinking when he buys Midas Battle Fury.
Roshan's up.
Me too.
Like, no, I just really want to know the thought process. Like, if he's like, I need the levels, because it can't be the attack speed on Troll, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
but then he's like, oh shit, I need a farming item too now.
The glimpse is stolen.
But like, do you need levels that bad on Troll?
They can find him too.
I don't
Like
really know.
your ulti doesn't get that much better, does it? Do you have any talent timing, like 15 or 20?
20 is like damage, right? That's it.
Yeah, I think his talents and his levels are kind of bad, so... I mean, I don't know. I don't ever see the hero. I don't play the hero. So I honestly have no clue. There's no macro power on the hero, so I don't care.
He's kinda not winning this fight.
Yeah.
I mean, Nisha's just standing behind fucking Blast and...
But overall, it's Tundra falling apart once again.
So anyways, I started Blast and... Can't wait for that hero to come, actually.
It's gonna be crazy.
How many kills is Skeeter involved in?
Remember when the hero came out and everyone was like, dude, this hero is such a bad carry, play her as support.
Yeah.
No way you can play her as carry. And now everyone just first picks it either carry or mid lane, and you just deal like 3,000 damage per second.
It's a really dumb hero with the level 20
really
talent. Holy shit. They buffed it. I mean, they nerfed Q, but they buffed carry. Yes.
Yeah.
They buffed the carry. They nerfed the other style. I think it's probably like one of the strongest carry heroes right now.
No, for sure. I think also like Dota 2 Pro Tracker has her at like 54% win rate. This is like almost top pick rate.
Yeah, it was like 40 some 45 or something before.
Yeah, she's literally top pick rate. She's like 3,100 matches at 53% win rate. That's crazy.
Back to business. They don't care about Roche.
Taiga says he watches qojqva streams mostly. What? Was there an interview or what?
Let's see, Mickey. Show up top. He has BKB, so
where did he say that?
Well, they know.
We're talking about Muerta.
They're like Tundra's playing the trees. We know. Check the tree lines. They're actually pinged exactly where 9 was.
Build on Invoker is kind of interesting. Witchblade Vessel Dragonlance. Not interested in getting a BKB anytime soon.
Yeah.
What was that?
That was the drums of Islam.
Oh, is he just cancelled casting it? Yeah. Oh, no,
Skeeter Enjoyer, that's your nickname? Skeeter Enjoyer, my friend. How do you like the Midas Battle Fury on Skeeter this game?
Yeah, we gotta hear from Mr. Skeeter Enjoyer.
You like it? Yeah?
You gotta tell us.
It's more of a scatter for me.
He likes it.
There's that gem from Boxy coming into play.
Is that? Oh god. Witchblade Dragonlance? What do you think about that?
Time to go for top racks.
I think it's... I mean, it's the build that BZM goes for, doesn't he? He goes for like Witchblade into Hurricane Pike.
Yeah, but can you do that against Disruptor though?
No. And against Pugna and... I don't know, they have way too much stuff that you need BKB for.
2 BKBs are done for the core.
I think this will be the push. Let's see.
See what it's actually gonna end up doing.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Nisha just freely sieging.
4 minutes on this Aegis. What are they gonna do to stop this push?
What can they do?
It's just gonna get blasted down.
Nothing, basically.
Maybe smoke around. Can you even though? I don't know.
No, you have Pugna Ward,
you can.
You have Doom ready, you have Monkey breaking the smoke in trees probably. Or actually he's in the base, isn't he?
BKBs and they can't even try to defend their high ground.
So 3-3 has BKB Blink. Alright, this is the fight, boys. Let's go. Last fight.
Deciding fight.
Could be one of the final fights.
Go one more fight.
What can they do
next.
here? They chose wrong. God damn it.
Oof.
Back to farming.
Anything heading off this way?
This has to be. I think this is the roughest.
No way they go.
Skitter have.
No way they go other side too.
The best build I've ever seen him have though. Battle Fury, Midas.
This is looking like it's not gonna pan out.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Nisha, Scotty, finished up as well.
Oh, another smoke. Let's see.
The Hawk scouting. They'll see it though. So they know the.
Oh, they see the Hawk now.
Mick in front. I like it. Let's see.
Tower gone and Scotty done on Nisha.
They see 9.
Oh, did they? They didn't see Zaxa, huh?
Glimpse of him there first.
This is really risky against Monkey, though. I don't think you can do this.
No, definitely not.
Oh,
Oh,
they
he
saw them in
doesn't
the
jump
trees.
in.
Yeah, unlucky. He will now, though. Well, now he's glimmered. This is so awkward. Ah, there he is. Ooh, okay.
Scanning through the tree lines with the follow-up.
He got it.
They're just jumping in like that.
Invoker will also get jumped. They're behind them, though.
I mean, Nine's already been doomed. Uh-oh. 9 goes down. They can't get anywhere.
Okay, 3-3 is just running away. Oh, he's going Pugna? But Pugna just uled himself.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay,
Oh, he can't finish him
GG, go next.
In fact, jumps back in.
You know, they're also just, they're countered so hard from a draft perspective too, like,
they are.
It's finally called here, 31 minutes in, 31k lead for
It's like
Liquid.
everything's impossible this game.
They were looking hot today, and once again, Tundra. There's something about Liquid, but they just can't do it against them. Liquid, they've always got their number.
Yeah, this was a beautiful one, though. It's like everything came together perfectly with the draft, with the plays. Pugna off lane to deal with not only just the troll, but
you're going Jim or what?
The Undying. They switched the Doom,
Yeah, I
so
was
he kinda
thinking.
countered
Is this
the
series
Beast
over?
Master, the snipers,
Yeah.
free farming.
Oh, okay.
What else
Yeah,
could
then
you
I'm
really ask
definitely
for
going
if you're a
Jim.
Liquid fan? This was a
Fun series though.
events that came from them,
Just
and Tundra,
2-0s that ended super fast.
Tundra does look very good versus a lot of teams, but
Yes,
for some
actually,
reason
very,
versus Liquid, it seems like there's not much hope.
very one-sided
Well, and truly seems to have
so
figured it
far.
out. And even in this game too, with Tundra trying to come in.
For now.
something a bit different, bring him
There
back to
were
the
some,
old mix,
you
as
know,
said, Nine coming back
extraneous
on the focus,
factors.
some of the
You got
outseen
the
for
mind control
a long
factor
time.
impacting the
6
other
months
series.
in competitive.
This game you had the Midas Battle Fury troll factor.
They're just trying things out, you know.
Yeah. Trying things out.
It was a tough series.
Alright, I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, talk to you later, man. See ya.
Very much looking fantastic, and with a great approach both times. This game too as well, that switch around and getting Zion on the offlane.
Secret game is also kinda over, no?
For the troll to deal with, as,
What is the Ramses game? Why does everyone say that?
They'll get the 2 wins against
What the
Tundra.
fuck's the Ramses game? 1 sec. The secret game looks kinda over though.
Like it's a 15-minute mark, right? Like at this point we're
38?
slowly getting into the area in which you don't know what the hell is happening anymore, like in team fights for these players as well. We're not there yet. Like not everyone has a 25 and stuff, but we're getting closer and closer to the madness zone.
Yeah, talking about a bit of madness in terms of control.
1 sec.
ITB, so Husker, Halberd, Phoenix, Halberd, Lycan, Halberd, Pango, building a Halberd. Snipers got under the skin.
As long as they use them, not at the same time.
God damn it,
right?
how do I do that?
On
Wait.
the sniper. The problem is you're itemizing completely into shutting him down, right? At the same time, it's no longer only him. Like Ember hits really hard with his data
There we go.
that you mentioned earlier. It's just been
Oh.
given to him. Then Monkey King as well with
They're getting
ESL,
rat kit or what?
And yeah,
That's a Huskar.
hurts, so you have to worry about some other targets as well.
Arteezy? Has the game started though, guys? I don't think the game has started.
Good old Arcane.
Oh, it just started.
Queued up by Monkey King. Jump in, instant ult, instant jump out.
Yeah.
Boundless strike.
Can watch like one fight here.
Very nice to have.
Late game team fights are always nice.
Quick stuns and quick team fight ults. I think it really just comes down to speed, so might as well.
Oh,
Plus,
predictions.
The
You're absolutely right, my friend.
Cooldown reduction. That's also the big thing to have. Armel really punishing that Golem. Damn, this guy
Jesus Christ, Sniper is
Golem is like, I don't know what is peeping me, but you know, big Golem just looks like he's skateboarding or something, or falling on top of ice.
40k gold lead. I don't think they wanna. They doesn't look like they wanna push. Oh, he's playing Carry Ember.
Term to use there.
Crystal is Carry Ember.
Not like roller skates.
That's pretty cool though.
Skating. Okay. I guess
That is pretty cool.
I humble myself.
It's fine. I'm like, because there's so many of these new like types of skateboards, like long boards and stuff.
This is ESL stream. Oh no, it's PGL. Yeah. Wait, this is not. What the fuck? This is not ESL. What the fuck? I thought there was an ESL game.
Because oftentimes, if this hero does not have a good laning stage,
I actually got fucking baited. Today's also DPC?
My point being is, so this
I had
hero,
no idea.
if you lose your lane, can't farm jungle very quickly. You really rely on getting to that battle fury or whatever farming item you do.
I actually got fucking Omega baited.
From lane creeps. So losing your lane is not really an option with this hero.
And already having to have burned through a whole set of tangos. Yeah, Marcy not having a great time. And Fishman, he took Starstorm level 1, so get some pretty good harassment out onto him also with the Nyx nearby. I mean, that is definitely one thing that Nyx does quite well. It's sort of just be a body in the lane. 4 armor, 4.5 regen. He can be a bit of a bully. His mid, Stormer, all of his mana. Mikey playing so far Quas Exort, or Quas Wex build.
Yeah, I think he's going to opt for just fully going Quaswex as he has Urn queued up. And I think he kind of needs to be, right? Your offlaner's an MP, your carry's the Doom.
Fear sounds a little laggy on the mic.
Type of lineup.
Fair enough.
Wait, Mike, he's not playing Bat Raider.
First blood taken up on the top side of the map. They managed to find him. So just pairing together crit stun and Saberlight right clicks. Easy kill.
Interesting.
That did go for the Nyx though, luckily. So the CS of Watson isn't really that bad right now. That injection of gold doesn't go into Saberlight.
I have 2 monitors.
Earlier treads. So if they were going to give up first
I have 2.
blood,
One is this is the main one
there, so it doesn't really
for Dota, and this is the one for chat.
Unless he dies again here.
This one is the one for
he's
chat.
getting brought down lower and lower. Fisherman still level 1, doesn't have it, and
Pet
he's
the
gonna
chat.
die again. Now they do manage to get the return kill onto crit, but
So I have 2. One is like to the right side, and the main one is to the middle.
Yeah, with no TP scroll there, it's going to be slightly dangerous.
One mid,
for
one
Watson.
to the right.
If crit decides to come directly back in, he may consider. No, he's not going to go mid. There's no.
So yeah,
one with
2.
So he'll just go straight
2.
back here. Saberlight got the pull off with his trains at the same time in the top lane. Looks like most of the action's gonna happen up
I want to watch mid a bit
so
more.
At least the runes come out. Stormer, he's not gonna move until at least 6 minutes.
Well, and you also sort
Carry Marcy.
Right. I mean, I've kind of been keeping the corner of my eye on it as we see another stun there onto Watson. But it actually has been looking pretty okay for Doom. He's got a wave sort of coming into him here, and he's 13-3 versus 8-2 on Toby. Things have been going quite well down bottom and already queuing up the Midas.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair here, he does have an Undying in his lane, so...
Yeah, that's true.
How much of this is the Doom and how much is this the Undying? I'd say most of it is
No, I think it's
probably
Ortiz.
Undying. But the fact that Toby's still getting CS down here as a strength hero against Undying is sort of...
Oh my god.
Yeah. That's fair. That's
I hate
what
Undying.
was that range?
So in the mid lane, crit actually makes rotation.
Wait, what?
And
he bought back?
Has a big creep wave coming into him right now on Storm. Saberlight gives the tip afterwards. So he won't miss out on too much of that XP, but does end up losing his life. And needs to be careful because Crit's still hanging around here. All right, Crit's going to leave now.
Yeah. some people might look at that and be like, oh, he rage bought back because he died. But no, he just had a huge wave in front
Yeah,
of
Fear, he kind of did, though.
Not bought back there. It's really cheap to buy back when you're level 3. It's really just going to be the cooldown and potentially the death later that happens that'll hurt you.
Down bottom.
He just wanted that.
Toby in some trouble. Fly another decay.
Offlane Toby, guys.
They're gonna drop the nether
We
moon,
are
but
big
that might just
offlane
get picked off
Toby
and
enjoyers
killed
here,
too.
okay?
So
we like offlane
pretty
Toby.
early aggressive play coming in, and Katomi might be in trouble. Meanwhile, Stormstormer dies again mid. The Saber-like rotation while they're diving bottom. Falling apart right now for
I'll
NT.
ask you guys, do you think that baby was worth it? Now that you're dead 40 seconds.
Yeah, that was a costly... Well, that's a 30 second set on Storm. We're going to have to see what they can do in that 30 seconds. That's going to hurt him a lot. He's level 4. But however, your offlaner rotating from the offlane 4 minutes into the game.
I don't control the camera, guys, so I don't know what you want me to do.
Giving Watson a completely free lane, and it's potentially going to mean when Watson gets 6, Saberlight is going to die because he's going to be behind a full level now for that rotation.
What did you just call me?
The trade-off, however, is Storm is dead for 30 seconds now. He's only level 4 at 5 minutes in the game. That 6-minute rune, that's going to come out.
We'll play later.
He's going to be level 6 for it. So there's openings on both sides here.
Right, shutting down the big playmaker, at least the potential playmaker in Storm. I mean, I guess it's a little bit.
What happened to Abed?
Like you said, unless he has a rune, it's not
Abed
really
got kicked because he didn't want to play Storm 56 scrims in a row.
Watson can do what he needs to sort of make that play up top. He is 5.5 right now. They are rotating Fishman up here also, but it won't necessarily be easy if they can bring in more people. Nature's Prophet trying to finish off treads and back towards.
Are they killing mid again? Watch.
Stormstormer in trouble, and Stormstormer gonna die.
Ain't no way. No way. No way.
And Katomi now he's also in some more trouble, keeping that urn vessel.
Too.
I mean, they're just
no way. This guy just died again.
Oh
my god.
I mean,
so let me get this straight.
If he's not there.
He bought back.
I wonder
no, he died.
How worth
bought back.
Is, like,
died again. Dead 40 seconds. Respawns. Dies
draft,
again.
At the end of the day, he is just kind of a stun for them, and that is going to be his function. And they're letting the side lanes free farm for this. So normally you'd be like, yeah, you can't make any plays, but your playmaker doesn't really need to make plays if your side lanes are free farming to begin with. So this is just going to be pressure. It's going to slow down the Storm a bit. But they need to transition this into stopping these side lanes.
Right.
At some point.
Well, and we'll see if they can make that move. I mean,
it's 4 people mid.
Comes mid again, so they're still losing support. And
I think he's dead again.
Level 6. He's
no, Watson's here. Okay.
Find the kill onto Mikey.
That was big. Like all this bullying that they're doing the mid lane.
Whoa.
All right. Mikey ended up on with the urn, I guess.
And Saberlight. Now
he's
in trouble.
Marcy.
Watson just ran at him. Okay.
He's troubling for sure.
Okay.
So if you kind of look at Watson's net worth now, he is number 1, going for that Battle Fury. He is going to be the hardest carry in this game, with the question mark of what the RTZ Doom is going to do as a carry. So I'm not sure yet, but Mikey's going to rotation spotlight and just going to kill Katomi here.
RTZ has Midas or what?
Easy bring down, take down the ward after.
7-minute Midas.
It is a bit of a strange one. This is also going to not be RTZ going for Midas actually.
Wait, he's not?
No, he does. Yes.
No, he does. I was going to say. Crazy.
He does.
RTZ.
I was, yeah.
I saw another courier coming over with what I thought was treads, but yeah. So
I was a little confused.
At 7.5 minutes. So while Marcy's been given free farm, so too is the Doom. I mean, how big of a deal is it for Stormstormer that he's just completely broke like this? I mean, is he just gonna sort of
I will not add that.
Or does
Stop
he still
typing
need
it.
to be involved, trying to like be that stun setting up for kills?
I don't want to watch Bob, dude.
Game,
we're watching this.
You don't have a lot of
I need to watch RTZ. I need to up my farming patterns. Because they're not optimal right now. So I need to watch.
But it definitely hurts him a lot that his game is struggling this much. It's definitely not easy by any means.
Oh my god, dude.
No way he's dead again. No, it's not.
Oh god.
It's not
yeah, every time he comes.
Jesus.
Sorry, the last thing I was gonna, the least greedy thing RTZ doing right now is that he's not maxing Devour with Midas. He's getting more points than Scorched Earth.
Nigma Galaxy OG 2-0.
It almost feels like he's playing that role of like an offlaner that can just hold a tower and stay alive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean his hero.
The new Doom position 1 meta, I guess, really because the summoners are very popular right now, like Lycan, Beast, those kind of heroes. Everyone plays them.
That was really nice.
And Doom is really good against those.
Spiked
even Darkseer.
Bullying back Mirana a bit. It does have the salve, so she'll be able to reset and be fine.
Yeah, that's probably what.
Yeah. Interesting way that this game has gone, and now trying to put some more pressure onto this top tower. So
Holy
Watson
shit.
is here and can get a little bit aggro, but needs a target to rebound off of. And we'll see if anybody else wants to rotate over. They're bringing Stormstormer. He's actually farming out the jungle. So they I don't think can make this happen without him.
Yeah, I think the pace right now that Rebellion is putting on is really good.
I'm already bored of watching, bro.
Really badly, but Crit's denying that. And there's so much mana burn right now between the Nyx, who's skilled 1 point in it.
No way.
Invoker.
No way.
No matter what happens in this game, Stormstormer's not gonna have a good time.
Jeez.
And Crit, he has no mana, no stun, but 10-6.
Critique? I mean, Critao?
Does also have that Spike Carapace trying to buy as much time as possible. Backs away, and Stormstormer
He just runs away.
Out of mana,
he just runs away.
Pop the stick
He just runs away.
Never in doubt. With an Invis rune picked up for Saberlight, stealing that one away. Jeez.
He's got the fluffy hat.
That Stormstormer is so tilted right now.
Well,
so I'm trying to figure out here where Toby is going to find his entrance in this game. He's just been farming for now. Is he just going to farm until his Overlord helm? You see that he's keeping it away from RTZ because he doesn't want to get devoured. But if he ganks away from RTC, that's when he can have more act. They're going to go now. Speak of the devil.
Try and get him. Gets the armor from that Devour, but I don't think it's going to be enough to keep him alive.
RTZ's
so
dead.
Managed to find the kill.
That's
nice
so much gold.
Of the Doom.
400?
Still a big problem.
No, 500. Sorry for my math. 500 gold.
Well, yeah, they're finding some damage onto him. Saberlight TP's in, they get that kill. Watson jumps inside. Saberlight,
no,
he plants another tree. Oh, that was cool.
He pre-tipped.
But they got range, got vision, and now the counter tip.
Yeah,
he deserves that one.
Is that what
happened?
Yeah. Interesting. But for him to do that, he had to stop his TP, right? So the Sprout ended. So
yeah,
worth a try. And then the rebound.
I've been there.
Still has Doom. If they wanted to go.
It is.
Wait, what?
Okay.
We got ults.
Mikey from downtown moves on in.
But he's gonna die. They should get return kills here, though.
They try and turn again.
I think Arteezy's dead.
Of nature coming in does some good damage. Katomi keeping pressure on.
Is he dead again?
Didn't have Devour.
Arteezy's dead again.
Ends up dying. Actually died to the ward trying to devour a creep before he went down. And Mikey, good dodge of the rebound. Fly here too, but they have the dust. He's got to run. Nowhere left to go. Ends up falling. So Shopify getting a little bit too...
Stormstormer kind of coming in right now. He's kind of coming back.
I was talking about Stormstormer here. If he's just AFK farming jungle, nothing's going to happen on this map, and his game's going to get worse. But even though he's had a terrible game, he's been there as that stun.
Pepeluzo is also a pretty top tier mode.
Again, got another kill on
pretty good.
Then also Mikey dies now, and then on top of it, Fly's going to die now. And a tier 1 tower. Like, things are going really well for Entity.
They're throwing.
If you have Shopify Rebellion's draft right now, you're not super happy with the things they're going. Yes, Storm is shut down still. He's still really far behind, but this Lycan is now starting to pick up a lot of steam, and this Marcy is completely free
S tier emote, probably Scatter right now.
Right. And that is a scary
I think Scatter
thing
is
to
probably
sort
my
of
new favorite
coming
emote.
Forward, and particularly if they can find another kill on Arteezy. It does look like he's going to back away now, dodges away from
It's probably my new favorite
the
one.
Plus side, obviously, for Shopify is that they do have this like double Midas strat with Doom Invoker, and if they can get to that late game, things feel somewhat
Do you think
there,
Watson's
but
potential is being
I'm
wasted?
I'm looking
Wasted
at
by
this
who?
lineup of Entity and how
Do you think
strong
Entity?
these timings are going to be, particularly with like Helm of the Overlord.
Do you think people are
coming out and,
underperforming in
you know,
Entity
BKBs,
other than
and
Watson? Or what?
how are they going to deal with that on Shopify? As Arrow goes out, going to be a little off the mark at Crit. He's going to get brought down. So another kill for Entity.
Yeah, and Stormstormer has to use his entire mana pool to get a single kill because he's actually so underfarmed, but what else can you do in this game if you're Storm? And if you are going to counter... Oh, you have Katomi here just healing
Sucky.
as well, so that helps.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. We talked about it in the draft. This is one of the benefits. And we're not...
Oh, they're smoking. Let's see.
Boots on Pugna, so every time he does do that, he's going to have to
What can they do here, boys? What can they do here?
So, interesting. We'll see how much Stormer can make.
Is that really the kill you want to get, though, mis amigos? Is it really the fucking kill you want to get? It's fine, actually.
I mean, finding these kills, it does feel bad when like you're using your entire mana pool for fly, but as you said, you have Katomi there.
It's full mana again.
Stormer able to stay on the map, and I guess that is one side to like Storm being shut down early, right? Is that
they're going again.
A lot of what is great about Storm is your ability to stay on the map, and Pugna sort of solves that. Ward down. Katomi throws out the Nether Blast. They have to back away.
Throws out his life as well to save Stormer. So if you think about it this way, right? They counterpicked the Storm in the game really hard by 4-man in his lane. They counterpicked him in the draft. He's basically
did he actually buy Vessel?
And he's still finding impact on the map. That's
yo, Marcy's ulti purges you, right?
And
the ulti gives you like a basic dispel.
I would want my early pick hero, the one that's been counterpicked the most, to have the worst.
So you have to wait with the Vessel, right? Or only with Aghanims?
It's more of like, does he have any whatsoever? And the answer to that is yes. Yes, he does. So
I see.
You do have to need to look at our
I don't play Marcy, so I don't really know. Can offlane last pick Toby get out of this? Yeah, he's fine.
Or is he?
Dropping low. Yes, is gonna die. Mikey gets the final touch there. For
that is a pretty throwy move from
without getting off Wrath of Nature.
Shopify Rebellion,
though.
That's
really bad. He just finished his axe.
Roche.
And he just TP'd in and died immediately.
Okay,
I was gonna say,
that's crazy.
This Lycan has like a huge timing with
they're
this
not doing it.
Coming up without RTZ being level 15. If he opts to get the Devour target's Ancient's Talent. However, they lost
4 for 1
to kill that Lycan there. That one, not worth it.
I don't understand how he didn't get Wrath of Nature off.
I didn't see,
he just TP'd in and died, but I mean, that entire play right there, 3 heroes smoked up and then going for a kill was around NP finishing his axe. And now he's going to get jumped on. Does pop the Wrath of Nature this time. Now the turn gets the root on to the Pugna. Katomi tries to get out of there. Arrow almost connecting, and Sunstrike, not enough for the kill.
Yeah. RTZ unfortunately had a Scorch Earth cooldown from farming the creeps earlier.
Ooh, they lose the vision.
Did you hear Fear? Did you hear what Fear just said?
Out of mana.
Unfortunately, Ortiz had Scorched Earth cooldown from farming creeps earlier. Like, fucking sarcastic, like, dripping voice, dude. Holy.
But they aren't gonna go
it's like the subtle flames, though, you know? Those, I like those. It's like, yeah, the guy's just fucking farming, that's why he doesn't have his spells.
And just the Nether Ward, I believe, killed him.
Like, very subtle, you know? Like, you don't really notice it until you really think about it.
And then probably got the life drain and decrepify on him. With
oh my god.
You have no defenses as an MP against a Pugna if you do TP deep. And Nigma is known, as you just saw in the last fight, to a middle of a fight and not really care. So
it's pretty good though.
A bit for that.
I think if I would say that, I think I would be way too sarcastic.
It has all led up to
and it would be obvious, but Fear hides it really well. I like it.
And it looks like they want to fight.
Do you think Shopify would be better if you were with them? Probably, yes.
They retook this area. There is a really good entity ward that's sort of scouting where Invoker is. He's also in a creep wave, but they find Nyx right at the
he just
start
got soloed.
Just dies. Oh, wow.
By any means. With Nyx against Storm, that one hurt. Maybe stay off of int treads if you're Storm. That may have made the difference there, but at the end of the day, he died on int treads. It's painful. He didn't expect that type of damage to come out.
Also, the Arcane Ring. I mean, even having that, you know, a little extra int there.
Just get rid of it all.
Okay.
Yeah. No more int.
Wraith Pact versus Doom? I don't think so.
Get your mana.
Yeah.
I think you should buy physical damage versus Doom because the hero has really low armor.
I hate that item.
Or lifesteal. Because Doom doesn't prevent lifesteal.
Well.
Can they do this?
Like it.
Nice.
Mikey dropping.
I mean, I definitely don't think you go Helm. I don't think you buy Helm 2. I don't think so. Because he just eats the creep, right?
On him, because you have a very difficult time scaling on this particular hero if you go the Quoswex build. And dying surely doesn't help.
Oh yeah, you could go Aghanims actually.
You do have an urn, but once the BKBs come online, speaking of
On Lycan.
BKBs,
Yeah.
online for
Doom
Watson
can.
now, who's been
Doom
quite
is
fun.
able to eat Ancients with the level 15 talent. Yes.
Well,
Guess
they're
you do
hunting
one,
him
maybe.
here. Yeah.
It's level 15, no? Level 20, level 15? Oh.
Katomi.
I think it's level 15.
They walk under vision. Crit revealed. Doesn't pop Spike Carapace yet. Trying to get away. Force Staff keeps him alive.
Okay.
They used infield too there, so that's down.
Yeah, they need to get the hell out of here. The Wolves on him. And it looks like with that,
I think that's just
Shopify
Roche,
don't
no?
feel confident coming into contest.
It's just Roche.
Surely you don't give the Aegis the Storm's.
It's level 12.
I don't think so. I think
Okay.
you save
it's 15, I'm pretty
He's
sure.
not in a net worth where I
Wait,
think
that's
he's
not
gonna
Enchantress,
use his
that's
Aegis
Doom.
well.
Hello?
Whereas I think Watson,
Okay.
if he gets doomed and dies, that's where this game gets hard for Entity.
Okay.
I don't know
If he has
what's...
BKB online, going Blink next, going Bash.
Hoodwink.
We've all seen the Marcy when you get your farm up and start two-shotting heroes. It gets ugly really fast. Whereas if you look on the side of Rebellion, they still play optionless. Of course, you have Doom, but you do want to wait for this Aegis to go down. I think at this point, you pick this Doom to.
I need to have 5. Well, that's life.
However, at this point, you don't need to. This hero, it's gonna be a waste. You want to Doom Watson.
Do I really need to do it?
Ideally, you get it
Broke
before his
everything now.
comes off, or maybe even just Doom the Lycan before he shapeshifts. That would be good because they have so much. They have
It does. It didn't fix fucking jack shit.
Nyx, they got the Invoker.
Thank you
he's
though.
Good for so I believe you're dodging right now if you are rebelling.
Why is it so laggy?
Well, blink back and trying to get away. Fly looks like he's going to be the one left behind. Now, can they also kill Arteezy? He doesn't have a TP.
Arteezy.
Oh no.
Wait, he doesn't have TP?
Doom turns to fight. The stomp is there, and Katomi's going to be there for the heal. So he's just dead. Oh man.
TP, huh?
Yep.
Well, he's got 2 of them now after that death.
This is actually getting pretty sloppy. It's getting pretty sloppy right now.
I mean, Shopify, they're keeping their net worth up. This
Pretty
is obviously
sloppy.
inflated because of Doom, because of Double Hand of Midas's. This feels like it's a very strong timing for Entity, though, to just completely take over this game.
Yeah, their net worth is higher, but just as you said, they have Midas.
What is Fury gonna say now?
It's more of a question of like, what is this net worth building into? And I'm looking at Arteezy and
So Crit didn't wait for the Sunstrike, he just took the kill.
Pay for this one with his life.
I mean...
Spike Carapace tries to back away, has a force
Sure, I
Not
guess.
going to connect. And with Fly coming over and actually TPing in with Saberlight now, they want to try and take this engagement.
Dude, this Nyx
Crit
is not
gets
dying.
another Spike Carapace and the heal coming from Fly. It's
What
enough
the
to keep him
fuck?
alive. Oh man, Crit did so much there. That's crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy. I think that was a bit of a misplay by Entity.
Crit is actually carrying this team right now.
Wasted his arrow a bit there. However, Rebellion punished him.
Like Crit on a hero that doesn't require Blink Dagger to blink 70% of the range, and they win like every game.
The more stuff you can
Let's
build,
fucking go,
that'll
Crit.
help punish Entity's draft, but RTC's building things like bots. He's building Aetherlands. It's not really damage. I like to see the Orchid come online for Saberlight. That does help a bit. Mikey also just
Zoning, bro.
BKB. You still have to worry about Watson. I feel like they have 0 damage for this guy right now. So a lot's going to come down to his positioning and whether or not he can make this Aegis really impactful, or if he doesn't get doomed when the Aegis is gone. So
Crit, I believe, is
good plays for
from
Rebellion. They're
Denmark,
keeping their net worth up, but I still
if I'm not
think they do
mistaken.
have this major problem in Watson that is not addressed yet.
Right. Well, and walks right by
Watson
a
has a
gem.
gem.
How?
Watson Dotto?
How did he not see him there at the start? Crit tries
Dude,
to
how
back
hard is
away.
it to
Good
kill this
stun in
hero?
the midst of the jump forward, but they managed to get the kill. And I like this decision to just get
How
the
hard
gem.
is it?
You know, they kind of need this, I think, to shut down this map. And it feels like there could be a moment here where sort of the jaws are clamping shut a little bit from Entity. If they can make those good plays, it's still annoying when you've got these heroes that are great at split pushing, great at individually picking heroes off, like the Doom, the Nature's Prophet. Saberlight's going to need to do a ton to sort of hold them in this game, it feels like.
But he is playing a hero that can do it.
Yeah.
We've seen NP with the
Mikey?
farm and Mikey.
Holy
yeah.
shit!
Exposing the arrow, you don't see that every day.
He got deleted.
Not the easiest to pull off. I suppose no longer
Damn.
stuns. Back when it's stunned, it was pretty easy, but the slow is a bit harder.
Treants running across the map.
Yeah, so the real question is with Arteezy, right? He has the talents that Devour can target.
You're very bored. I'm telling you guys, like I have too much energy to watch games all day. I just cannot. I just cannot.
To get his own farm.
I mean, he's waiting. Yep, there's the answer.
There's the answer.
But you know why?
It does have a 60-second cooldown.
The reason why is because he's going to be getting
this guy stop getting solo
kills,
kills?
and then he can do it more often. As they do manage to kill Katomi, so Crit paired together with it makes the play, and yeah, they've got Octarine course, and now he can.
What's in Toto?
Even more as Crit tries to get away.
Crit's too good actually.
Out, Crit backs away, has 4 staff, but won't be able to escape.
Kind of feels like the story of Crit's life right now. He's getting 1 pick and then just dying in return as well. But I think the pace of this game is pretty decent for Rebellion. I think the reason why Watson ended up picking up this early gym is because he's a bit frustrated.
You said it's decent for Rebellion?
They're dodging Watson at any cost.
I think this is really good for Entity right now because they keep killing them.
To get his hero involved.
And Shopify is not getting ahead Doom Midas.
So they don't want to mess with Watson as much as they can. So they're going to keep this.
I think this is good for Entity.
Eventually, when they get Watson,
because this Marcy is going to kill everyone.
When I see time Doom, that'll be the time for Rebellion.
That's just me though. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe Clueless.
Yeah, no, I hear you. That if they can get to that point, and I think the thing that's sort of
I don't think Doom will carry this later.
At least is that it does have that feeling. I mean, just look at all of the vision that they have on the map.
We'll see, I guess.
Right now.
I think they need a Lycan Aghanims. I think Lycan gets
trying
Aghanims.
to
And Marcy will go ham on everything.
Making them run all around the map together as well, down bottom, the chase is going to continue. They find him. Katomi, Doom now onto Stormstormer. Crit looks for the chase down. They TP in with 1, but Watson, they've shown up for a fight, and Saberlight
I mean, these initiations are just
away.
not it, to be honest.
So they do look like now
they're just
willing
not
to
it.
maybe chase this. Eul Scepter lift up, stun to follow. Fishman there. Watson jumps in. BKB finds Mikey, going to get sprouted.
Watson is actually really good. Holy fuck.
He's gonna die though. About this, the stomp connects, finds Watson, Infernal Blade, but the arrow and then the dispose and the jump away. Watson played himself out of it. Crit backs out, does have a lot of damage coming in from those summons. As Toby now turns, he also has a Quelling Blade, so this Sprout not.
I feel like Toby's just running in circles. No? I feel like he's just running around.
Fight, jump in for another, finds the stun, gets the kill, and with that ward placed down, it sets them up beautifully. They're respawning on these heroes, and Stormstorm are about to come back up. They don't have Doom for another 50, but the ulti nature, Watson looking for 1.
Watson's ulti again. Hit them.
He didn't have BKB. Oh my god.
That was really unlucky.
They managed to get out with Arteezy just barely. And Crit another.
I don't think you guys even saw what just happened.
And make sure that Arteezy just
Offlane
didn't get blown
Toby
up by the Marcy.
Used a Dominator 2 on a lane creep. 2 seconds later, Arteezy Midas'd it.
Pretty good. Watson, the first time around, jumps in with the
oh god. What can you do? What can you do?
So he didn't get his BKB off, so Saberlight was able to disengage.
Oh, that was like a mid-team fight.
Very long, very sloppy.
Just really, what can you do scenarios?
Stormer jumping in like that was a bit ambitious. His team wasn't there. He needs to realize that he's a stun. When he goes in, I think Watson needs to go in almost directly after.
If Kuro asked you to replace MC, will you play?
Very difficult fight.
Oh, you guys think? Should I say yep or scatter?
Played that fight amazing. Got so many carapaces off, flies healing everyone in the back, and then Arteezy getting the Doom on Storm. So the control is there, and if they take these long fights,
that's a lot of scatters.
That they can play around. Entity, they gotta play around the Unleashed. They gotta play around the Lycan Ultimate, and when those are down,
I don't know.
They become much weaker.
I'd probably say no, to be honest.
I mean, that
very high chance I'd say
like
no.
You talked about these long, sloppy fights. They turn into wins.
To be quite honest here,
if they can hit it perfectly. Now these Treants scouting everything, moving around like crazy. I think he's
right?
Is he patrol commanding them? Like, what's going on? I don't know what's happening, but they're just like running around in circles. And then
please don't make them. Jesus.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably patrolling some and just moving the others, just clicking them furiously across the map.
Fishman
Fishman.
It's so interesting seeing all this weird micro stuff go on, and then just pushes out this bottom lane afterwards. NP is a huge problem.
NP is a big problem,
Rebellion's
yes.
Draft is really good at this. They have
He is a big problem.
Split push. They have the Nature's Prophet, who's doing the majority of it, and that's the game they want to play. They don't want to take these team fights. They want to take the fights where they have the number advantage. They want to frustrate Entity as much as they can, and Entity just haven't been able to find the openings this game to get the initiations on terms that they want.
Yeah.
I think Watson has to kind of 1v9 this one until Lycan gets Aghanim.
Targets. I think
also, I think Storm needs a goddamn BKB now.
Maybe a little bit of that almost sense of frustration about it.
He's buying it now.
Like this one lane.
One of my favorites.
And in the meantime, Rebellion is completely pushing out both of these side lanes continuously, and they don't even get that much sustained damage.
Right, Crit is running in to them.
Tower top.
Camera.
And now they're in this weird position. Crit's gonna be found, but Spike Carapace to turn.
I mean, Crit's like a fucking.
I mean, they're gonna go all in and kill him, but you're still farming out the entire.
How hard is it to do your best next to Puppy? Is he scary? Like, are you afraid if you do something wrong?
A bit. I feel like if I do something, he's gonna punch me. Yeah.
Right? Like,
just kidding.
Does it make you?
Just
does it make you play? How hard is it to do your best next?
So they won't.
I love how he looks to the side too. If Puppy's like listening.
That's cooldown reduction plus cast range coming in to play there. Long range devour.
Very good, very good. Now he eats a big war pine.
JK,
I mean, they're not dealing with bottom, which is starting to drop quicker and quicker. Now, it was a crit buyback to come back and contest this Roche, just in case it was something that was needed, but they're taking 2 tier 2 towers at the same time, and now they see that Roche is up.
I mean, this eventual pressure on the side lanes is good, but I believe...
I think Fierce Mike is a little too quiet, no? Can't do shit.
Get him. Finds it.
Anyways.
Bash immediately. Saber light
okay,
gone.
Storm
is gone. Now looking for more. They try and take this fight without the Marcy nearby. Marcy has to run across the map to get there. And the zip forward turn. Stomp Doom. Oh no. Oh, Stormer, not like this. And the tornado.
Okay, Mikey kinda failed his spells there.
Back in, but again,
kinda failed.
Crit. They try and find anybody, but it's not there.
So we do have buyback on NP. He has no ulti though. How badly do they want to take this Roche fight? RTZ TP's bottom, so not very badly at all.
Yeah, they send in the Forge Spirit. They're going to see it's dropping. Now, Crit does have Force Staff. He's thinking about going for this one. It's pretty scary in vision right now.
Can he do it?
Walks back in a way, and they're not going to
Crit is really trying, guys. Crit's really trying.
Lift up.
But
no way
it's just hard. It's just hard.
Alright, I think I agree with the choice of Stormer getting Aegis this time around. Just because he has no buyback. And I believe he really needs this BKB. When he finishes it, it'll help a lot. Even if he gets doomed, we've seen Katomi, as long as he doesn't get bursted down by magical damage, which you have very little through Rebellion, Katomi can heal you up through a BKB pretty easily.
Does it go through it on allies?
The life
Hold up, let RTZ cook.
Okay.
Hold up.
I never know about those ones. It's always a weird one.
The Force Staff doesn't.
Hold.
He did Force Staff him into live stream that fight, but if he's BKB, he should be able to heal him up quite easily.
Well, 2,000 gold lead.
All right.
And still structural damage being done by these treants is pretty insane. But they
are such a weird graph.
Sort of nullified back. You can see that.
I feel like they all do their own thing, the graphs.
Graph that we've got going on.
What's
right
happening?
Now, sort of favoring at various points Entity or Shopify. But now we're sort
how
of
is
again
the
in that holding
network
pattern.
and XP so different?
Break out of this sort of like split push problem that we're seeing.
I bet would have won this
Entity.
game by now.
How do they like manage to just sort of actually get a fight on their terms?
I think it's going to be on the back of Toby's Wolves getting vision for them.
Okay.
Doom, I guess you're right.
Rebound on top of it.
I'm clueless.
You do have to just get kills in this situation, and they'll probably get Fly here. Or is he a ninja?
Ninja Fly.
The ever evasive Undying. Yeah, he's out. That's pretty crazy. Like
that was still from the Nigma Galaxy series. Nice. Oops. Alright, forget about it.
Building damage in Dota feels like, of course, it does matter. but
Yeah.
it doesn't matter that much. You can lose like 2 barracks and still easily win a game, as long as you can just push right back and get the throne.
Your Invoker seems better than Mikey's Invoker. I do not support flaming pro players. So I will withhold my opinion here.
I would not be against Stormstormer.
I think his Invoker is pretty good.
Jumping in for a stun,
I think my Invoker is also pretty good. So, you know, you can form your own opinion based on that. I will say that my Invoker is much better than Meijito's Invoker though.
Yeah. Which one do you like?
I like the Aghanims, particularly with this Aegis for another 2.5 minutes. It sounds really good. I just keep looking.
Go for one of them, right? Because he has no buyback. What's he saving money for?
Yeah, I agree. Well, he is gonna buy the BKB, bring it out to himself. While bottom, there's counter push going on.
Mage has fed me so much MMR actually.
Nearby has
I can't really flame him.
Ready to go,
holy, I think Mage has probably got me like 300 MMR in like 4 days.
Like they instead are
it's been real Mage.
Make a counter play down bottom here, and I mean this tower is almost dead. I mean obviously, you know, racks are not the be all end all, but losing a tier 3 tower for nothing.
Okay, Fort Spirit.
That's not too bad there. Jumps in, kills off the creeps, and is able to rebuff the pressure.
It's definitely a lot of mental pressure too, because you're sitting there for so long. You have this ward available that I know they want to.
There's a Tinker ward there, low bro.
Instantly goes out and is going to deal with it. So they're
Fly is so aware.
Just to highlight supports a little bit. That play by Fly is huge. Just dewarding that one little ward, that type of vision.
Saberlight is, we haven't really seen that much from him, but he's... Yo, why is my offlane Toby not buying Aghanims for Marcy?
I don't know if that was underneath the.
Can someone tell me that?
There was the one ward.
Why does he not have an Aghanims?
TP'd out for it, but it looked like it might have been in that area, and Shopify playing very much in a defend fly.
That's like the best item here.
And immediately gets the pull. Does have BKB
just
TP out if he wants to
just
use it.
TP RTZ?
Thinking about it. Has to be careful. Chase, running, arrow, not going to connect. Pops the refresher, blinks away, and gets out of harm. And TP bottom.
And then he just TP's to crit. He has bots too.
Yeah, but he has bots too. I don't think Marcy can connect.
He does only have one Doom now. Because
I don't think Marcy is able to connect there.
Yeah.
Because he has bots too. It's 2-second TP.
It kind of shows the state of the game, right?
It's really fast.
Yeah. It's like, I'm fine to use my refresher. I guess he got potentially a Midas refresh there, too.
Oh, yeah. That's why. Well, tier 3 tower goes down.
Stormstormer?
Damage onto him with the Orchid. He has
BKB
no,
ready
to go, and 8 seconds till Aegis.
Oh no. Okay, RT.
Toby in trouble. Toby dies.
Sure.
So they lose crit, but they get 2 in return as the Aegis expires. Now, underneath
good moves
vision,
right now.
Stormstormer turns. They have
Watson Dotboy's here. You better
Didn't
run.
have the second one. And yeah,
you
that's
better
going to
run
be the
right
big
now.
Jump in now. Saberlight tries to get out of there. Away, not super likely. Arrow going out. Saberlight just wants to escape, and there
no
is
shot.
the root. The TP away, and he gets out, but he
dies. Base.
Stormstormer kills him. What? How did he get Stormstormer?
How?
He has a Witchblade. I think the Witchblade.
Oh, Witchblade gay. It's Witchblade gay.
Yeah.
I didn't know he has a Witchblade.
Oh man. Crazy. Yeah, there was still one more Starpstorm coming in too.
Yeah. This game reminds me of when I watched Rebellion play vs Gaming Gladiators. They played a very similar style of like
crit sounds match.
A lot of summons, kind of cheesy, a bit
This was a
ratty,
pub. Crit would maul hard right now. This was a pub.
It looked like they were going to lose, they were behind. It looked like they were going to win. And then, they're for sure lost, and they won some late game fight, then they won. Seems to be like the Rebellion way right now. These roller coaster of a games.
It is very strange, sort of seeing it, because we keep on talking about like how formidable and insanely strong this entity draft
I mean, I guess there is a Marcy mode I could add
right now. But Crit keeps on finding these pickoffs. Arteezy just keeps farming, and it looks like they might find Stormstormer
give me
again.
one sec.
As BKB back off cooldown just now.
Oh, that's a long TP.
Oh, Vision just barely not gonna connect. Oh, that was close.
Yeah, everyone TP top, so Stormstormer's TP was like 5 seconds there. Almost got
That's fine, right?
With the gym. That would have been a disaster. Narrowly survives that one. And did they pick up a smoke here? No, they're just gonna walk.
That's fine, right?
They also pinged that, so they saw that Crit was there on top of him. So giving a little bit of information about the Rebellion lineup, and well, very little vision on the map except for all the treants, which now see Entity.
There's
like
more actually.
Saruman's ravens from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised Toby's micro right now is not centered on getting these wolves out.
Okay, these are actually really weird.
Him for the damage, but I'd like to see him use these
I
wolves,
can't
I guess
really.
he's out now, to kind of do similar things that Rebellion's doing.
My favorite energy drink is Monster
especially
Energy.
because he has no Aegis anymore.
I think Monster Energy
Fly sending it out. He sees
tastes really
right
nice.
Away. Needs to be careful.
Has like
Smoke
just
breaks.
the right
Needs to
feel
take
amount.
Down that vision. Fly. He's in range. Manages to
Wait,
remove it, but the
wait,
BKB out.
hold
Crit
up.
in trouble. Crit gonna die. They jump forward. Find the
them cook.
Undying. Fly. Ghost Scepter tries to
Two
walk
dead,
away.
okay.
Ends up killing himself with the Soul Rip.
I like the.
Oh, is that gem too? I think they
What is
stole
it
the
called?
gem away.
From Fly?
Ultra
They have two
Citron.
gems now?
Or did he?
That one is
drop it
probably my
somewhere?
favorite.
Where's the gem?
This
the
one.
gem of Fishman is on the Storm Spirit. Did Rebellion
This one's pretty good.
have a gem? I don't know if I ever saw one.
They
Maybe
might have.
Oh, Fly got it on his courier. His courier.
Oh,
I like that one.
Because he had his courier with him, of course.
Yeah, so he picked up the gem with his courier. Very good, very good. I was gonna say, name a more
It's good.
iconic duo: Fly sitting next to an observer ward. It's the Rebellion way.
It's good.
He seems to be that guy that'll just place his vision and break the smokes for the team.
The
Oftentimes
monster
we'll
is
just
very
end up with
tasty.
him dying and the team
Should try it if
actually
you haven't,
wins.
guys.
But,
It's actually #ad because
The other
Liquid
thing
is
that
sponsored
they have
by.
online now for Rebellion is this.
Anyways,
Invoker
moving
level
on.
20 talent, which, I mean, he's at it for a little bit now.
Watson?
Ooh, up top, almost got him.
Watson Dotto. Oh,
Good blink away for Arteezy. Spotted him just in time.
That's the timing now. If you're Rebellion, you're like, no BKB, no ulti on Marcy. We can do something. And they go.
Stormer. He went in at the same time. Toby wants to find Saberlight. Gets him. Oh, but he didn't have mana. He had it. Electric Vortex was ready, but did not have mana for it. And now they're ready to go in for another round.
Close.
Has to be careful. Nature's Prophet's TP back off cooldown soon, but Shopify finds one. Turns on the
he
Fishman.
just
Double leap,
refreshed.
Kind of a weird one there from Fishman. As they find him, Vision
out?
around
No
the
way.
side.
Okay.
Nah, they get him. And on the other side, they also find Toby. The big meteor lands. They get both kills, and Marcy with no BKB. I mean, you can see why she's queuing up the refresher. Oh my god, all it takes is that
Refresh
one little timing.
Devour. Holy giga chatty.
If you're Entity, you probably should have just ran immediately, but...
Is that
on the
actually
flip
why he
side,
did it? No way.
Dota is a game about milliseconds sometimes, and Rebellion did not hesitate to use that smoke. And I think Entity didn't respect the fact that Rebellion saw that timing quick enough, and they didn't back
he had
out.
Doom
Felt
ready,
like
no?
Saberlight. Granted, they were close, but it was a bit of a bait.
I think because like Roche was coming up or something, Stormstormer felt like we have to get something right now because otherwise it's a free Roche for them. And that ends up almost making the situation worse in a way. So now with Roche
One of my
respawning
favorites.
right now, it should be
White
free for
WHD
Shopify. Although
just
Stormstormer
subscribed.
jumps in, uses
Co-stream
his
with
whole
Mass
mana pool.
BN1.
They do
It's
kill
what
off
the people
Saberlight, but
want.
now the jump
Is
forward.
that really
the
what the
Doom
people
is
want?
down. They connect onto Marcy.
Oh, that's the biggest kill.
Arteezy way too
Biggest
strong,
kill ever.
muted up, but the
Oh my-
heal coming in, is it going to be enough? Yule Scepter lifted, stun, done. And Watson,
Arteezy
that one is
will
going to be a
maybe
costly
die.
one.
No,
First
he's
death
fine.
of the game, but it hurts real bad, and they keep finding more. 3 already gone. Katomi likely to be following this one up. Although Stormstormer buys back, zips in. This is crazy.
Yeah, that was the moment they're looking for. Get a Doom on top of the Marcy. They can't fight. Kaiden, Overwhelming Blink now online for Arteezy. You kind of see now how much stun potential he has with this Octarine core available with the War Stomp.
Scather?
You see some Dooms go for the Arcane Blink over this. Just
I
for
don't
the
know.
War
What the
Stun
hell was that?
potential and
Right.
The cast point. However, he's not going to go for that. And Stormstormer, you have no buy, my friend.
Oh,
You
Stormstormer,
can't.
no,
You can't
not
die
like
there. You
this.
can't. You can't do that.
Some of the damage on
the game is over now.
Fishman does manage to escape.
You can't do that.
Tries to back away, but overwhelming blink forces out the BKB. Has Doom back up in 3, and also has the refresher for afterwards. Pops that, turns, hits, Doom, stomp, done. Second round looks for more. No. Jumps away after the buyback from Marcy.
Arteezy's really using these refreshers for pretty much everything but double Doom. He's using it for double BKBs, double blink daggers.
It was pretty good actually.
You went in there, refreshed his
pretty good
buyback
first.
Escape that situation after the
by our tour.
I don't think it was the wrong call either. I believe that was a smart decision. But normally most people hover around the fact that I need to get 2 Dooms off. I have refresher. That's why I bought refresher, right? But not for Arteezy. He uses it in more creative ways.
Arteezy actually playing well.
Near flawless.
Why actually?
I haven't really seen.
I think he always plays well.
Other than maybe dying that one-time bottom with no TP, having a fantastic game.
And I mean, again, you talked about it in the draft that they have oftentimes saved his hero to be that last big.
There's no weakest link in Shopify Rebellion. I think they all like. I think they're all really good. There's no weakest link.
Also, if
they have a good 1 position, very high skill 2 position.
Because it's like backup by the time
they have Saberlight on 3, very good.
And it's another opportunity for
one of the best 4s, Fly, one of the best captains. And of course, don't forget, they also have one of the best coaches in the entire world. They have Bulba as a coach. TI winning coach.
That has been the big benefit for Watson now, is having that level 25 sidekick spell immunity.
Poor Watson just can't find an opening.
TI winning coach. It's actually, I'm not even sarcastic right now. I'm not even sarcastic.
He doesn't get that opportunity. And right now, you're getting split by this Nyx who's invisible, the Treen scouting everywhere from Saber.
I like Bulba as a coach. I think he's doing a lot of good stuff.
Quite annoying, or maybe you just see a Fly sitting underneath a ward and you just get an undying kill. You're not getting the big targets you want. Mikey hasn't died in a while. Saberlight, he's died occasionally, but it's been at the cost of most of Entity dying shortly after. And they haven't.
How much they paid you? XD,
no, it's
nothing.
Really true, and I think that
I say this with a free will.
Underneath the ward,
I can say whatever I want.
Consistently dewarding everything that Entity put down. And now also having
I wasn't
to
paying
get into this Aeon disc, having it going to be ready in his inventory.
Nothing. I got paid nothing.
It makes it that much more difficult. Now that being said, Katomi has been able to save up until the point where he gets a Hex. So with the Hex there,
dude, I really don't feel like going to the gym.
Maybe you can try and punish if you can get a good fight.
But
I kind of feel like Shopify is just going to be chilling in the base until they get like 5k net. I mean, look at it. They're using Cataclysm to scout. Well, Mikey's farming the other jungle. Like,
if they continue this, they're going to get a huge net worth. They already are have a huge net worth. It's 31k. It's like an insane net worth.
Blitz or Bulba? I've only played with Blitz as a coach. I haven't played with Bulba as a coach. I've played with Bulba as a player.
We got one on crit ready with BSL.
And I've only had the Blitz as coach. So.
Yeah, they definitely are going to be very difficult to kill on Rebellion here. You're not getting bursted anymore.
Craziness. Refresher done for the Invoker too. Now, there are wolves that are scouting around this.
Yes,
but
yes.
They see the wolves also. They have vision.
Bulba was a really good player.
Sentries down. And, I mean, again, you've got Boots of Travel level 2 for Arteezy, so he can make this move in.
Bulba was very smart. Or he is very smart, I should say.
Base. Jumps
He's a very smart player.
Finds him. Katomi
okay, Arteezy.
Katomi in trouble. Stormstormer gets the lift now, but there's the connect, and there is the Aeon disc prop.
They need a...
doesn't hit onto anything except for BKBs. Now Toby trying to do the damage. Waits for that BKB to wear off. Finds him.
Can we camera?
That's big, but the Aeon disc is there, and then the refresh and the blink away needs to get out of their second round BKB.
He's so dead.
Down the Doom, it's not going to be enough.
Bro, this Marcy hero.
They lose Arteezy. Look at that. You know what we should learn from this? Never fight. Just keep farming.
Honestly, you shouldn't if you're rebelling. You shouldn't force any fights unless you know you have a numbers advantage, because they're still strong.
Oh.
They made Magic immune. Doesn't remove Hex though.
The sidekick.
Did he just try to miracle 1v4?
Comes back in. Now the disarm, the connection. Storm Spirit in trouble, but do they have enough damage? Couple more punches. It's not enough to kill off Fishman. It's down to the low ground. Saberlight BKB tries to TP out. No chance to get close for a bash.
Yeah, where's the Aghanims?
Still another one of these fights where
Where's
they're
the Lycan
extending
Aghanims?
it.
Oh, it's Beast.
But not really
Nice.
getting that much done.
Unlucky.
Yeah, I believe if you're Watson right now, as tempting as this refresher sounds, and in fact it could be the right play, it's hard to say, but when you're playing against multiple receptors, multiple Aeon discs, you might really consider a nullifier at this point.
Yeah, I like nullifier, but I think he needs a blink. He needs a blink.
On the side of Rebellion.
Little bro really needs a blink.
That also in a way deals with it, right? So
I mean, sorry, refresher, not blink.
Just the same problem.
I think Marcy really
so we'll see
needs
what
refresher.
He does go with. Maybe he just needs both.
You
of them.
can't
Maybe
only
he
have
just
one
needs someone
BKB.
else to buy a nullifier for him, but who's going to do that? Maybe
Needs
Lycan?
refresher.
Maybe Lycan should go for a nullifier instead of this refresher.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of an interesting question, because also double shapeshift sounds really nice. You know, I just keep on coming back to the same thing. Maybe they should just keep trying to farm. Get themselves.
What do you sell?
some
Probably
items.
boots.
Wait for the next Roche.
Probably boots.
On which team? Both or on Entity?
I mean, Entity in a way. Like I feel like they
stuck
need.
in their base though.
I know, that's a problem.
Yeah.
Cataclysm out.
It's like
can't
Entity
connect.
would love to farm more, but like they're just being oppressed in their base by Rebellion. All the vision, all the summon units,
Right.
crit as well is on the back of your mind at all times. Is Nyx here, so you have to play around your gym. So now you're in a situation where you have to clump up. And
Are you good on
Rebellion
MP?
know that,
I'm
so
probably
they're
one of the
like,
best
"Alright, we're
MPs
just
in the
gonna
world,
spread
yeah.
out." And now you're getting out farmed. So it's a
I don't think that hero is very
situation.
hard to play.
They need some map
I
control.
think it's
back.
pretty easy actually.
Well, it looks like they're gonna try and.
How
do
is it
that,
wholly
retake
clueless?
Their jungle. They
I don't
keep
think there's
running
many
into
players
these pesky treants,
that
which
play that hero better
give it
than
8
me.
Gold even at 50 minutes into the game.
Lovely.
It's a really easy hero.
They are checking out this area here, and Undying Illusion.
It's a really easy
heads
hero.
off, still scouting out if Roche is. I mean, it's not even capable of being back up again. But we could be in for a bit of a long one, and Arteezy does finish off the synthed up Aghanim Scepter now. So AoE Doom at the ready.
This man
What hero's hard? I think Meep was
officially
very hard.
Have all the slots he needs in the game. Moonshard don't really help him too much, so probably he might as well go for it at some point. You might consider replacing your Aeon disc or backpacking your boots.
Top
But
3
say it's
NP?
that territory where
Probably
he
me.
doesn't get that much stronger from this.
Mickey.
It's going to be all about initiation, who he can find the dooms on. or
Watson,
just-
maybe.
The war stomps are pretty strong as well, just getting before BKBs. All about initiation right now. Same goes for
That's it.
Stormstormer. Who can he find?
That's it. That's the list. Wait, I think
They are
Marcy's wolf
grouped
bitten.
together. We
Oh?
talked about the axe
No,
for
it's
him
not.
earlier,
Never
but
mind.
obviously had not been able to get the gold he needed to farm up towards it, but did go for the Lincoln Sphere and the pause.
This is a little puppy pause, I'll be honest.
Oh, scary, scary
Feels a little
stuff.
sus
All
right now.
They are both
Strategy time.
I think they see Saberlight. I'm not sure if they quite have vision, but Stormstormer is just off to the side there. That gem a little ways away from it, but both gems right nearby each other. The pings are coming out. I mean, that's crit pinging.
Quinn is losing.
Saberlight
Really?
Is definitely gonna die.
What game is that?
From the looks of it, unless
Let me
Crit
check
can
it.
somehow save him. But if you get on top of him right away, he is one of the few heroes without
Oh,
an
shit.
Aeon Disc. However, if he does die, he does have buyback.
Right.
So it doesn't necessarily win you the fight straight up if you're Entity. It could bait you into a spot where you don't want to be.
They find him there. BKB turns. Leash caught,
He
but
BKB'd,
died. Force step to the low ground.
Okay.
Stormstormer gets it off, though. The turn. The AoE Doom. Second AoE Doom. There's so much Doom. There's so much trouble. They find them all. Oh, God.
Is game
That
over?
was not what they wanted to see.
Right, RTC may have not used Doom very much this game with his refresher, but that
RT
more than made up for
What
it.
did Fear just say?
Like the whole team fight was just doomed. What do you even do if you're Entity at that point?
Well,
I
apparently
guess you buy back.
You buy back and come into the fight after you miss a hoof stomp on Arteezy, and now he
Okay.
just dies. And with all the gold he has,
And now he
doesn't
just
have
died without buyback.
Oh my God! Stormstormer no mana. Watson finding crit, the jump forward, not able to escape. How does he not have buyback?
How does he actually not have
Because
buyback?
he has like 40,000 net worth and his
That's
buyback
fair.
costs 3,000 gold.
Yeah.
But however, why?
Why?
Roche is up. Like, why? Why
Please give this to Lycan. Please. Give it to Lycan. Please.
Yeah.
Now they're in a position where, sure, you got 3 buybacks. That's great. That's an opening. But the worst thing you want to do is die without buyback and give Roche up. And I think that's exactly what's going to happen here.
I mean, it is a pretty devastating moment because, I mean,
we've been talking too here.
Like
Refresher.
Aghanims
Jeez.
and Refresher. Like Refresher is what a lot of these heroes have been looking for. You think about how good that's going to be on Marcy. A Stormstormer Aghanims, Cataclysm down,
Bop.
trying to buy what time they can. But this is.
I wonder who's taking the
way.
Okay, Marcy took.
Who's getting the Ags? Oh, just free Ags for Storm, by the way. We
Yeah.
talked about how good this.
Oh
is.
no, they gave it to
He decided to go for
Storm.
BKB Lincolns
I don't like
instead.
it. I don't like
now
it.
he has the Aghanims.
I don't like it.
Rebellion's just making things interesting here.
I really think Lycan should
Growing
take it.
for content. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I
they
don't
might
like it.
actually be in trouble though because they also have a nullifier on Lycan now. So they got everything that they need on Entity at this point. And Watson is queuing up a nullifier also. I mean, it's interesting.
It's definitely interesting. I was trying to like rack my brain because there is arguments to be made. If you die in a situation,
Dude, you flame Stormstorm in the pub?
buybacks and
I
you
don't
die
flame
in
anymore.
return,
Right.
That they no longer
I don't
buybacks,
flame
but
anyone
normally
anymore,
that's not
so probably
applicable
not.
When you give Aegis away, especially when it's an Aegis that has 4 items on it, they still don't have an answer. To
I would
give
just
you.
trust
I
him.
will say that. And
Trust
that
his
is not
judgment,
there.
you know what I'm saying?
So Arteezy's running into the fight with the whole screen being doomed is still an issue, but you have an Aegis now on Watson.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm gonna say
Second
definitely
round.
not worth it for Rebellion there.
I would probably do a little rank
No,
check,
they're
but you know.
20k still, but Mikey
jumps.
Who's
Finds it.
jumping?
Aeon Disc tries to get out of
Mikey,
there.
Mikey,
Nullifier
Mikey, Mikey,
backs away with the BKB. Watson trying to find it with the turn and the Doom. They
Cannot.
get him. Oh, and now they're both doomed. Trying to keep him alive. Second round. Doom
He's
is there.
definitely
and
dead
connects
once.
onto both. Well, Saberlight finds and kills off the Marcy. That's only 1 round. But it is going to be enough to find themselves.
If they lose this
more.
fight, the game is
Jump
over,
forward,
by the way.
Stormstormer can't find a target, but they
Yeah.
just explode the Marcy. She didn't get the refresher off with BKB. Oh, the Hex play was too good, and now everybody from Entity
Yep.
dying. Listen, the diving the base, it was all part of the plan.
Jeez.
All part of the plan.
Saberlight has, or that wasn't even Saberlight. Just there's been so many baits.
Yeah.
You're chasing Mikey all the way to the tier 2, putting yourself out of position.
Mikey.
At this point, who cares? This is just entertaining Dota. There's been some overextensions on both sides, but I think it's fair to say that Rebellion probably deserved this one. So,
Yeah. Well,
can you
Saberlight-
defend this if you're Entity? There's no way. This one's
Saberlight
done
buys
with
a
us.
rapier too, just to try and close this out that much more quickly. The
Ay, ay, ay.
pullback is there, some good damage, but the Hex, he was able to back away.
I
and
think
Stormer is
it's
going
insane
to
that
die,
Lycan doesn't have an
and
Aghanims in
Shopify,
55 minutes,
they are
guys.
gonna run down this
I think
game
it's
and
kind of
end it off.
insane.
GG, 55 minutes in.
I think it's insane.
What a fun one.
For Marcy,
I
bro.
think this game was
For
very much so
Marcy.
Rebellion outplaying.
Hello?
Right, Entity had some
Hello?
great opportunities in this game. Stormstormer didn't have the best game.
I'm really
They
confused.
targeted him really hard, but both side lanes. had
Anyways.
lanes. And after seeing this Doom versus with the level 15 talent being able to devour,
I am going to the gym
it
now.
makes a lot of sense. You have the HOD time.
I'm going to the gym now.
Just immediately by having Doom with
And we will be streaming
then
in
it gets the HOD,
probably
you went from a -2
3 hours
to
from
15
now.
pretty quickly.
So we're doing a little
Came
break
online,
today,
shut
guys.
down the Lycan. I think
Because
the
there's
Lycan could have
games,
more
so
impact
you
in
can
this
watch the
game.
games.
Unfortunately, it did not. But I think it's more just
I'll be back in
credit for
3
Rebellion,
hours.
How well they split pushed this map.
3
how well they
hours.
used their heroes. I think Crit was.
Does that sound good
instrumental
to
this
everyone?
win, on how he was so annoying.
Sounds
They
good,
would
right?
make So many pickoffs to buy them time.
Sounds good?
Well,
No? Well, I'm gonna go
was
anyways.
Very impressed with Shopify here. You know, I think that
Because I haven't
for
been in a
them,
long time, boys. I'll see you later. Give me like 3 hours. Need to eat, gym, chill. Alright, I'll see you later, boys. Peace out. See you later.